What's up guys, Chaos Shinobi here. This is What If Naruto Has Triple Unknown Bloodline. Summary: Naruto was born with not one, but three powerful Kekkei Genkais that nobody, except the Hokage, has ever heard of before. How will Konoha be able to handle Naruto's three unusual Kekkei Genkais? Chapter 1: Birth of a Telepath. 5 years after the Kyuubi attacked, we find the usually peaceful village of Konoha, where people live together in peace and joyful harmony. But not young 5-year-old Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. He was yet again being chased by a mob of dumb villagers who believe he is the Kyuubi reincarnation. Those fools. Naruto had crimson red hair that goes between his shoulders. Yes, Naruto will be a redhead like his mother in this story. He was pretty fast for a kid his age and he wore orange shirt and black shorts. Why do they chase me so much and try to kill me? Thought Naruto, and he runs into an alley and hides in a dumpster. As he hides, the villagers run past him. Inside the dumpster, Naruto looks out and sees that the coast is clear. He gets out and goes over to Hokage Tower. I need to get to Gigi before they find me, thought Naruto. But when he gets to the base of the tower, wham! A rock hits Naruto in the back of the head and he blacks out. Now we've got you, demon, shouted a male villager. We will now finish what our Yondaime started, shouted the pink-haired villager. It's Councilwoman Mebuki Haruno. Now you die, demon, shouted a female villager. You killed our loved ones and friends, and now we will end your life, shouted another male villager. They begin beating, stabbing and hitting Naruto to an inch away from death. But they were rash. They were in front of Hokage Tower. Enough, shouted a voice of authority. The mob stop dead in their tracks. They turn and see the Hokage and a squad of Anbu. Hokage-sama, we were just finishing the Yondaime's work by killing the demon brat, said a stupid villager. Arrest him, ordered Hiruzen as he pointed at the villager who said that. The Anbu arrest the villager. What? Hokage-sama, you can't do this, exclaimed a villager. I am the Hokage, and I make my choice, and I told you all hundreds and hundreds of times not to try and kill him, especially you, Mebuki, Hiruzen said in an angry voice. Hiruzen at this time is getting his backbone back, and he has finally had enough of the civilians and shinobi trying to kill Naruto. But Mebuki tried to say. Then she hears a voice that she recognizes all too well. Mebuki. She pales and turns to see Kazashi, her husband, and he does not look happy. Kazashi, I was, at the market getting groceries. Mebuki tried to lie, which she was very lame-ass bad at. _. I told you to leave the boy alone. You disobeyed me. The next time you try to hurt him, will be your last, said Kazashi in a threatening tone. Kazashi will not be bashed. I decided that Kazashi will try everything he can to protect Naruto. Do I make myself clear? Asked Kazashi. But Kazashi, Mebuki tried to say. Mebuki, said Kazashi in a tone that means business. Mebuki looks down in defeat. Yes, Kazashi, said Mebuki in defeat. Good, said Kazashi. The rest are all yours, Hokage-sama, said Kazashi. Thank you, Kazashi, said Hiruzen. Of course, sir, said Kazashi, and leaves with his wife. The punishment for your actions against Naruto would normally be death, but I decided to have you be thrown in prison until you all learned your lessons. If not, then you will be executed. This is the last time I'm doing this, said Hiruzen. The civilians and some shinobi that hate Naruto begin to shout in outraged silence, shouted Hiruzen, and they shut right up in fear. From now on, if anybody tries to hurt and or kill Naruto will be publicly executed for the village to see. I have spoken, declared Hiruzen, and they pale at this. Take them away, and get Naruto to the hospital. Hiruzen ordered the Anbu. Yes, sir, replied the Anbu, and they arrest the attackers and rush Naruto to the hospital. Naruto's mind. The moment he blacked out, Naruto wakes up in his subconscious and he notices that it is like a sewer. Where am I? Naruto asked himself. Kit, come closer, said a voice, and Naruto gets nervous and follows the voice. He comes across a giant cage with a seal on it. What the heck is that? Naruto thought, and red chakra becomes visible behind the cage door as a face appears. Hello, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said the massive chakra. Namikaze? Asked Naruto. You weren't told about your heritage? Asked a surprised Kyuubi. Heritage? Who are my parents? Asked Naruto. Your parents, Kit, are Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze, said Kyuubi. Naruto's eyes widen at this. What? How? Yelled Naruto, and Kyuubi shouts, shut up, brat, and Naruto shuts his mouth in fear. Geez, Kit, at this rate your yelling's gonna burst my eardrums, said Kyuubi with a sweat drop. The Yondaime Hokage is my father? Asked Naruto. Yes, answered Kyuubi. Why would he seal you inside me? Cried Naruto. Kit, your father had to protect Konoha. He tried protecting the village and his wife and you at once, but it didn't work so well. He sealed me inside you to make sure the damned Uchiha that kidnapped you wouldn't get his greedy and power-hungry hands onto my power, said Kyuubi in an angry tone. Who is the Uchiha who tried to get your power? Asked Naruto. The name of the Uchiha who tried it was Madara Uchiha, one of the founders of Konoha. He is also ultimately responsible for the death of your clan. Explained Kyuubi, and Naruto is horrified at this and then gets very angry. I will bring that bastard to his knees. Snarled Naruto. Kyuubi chuckles. It seems we have a common enemy, he said, but if Madara is a founder of Konoha, then he should be long dead by now, said Naruto as he suddenly remembers that Madara is a founder. Madara is somehow still alive, that now means you can begin your quest for vengeance, said Kyuubi. You're damn right I will, said Naruto. Naruto then remembers something. Kyuubi, what were my parents like? He asked. Well kid, your mother was one of the last surviving members of the Uzumaki clan. You see, including you, there are 5 Uzumakas left in the elemental nations. Explained Kyuubi. Sorry to interrupt, but do you mean that there are more Uzumakas in the elemental nations? Asked Naruto, who is in shock. Yes kid, there are 5 other Uzumakas other than yourself. And about your father, he was the last of the Namikaze clan, until you were born, said Kyuubi, and Naruto is in shock. Dad was the last of his clan until I was born. I want answers from Gigi and I want them when I wake up. Thought Naruto. Kid, before you go, you have 3 Kekkei Genkais that no one except the old man has heard about, said Kyuubi. Kekkei Genkai? Asked Naruto in a confused voice. That's right, the fucking Chunin at the academy sabotaged your education, said Kyuubi in realization. He continues, a Kekkei Genkai or a bloodline limit is a very special power that makes a clan a powerful clan, and I did say you have 3. I have 3 Kekkei Genkais? Asked Naruto. Yes kid, said Kyuubi. What are they? Asked Naruto. The first one is a special power called telepathy. It means the power of the mind and you can use it at will. The second one is magnetism, that allows you to control all metal at will, and the third and final one is teleportation. It allows you to get to anywhere just by thoughts. It is perfect for escapes from those stupid villagers who see you as me. Explained Kyuubi. Naruto grins at this. With those Kekkei Genkais on my side, then no one will try and hurt me. He thought, I am so gonna enjoy them, said an excited Naruto. Don't get too cocky brat, they're gonna be very tricky to master. Warned Kyuubi. But Kyuubi, how will I recognize the 5 Uzumakas who are probably still out there? Asked Naruto, and Kyuubi smirks and says that part is easy, they have the same hair color as you. That will make finding them easy, Naruto said sarcastically. Now you need to wake up, the old man will need to know what you learned from me. If he says not to trust me and that I am evil, tell him Kyuubi attacked because he was controlled by an Uchiha, and when Kyuubi got free, he attacked in self-defense. That might be able to get him to know the truth, said Kyuubi. Okay, later said Naruto. Konoha Hospital, real world. Naruto opens his eyes and sees that the room he's in is white. Where am I? Asked Naruto. You are in the hospital, said a voice, and Naruto turns to see a doctor. You were out cold for 3 hours. You're lucky to be alive thanks to being in front of Hokage Tower, said a doctor that is next to him. What happened when I was out? Asked Naruto. The villagers did the same thing to you like they did last year. They beat, stabbed and hit you until you were an inch away from death. That was until Hokage-sama stopped it. Explained the doctor. Yes, and just in time too, said a voice. Naruto and the doctor turn and see Hiruzen sitting on a chair. Gigi, can I tell you something important in private? Asked Naruto. You may, said Hiruzen, and the doctor leaves the room to give them privacy. The moment I blacked out, I came face to face with the Kyuubi, said Naruto. Hiruzen's eyes widen at this. Naruto, don't listen to it, it's pure evil and will try and corrupt you, said Hiruzen in worry, and Naruto says Kyuubi wanted me to say something to you for him in case you said that, and it was Kyuubi attacked because he was controlled by an Uchiha, and when Kyuubi got free from the mind control, he attacked in self-defense. That is the reason Kyuubi attacked, his words not mine. Hiruzen calms down and asks, did he say the name of the Uchiha? And Naruto says he said Madara Uchiha. Hiruzen becomes even more shocked at this. Madara should be long dead by now, he said in shock. That's exactly what I said, Naruto exclaimed. Did he tell you anything else? Asked Hiruzen. My parents, Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, said Naruto, and Hiruzen's eyes widen yet again, and that I have not 1, but 3 powerful Kekkei Genkais. Naruto continued, you were supposed to be told about your parents when you either turn 15 or become a Chunin. But since Kyuubi told you, then you can have your heritage, said Hiruzen with his head down in shame. Why would keep my parents' identities secret from me? Asked Naruto, feeling betrayed. I'm sorry Naruto, your parents had many powerful enemies outside the village and would try and get their revenge by killing their son, so I kept it a secret from nearly everyone in the village. Explained Hiruzen in guilt. Now I know why Gigi was keeping my heritage from me, thought Naruto. And what's this about having 3 Kekkei Genkais? Asked Hiruzen. Kyuubi said I have 3 Kekkei Genkais, said Naruto. What are they? Asked Hiruzen. Kyuubi told me that the first one is telepathy, the second one is magnetism and the third one is teleportation. Explained Naruto. Hiruzen is now beyond shocked. I haven't heard of those 3 Kekkei Genkais in a long time, said Hiruzen. You know of them? Asked Naruto. Yes, I fought a couple of telepaths, magnetism manipulators and teleporters before, and that was 40 years ago. It is very rare to have those powers, said Hiruzen. Am I the only telepath in the elemental nations that exists right now? Asked Naruto. So far, yes, you're the only one, but having all 3 Kekkei Genkais has never happened before, said Hiruzen. Wow, so how will I be able to control them? Asked Naruto. Let's see. Inoiki will train you in your telepathy because he knows nearly all the abilities that a telepath has and he will be able to narrow down what abilities your telepathy has, said Hiruzen. Who's Inoiki? Asked Naruto. He is the head of the Yamanaka clan. Answered Hiruzen. Is he one of the people who treat me like the others do? Asked Naruto. No, he and the Shinobi Council excluding the Uchiha clan tried to protect you from the civilians and the Civilian Council. They are after your blood because you're the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. And Jinchuriki usually don't have happy lives, but yours is far worse than any Jinchuriki ever, said Hiruzen. There are other Jinchuriki, I thought I was the only one? Asked Naruto in a surprised tone. Yes, there are more Jinchuriki, said Hiruzen. However, there is something you should know, Naruto-kun. Your mother Kushina was the Kyuubi Jinchuriki before you, said Hiruzen yet again. What? Asked Naruto in shock. Yes, her status as a Jinchuriki was kept secret, said Hiruzen. And why the fuck was my status as a Jinchuriki revealed? Asked Naruto in an annoyed tone. Hiruzen is shocked that the 5-year-old knew such language, and answered because your parents wanted you to be seen as a hero for keeping the Kyuubi at bay, but their request was dishonored and made you suffer. Request? What does he mean by that? Thought Naruto as he raised an eyebrow. What do you mean by request? Asked Naruto. That's because they're still alive. Answered Hiruzen. That shocked the hell out Naruto. What? He yelled. Yes, Kit. They are still alive. Kyuubi said to Naruto in his head, how come they left me in the village to those vile beasts we call villagers? Asked Naruto in an angry voice. Hiruzen was surprised at Naruto for calling the villagers a bad name like vile beasts. Wow, I didn't think you would call them that, Naruto, said Hiruzen. Unexpected stuff happens from time to time. Answered Naruto. Hey Kit, neither of your parents know about your 3 Kekkei Genkais, bet you can't wait to see their faces when they learn about them. Said Kyuubi in Naruto's head. Naruto grinned at the thought. Are they still in the village, Jigi? Asked Naruto. No, they left the village with your sister Natsuki, who is 2 years older than you. They thought that Kyuubi would give you problems and decided to train Natsuki so that Kyuubi would be contained. Answered Hiruzen. What yelled Naruto and Kyuubi from Naruto's subconscious. Wait, are you and Kyuubi in good terms? Asked Hiruzen. Yup, Naruto heard Kyuubi say in his head. Kyuubi says yes, answered Naruto. Then Minato and Kushina are training Natsuki for nothing then. You see, Jinchuriki don't have very good chakra control. Explained Hiruzen. Kit, I can teach you chakra control better than anyone. I can train you in it. I offered this chance to Mito and Kushina. Mito accepted because she is nice to me like you are. Kushina however was way too stubborn to listen. Naruto heard Kyuubi. Kyuubi offered me training in chakra control. He also said that he offered this chance to my mother and Mito-sama when he was sealed in them. Mito-sama accepted but my mom was way too stubborn to listen to him, said Naruto. Is that so? I'm glad Kyuubi is inside you, you get your own private training, said a happy Hiruzen. Ha, mom and dad are in for a big shocker when they find out about my 3 Kekkei Genkais. Thought Naruto. Meanwhile, an unknown area. Achu sneezed to certain shinobi. Someone must be talking about me. They thought as they continue to train their daughter. I hope that Naruto is being treated like a hero and receiving special training, and if he isn't, then all hell's gonna break loose when Kushina learns about it. Thought the blonde shinobi. My Sochi better be treated like a human, because if he isn't, then I will tear those who harmed him limb from limb. Thought the blood red-headed shinobi as the thought caused many Konoha villagers who harmed Naruto get shivers in their spines. I hope you're being treated fairly, little brother, cause if you aren't, then I will open up a great big can of woo pass on those who disrespected you, Uzumaki style. Thought a 7-year-old redhead. Back at Konoha. Well, as I said, Inoiki will train you in your telepathy. I will try and help you with your magnetism training and teleportation training, said Hiruzen. Naruto grins and hugs Hiruzen. "Thank you Gigi," he said. "You're welcome Naruto," said Hiruzen as he smiled. A week later, Naruto is standing in front of Hiruzen's desk waiting for Inoiki to arrive. "Alright Naruto, once you master your 3 Kekkei Genkais, I want you to keep it a secret until I say you can reveal it," explained Hiruzen. "Yes Gigi," said Naruto. "I also want you to make sure you pass the Genin exams when I enroll you into the academy for the exam. I have suspicions that one of the Chunin at the academy is a traitor. I sensed that one of them had dark chakra and I want you to be my eyes and ears when it's time." Hiruzen told Naruto. "As you wish," he said. "Hey Gigi, what age do academy students have to be to take the exams to become Genin?" asked Naruto. "The age to take the Genin exams is 15. Answered Hiruzen. "Thanks," said a grateful Naruto. "No problem," Naruto said, a smiling Hiruzen. They hear a knock on the door. "Come in," ordered Hiruzen, and a man with blonde hair and a high ponytail comes in. "You wanted to see me, Hokage-sama?" asked the man. "Yes I did Inoiki, I would like to introduce to you Naruto Uzumaki here," answered Hiruzen. "Any reason for this?" Inoiki again asked. "Because young Naruto here unlocked 3 Kekkei Genkai that haven't been around for 40 years," answered Hiruzen yet again. Inoiki's eyes widen at this. "You mean he has the 3 Kekkei Genkai's telepathy, magnetism and teleportation?" he asked in realization. "Yes, and I would like you to train Naruto in his telepathy," said Hiruzen with a smirk. "You have picked the right person for that kind of training. My clan does have skills with the mind. I would be honored to train Naruto in his telepathy training, but who will train Naruto in his magnetism and teleportation?" asked Inoiki. "I am, because I understand them better than anyone," answered Hiruzen. "Are you sure, Hokage-sama? What about paperwork?" asked Inoiki. "I'll take care of it after Naruto's training is done for the day. I will also be teaching him some jutsus myself," answered Hiruzen. "How long till Naruto's training to be complete and that he can enter the academy for the Genin exam?" asked Inoiki. "It would be 10 years," answered Hiruzen. "Perfect, Naruto will be well prepared for the exam in the outside world," said Inoiki in a happy voice. "Yes, but when he begins his training under me, I will teach him a jutsu that will be a big help for his training," said Hiruzen. "It wouldn't happen to be the shadow clone jutsu now, wouldn't it?" asked Inoiki. "Yes," answered Hiruzen with a smirk again. "What's the shadow clone jutsu?" asked Naruto. "The shadow clone jutsu is a A-class forbidden jutsu that can give the user of the jutsu the memories of the shadow clone if dispelled. It is a Jonin class jutsu," explained Hiruzen. "Wow, that sounds like an awesome and handy jutsu to have. Hey Gigi, ever thought of using shadow clones for paperwork?" asked Naruto. Hiruzen froze at that. He then gets a wooden plank with a red target that says "bonk head" here from under his desk and bangs his head on it several times while saying "stupid" with each bang. "Why didn't I think of that?" said Hiruzen while crying anime tears with Inoiki and Naruto sweat dropping at Hiruzen's tactics. "Naruto, for telling me the secret to defeating paperwork, you have my permission to use forbidden jutsus," Hiruzen started to say and then gets a dark expression. "But I want you to promise me something Naruto, only use the forbidden jutsus for when you really need to," he finished. "I promise Gigi," said Naruto, "but, you can use the shadow clone jutsu whenever you please, for battle, training and messages," said Hiruzen. "Thanks Gigi," said a happy Naruto. "Of course Naruto," said Hiruzen. "So Gigi, when does training start?" asked Naruto. "It begins tomorrow morning," answered Hiruzen. "Alright, I will get prepared for the training," said Naruto, and he leaves to prepare for the training he will be receiving. Hiruzen sighs sadly. "Hokage-sama, is something wrong?" asked Inoiki. "Yes Inoiki, I fear that Naruto will face some warriors that will want his Kekkei Genkais for their own gain and greed," said Hiruzen in a worried voice. "If that's what you're worried about, then we need Naruto to be well prepared for his journey as a shinobi," said Inoiki. "Yes, and Naruto also must be able to survive the wrath of the civilians and they have their last warning," said Hiruzen in agreement. "Perhaps I can be of assistance?" asked a voice that Hiruzen recognized very well. They look at the door and see the head of the Rudanbu and a member of the Elder Council, Danzo Shimura. "What do you need Danzo?" asked Hiruzen with narrowed eyes. "I would like to offer the Uzumaki Namikaze boy the protection of the Rudanbu," said Danzo. "How do I know that this isn't one of your seems to have Naruto enrolled into the Rudanbu?" asked Hiruzen. "You see old friend, I have been in the shadows for long enough, the Uzumaki boy has suffered enough, and more importantly the civilian council has been in control of things around Konoha for long enough. The time of the civilian council's corruption has come to an end," said Danzo, surprising Hiruzen and Inoiki. "So you've finally come to your senses old friend," said Hiruzen in a happy tone. "Indeed," said Danzo while smirking. "Rudanbu can watch over Naruto and protect him from all dangers that the civilians have in store," said Hiruzen. Of course, and I also know that young Naruto has the 3 Kekkei Genkai's telepathy, magnetism, and teleportation, said Danzo. Hiruzen and Inoiki's eyes widen at this. I've done my own research on telepathy, and what I discovered on telepathy is what I call its darkest secret. It's that the telepath can copy any jutsu and bloodline that their enemy wields, and that is very rare for a telepath to copy Kekkei Genkai's. Explained Danzo, making both men beyond shocked at what they heard. How is that possible? If a telepath can do that, then telepathy can make the Sharingan look like a joke, said Inoiki. That is exactly what I mean, said Danzo with a smirk. What must the telepath do to copy a Kekkei Genkai? Asked Inoiki. All the telepath has to do is to look into their enemy's eyes, think the words copy Kekkei Genkai, and the telepath gains the Kekkei Genkai. Explained Danzo. Will the telepath be able to keep the Kekkei Genkai even if he or she copies another Kekkei Genkai? Asked Hiruzen. From what I discovered, yes, and here's the real kicker. A telepath can copy jutsu much faster than the Sharingan no matter how powerful the Sharingan is, said Danzo. Hiruzen and Inoiki are in awe at this. Telepathy truly is better than the Sharingan. I might have to ask Naruto-kun if he wants to be in the CRA. Thought Hiruzen happily. Young Naruto will become an extremely powerful telepath, I just know it, said Hiruzen in a proud tone. You got that right, Hokage-sama. With telepathy, magnetism and teleportation on his side and complete control, then Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze will be unstoppable, said Inoiki. Right, young Naruto will be a shinobi that even the bravest of all will fear him. I know he will, said Hiruzen. Meanwhile, with Naruto just as he left Hokage office, Naruto is now walking home with a smile on his face. Okay, hopefully I don't have to run into those bloodthirsty savages again, he thought. He takes a different route to get near his apartment, but then his stomach growls. Time for some ramen, Naruto thought to himself again. Naruto goes to Ichiraku's for some ramen. Tucci and Ayame are some of the Konoha citizens that don't see Naruto as the Kyuubi reincarnation. He gets to the ramen stand and Ayame sees him. Hey Naruto-kun, she says happily, and Naruto smiles and says hello Ayame-chan. Dad, Naruto is here, Ayame calls out, and Tucci comes out and sees him. Hey Naruto, how are things today? Asked Tucci. Well, I'll be receiving training from Hokage Gigi and Inoiki-sama, said Naruto. Both of their eyes widen at this. Wow Naruto, that is an honor to be trained by Hokage-sama and Inoiki-sama. Any reason why they are training you? Asked Ayame. Because we discovered that I have 3 Kekkei Genkais, said Naruto. That threw both Tucci and Ayame for a loop as their jaws drop all the way to the ground. 3 Kekkei Genkais? Asked an extremely shocked Tucci. Yup, answered Naruto. What are they? Asked Ayame. They are telepathy, magnetism, and teleportation, answered Naruto. If Ayame's and Tucci's jaws didn't drop farther into the ground, they did now what? She shrieked. No way, said an even more shocked Tucci. You guys know about them? Asked Naruto. Know about them? We've heard rumors about them, said Ayame. What were the rumors? Asked Naruto. Rumor has it that those with either telepathy, magnetism or teleportation are said to be nearly unstoppable, but to have all 3 Kekkei Genkai is even more frightening, explained Tucci. What can you tell me about telepathy? Asked Naruto, who became more and more curious. You see Naruto, from the rumors that we have heard, it's that the very first telepath was born 500 years ago. His name was Koga Fujimoto. He was an extremely powerful telepath. No one could match him, explained Tucci. Wow, said Naruto in awe. At the same timeline, the first magnetism manipulator is named Kazeko Tachibana. She was very powerful herself and no wielder of magnetism could hold a candle to her. Tucci continues. At the exact timeline as Koga and Kazeko, the most powerful teleporter, or should I say most powerful teleporting duel, are a man named Koichi Yukimura and a woman named Masago Mizushima. Both are tied for that rank. Nobody can out-teleport them. Tuichi finishes. I can't believe that there were shinobi that powerful that lived long ago. Yosh, I now have a new dream and goal. I want to surpass the most powerful telepath, magnetism manipulator and teleporters of all time, and I will also become Hokage, declared Naruto proudly. We're sure you will, Naruto. Oh, I forgot. What would you like? Asked Tucci. Oh right, the usual, answered Naruto. Oh, and Naruto, this time it's on the house, said Tucci. You're the best, said Naruto smiling. Why thank you, that's very kind of you, said Tucci also smiling. An hour later. After Naruto finishes his ramen, he walks home while avoiding the civilians, but first he hides and decides to eavesdrop on a conversation of drunk civilians. The demon brat has been giving us a lot of problems. We need to put this monster down, and kill any demon lover on sight, man, woman, whatever tonight. I don't give a rat's ass of what the old fart thinks. He doesn't have the balls to stop us. The demon brat will die and we will kill it, and if it's the last thing we ever do." Naruto heard from the conversation. "Looks like some civilians never learned," thought Naruto, and sneaks away to Hokage Tower. He knocks and hears "Come in," and Naruto enters. "GG, I eavesdropped on a conversation of what looked like drunk civilians. I heard them say the demon brat has been giving us a lot of problems. We need to put this monster down, and kill any demon lover on sight. Man, woman, whatever tonight. I don't give a rat's ass of what the old fart thinks. He doesn't have the balls to stop us. The demon brat will die and we will kill it, and if it's the last thing we ever do." "That's what I heard," said Naruto. Hiruzen gets furious and then "Alright, I have had it," he yells. "If it's execution they want, then it's execution they'll get," growled Hiruzen. "Anbu," said Hiruzen, and 5 Anbu appear. "Yes, Hokage-sama?" One of them asked, "Round up the mob of the civilians and shinobi who didn't heed my warning. It's time that they learn who they are dealing with," ordered Hiruzen. "As you wish," replied the Anbu. "They are in for the punishment of their lives," they thought, and they shine out to arrest the drunk civilians and shinobi who planned on killing Naruto and anyone who cared for him. Another hour later, the mob of civilians and shinobi that didn't heed Hiruzen's warning are now at the chopping block, fearing how the Hokage found out about their plan to finally kill the Kyuubi brat behind his back. "Citizens of Konoha, we are here to witness the execution of the ones who did not heed my warning when it involves Naruto Uzumaki." Hiruzen started, and was interrupted by the shouts of outrage from the Naruto haters. "Silence," roared Hiruzen, and they shut up in fear of his anger. "As I was saying, and they yet don't know who brought the information of what they were planning to me. The one who gave me that information is none other than Naruto himself. As punishment for breaking the law and not heeding my warning, they are to be put to death for their treachery," finished Hiruzen. "Hokage-sama, you can't do this," sniffled one of the civilians that are going to be executed. "And why not?" asked Hiruzen with narrowed eyes. "We were trying to get rid of the demon brat so its taint wouldn't plague us anymore. Please don't execute me, I have a wife and kids," pleaded the man. "You think that getting your family involved will save you from your punishment? It will not," said Hiruzen. "Have mercy," pleaded another civilian. "How many times has Naruto begged for mercy? How many times has he pleaded for his life to be spared? You guys never show him any mercy at all. It shows how heartless you really are," said Hiruzen. Half of those who harmed and disrespected Naruto looked down in shame, while the other half still believe that Naruto is the Kyuubi. "Now you will be released from your lives, but know this, your sufferings didn't end here. No, your sins against Naruto have caused your sufferings to only begin," said Hiruzen. "But," someone tried to say, "kill them," ordered Hiruzen, and the executioner then gets his axe and chops their heads off. "Anybody else got a problem with the law?" asked Hiruzen in a menacing voice, and everyone else shook their heads in fear. "Good, dismissed," said Hiruzen, and everyone leaves for their homes fearing that they would be next for the chopping block. Naruto walks home. "At least they won't try and attack me," thought Naruto, and he gets home. He undresses and goes to bed. "Alright, tomorrow is the day my training as a telepath, magnetism manipulator and teleporter as well as shinobi begins, so I will be needing a good night's sleep," he said to himself and goes to sleep. Chapter 2, Traitor brought to justice. It has been 10 years since Hiruzen and Inoiki trained Naruto in his shinobi and Kekkei Genkai training and chakra control from Kyuubi. Over those 10 years Naruto learned every ability that Inoiki knew that telepathy wielded. Naruto is now ready for his Genin exam as the results for his skills in his Kekkei Genkais and other stats for shinobi are rated in ranks. Naruto's training results: Telepathy, High Anbu. Magnetism manipulation, Low Kage. Teleportation, Mid Anbu. Ninjutsu, Mid to High Jonin. Taijutsu, Low to Mid Jonin. Genjutsu, High Anbu, thanks to telepathy. Fuinjutsu, High Kage, Uzumaki Blood. Kenjutsu, Low Kage. Chakra Control, Mid Anbu. Accuracy, Low Jonin. Chakra Level, High Kage. End of results. Naruto is standing in the Hokage's office facing Hiruzen. Naruto's appearance changed as well as his personality. Naruto now had a metal armored red vest under a purple hooded cloak that has golden kanjis that reads Konoha's mastermind with a red whirlpool above it. He wears a purple headband with a golden Egyptian style eye on it, wore black steel-toed boots with metal shin guards and wore a purple and golden medallion around his neck that has a gold kanji on it that stands for mind. His red hair was in a high ponytail similar to Ino's hair which reached the base of his spine and had red bangs framing his face. The clothing Naruto is wearing is almost a mix between Magneto and Mastermind, without the helmet. Naruto is still cheerful and nice, well most of the time. He also became calm, clever and mysterious, During the 10 years of training, Naruto lost all his baby fat and has the looks that make him look like he is the son of Aphrodite herself. He also stood an impressive 5 feet 8 inches. Well Naruto, your training has gone perfectly, now you can take the Genin exams. But I also want you to find out who is the traitor in the academy, said Hiruzen. Of course Sarutobi-sensei, right away, said Naruto. Just to give you a heads up Naruto, your parents and sister have just returned today. That means you'll find Natsuki taking the Genin exams as well. Warned Hiruzen. Thanks for the warning, said a grateful Naruto. Of course Naruto, said Hiruzen. Hiruzen gives Naruto a note that states that Naruto is to take the Genin exams with the graduating class. Naruto, I want you to go to room 103, that is the graduating class, and the teacher is Iruka Umino. Give this note to him, said Hiruzen. As you wish, answered Naruto. Naruto leaves for the academy. Normally it takes 30 minutes to get to the academy by walking, but it took Naruto a second to get there thanks to his teleportation. This must be the place, said Naruto, and he enters. As he enters he starts to look for room 103, room 99, room 100, where is it, room 101, room 102, no that's not it, aha there it is, room 103, thought Naruto as he found the room. He walks in and inside the classroom he saw multiple students and the teacher. Naruto used his telepathy on them and now knows who everyone in the room is. One of them is Natsuki Uzumaki, much to his surprise. Natsuki Uzumaki is a beautiful young woman with long flowing red hair which is the same color as his. She also had blue eyes like his. The style Natsuki's hair is in as two high side ponytails. She had on a fishnet mesh bodysuit similar to Anko and her orange sleeveless t-shirt, a black short skirt that goes to the top of her thighs almost like Anko, and had black knee-length sandals. Well Kit, you didn't know what your sister Natsuki looks like, but now you do. Naruto heard Kyuubi in his head. Yeah, and I admit she is a beautiful young woman. Naruto thought, she almost looks like the splitting image of Kushina when she was her age. Said Kyuubi in Naruto's head, please don't give me dirty thoughts about her. Thought Naruto, why Kit, is it because? Kyuubi started to say with a teasing grin, stop it. Naruto shouted in his mind as he started to have a tiny blush. As he entered, everyone looked towards him, and all females except Sakura blushed madly at the man's godlike looks, but even Sakura had a small blush but she quickly hid it. In their minds they had thoughts like wow, that is the most handsome man I have ever seen, whoa, so gorgeous. And I wonder if he's single. In Natsuki's mind the whisker marks on his cheeks, it's my little brother, and I gotta say, he is so handsome. Natsuki also noticed that Naruto is 2 inches taller than she is. In Sakura's mind I admit he's good looking, but he's not better than Sasuke-kun. Yet none of them knew that Naruto can read and hear minds. Naruto walks up to the man with the scar on the nose which he assumed as Iruka through his telepathy. He gives Iruka the note and he nods. It seems we have another new student taking the exams with us, he said. What, Iruka-sensei, that's not fair. How come he and Natsuki get to take the exams early and we had to go through 5 years of the academy? Barked out the brash-looking boy. Kiba, I told the class that Natsuki was on a training trip, but Naruto is taking the exams early under orders from the Hokage. Explained Iruka. Would you like to introduce yourself? Asked Iruka. Naruto nods and says I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, I like training, ramen, gardening, reading, my precious people and creating new jutsu. I dislike perverts, rapists, arrogance, the civilian council, the elder council minus one of them, the Uchiha clan, corruption and those who don't see the difference between the kunai and the scroll it is sealed in. My hobbies are training, gardening, learning and creating new jutsu. My goals however I would rather keep to myself. That shocked everyone except Natsuki and Iruka. He's related to Natsuki and the Yondaime? They thought as Naruto heard their thoughts. Alright Naruto, have a seat there between Natsuki and Hinata, said Iruka as he pointed to the seat. Of course, said Naruto, and he goes to the seat. Natsuki and Hinata are nervous because they are not only sitting next to Naruto, but they don't know if Naruto will accept their feelings towards him. OMG, Naruto's sitting next to me, what should I do? Say hi, maybe I'll wait. Thought Hinata, brother's sitting next to me, I wonder if he know about our heritage, maybe he knows about our talent in Fuinjutsu. Thought Natsuki. Naruto wondered if his sister agreed to leave with their parents, so he looks into her mind, he searches her memories of what happened after the Kyuubi attacked. He saw that Natsuki didn't have a choice in leaving the village, that their mother didn't want to leave him in the village and that their father chose to leave him in the village. But he noticed something strange about Minato. He saw a lust for power and evil in his eyes. He had both Kushina and Natsuki fooled. So, Natsuki didn't have a choice. Mom didn't want to leave me in the village and Dad chose to leave me in the village. But there is something strange about him. I see a lust for power and evil in his eyes. In order to not to cause suspicion, I'll play dumb and act like I don't know about his true nature. I'll try and give Natsuki and Mom a chance to be a part of my life. But I'll need to keep an eye on you, Minato," thought Naruto with suspicion. Naruto then looks into Hinata's memories. He sees Hinata and her sister Hanabi. Yes, Naruto knows who Hanabi is because his telepathy can show him anyone's family tree, how they lost their mother due to murder but don't know who killed her. But Naruto became suspicious when he saw the looks in the eyes of the Hyuga clan elders, how their father favored Hanabi over Hinata because Hanabi defeated Hinata in a taijutsu fight and was made the Hyuga clan heiress. Oh poor dear, Hinata-chan and Hanabi-chan lost their mother, their father favored Hanabi-chan. I can see why Hanabi-chan was made the heiress of the Hyuga clan. Hinata-chan hesitated in the fight for the title of clan heiress because young Hanabi-chan looks so much like their mother, and Hinata-chan felt like she was hurting her own mother and couldn't bear to see her hurt. I don't blame her. Some people feel like that when they don't want to hurt someone that looks like the one they care about the most. The looks on the faces of the Hyuga clan elders, I think they might be responsible for the death of Hinata-chan and Hanabi-chan's mother, thought Naruto in pity. Alright class, we will now start the Genin exams. We will start with the writing part of the exams. Mizuki will pass out the papers, said Iruka, and Mizuki passes out the papers. Naruto then feels dark power from Mizuki, and he hears Mizuki's thoughts. Once I get the Kyuubi brat to fail, I will use him to get the forbidden scroll of seals, and then I'll get the scroll away from him and get to Orochimaru-sama so he can give me even more power thanks to the curse mark he gave me, thought Mizuki. Naruto has an unseeable smirk on his face. So Mizuki is the traitor. After I pass the exams I'll tell Sarutobi-sensei that the traitor is Mizuki, thought Naruto. Meanwhile at Hokage office, Hiruzen is sitting at his desk with Minato and Kushina in front of him. "Welcome back to Konoha." Minato and Kushina said with a smile on his face. Likewise Hiruzen, "How has the village been treating Naruto? Have they been treating him like a hero?" asked Minato. "The village treated Naruto like he was the Kyuubi himself. They've done so many unspeakable things to him. I tried everything to make sure he gets treated like a hero, but they never did," Hiruzen sadly said. Kushina gets horrified. Minato pretends to be horrified, but he grins in his head. Perfect. Naruto will become a powerful weapon indeed. He thought with evil intentions, how could you let them do this to him? We asked them to treat him like a hero and yet they do this to him, cried Kushina. They were harming him behind my back, until finally I had enough and gave them one last warning and those who didn't heed it got executed, explained Hiruzen. Minato smiles on the outside, but begins to sweat on the inside, but Kushina grins at last. "You finally got your backbone back," she cheered. "Sure did. If you guys want I can let you beat the hell out of them for harming Naruto," offered Hiruzen. Kushina grins a creepy grin and cracks her knuckles. "I'm gonna enjoy this," she happily said. Minato nods with a smile, but in his head, damn, the old man is getting his backbone back. I told the villagers to make him suffer. I made sure that those who care about Naruto didn't hear me tell the villagers that, he thought angrily as they left the office. Knowing Naruto, he probably looked into Natsuki's memories to find out why they left him in the village, thought Hiruzen. Back at the academy. After 2 hours, the written test was complete. During the test Naruto saw a genjutsu on his test and removed it silently thanks to his telepathy. After that he easily did the test in a minute. "Time's up. Now everyone follow me outside for the kunai and shuriken throw," said Iruka. Everyone follows him out to the field. "Alright, when I call your name you will need to try and strike the targets you see before you," explained Iruka. "Yes sensei," replied the students. "Okay. First is," said Iruka. After a while of the kunai and shuriken test, most of the students got some decent scores on this part of the test. Choji got 6 out of 10, Shikamaru got 7 out of 10, Sakura got 7 out of 10, Ino did better than Sakura by getting 8 out of 10, Shino got 7 out of 10, Kiba got 4 out of 10, Yakumo got 8 out of 10, Hinata got 8 out of 10. "Alright Sasuke, you're up," said Iruka. Sasuke smirks and chucks the kunai and the shuriken, his fangirls cheering. He got 9 out of 10. "Good Sasuke, you have the highest score so far," says Iruka. Sasuke smirks again and walks back to the group. "Satsuki, you're next," said Iruka. Satsuki walks up with the kunai and shurikens, takes aim and chucks them at the targets. Everyone except Naruto are surprised. Satsuki got 10 out of 10. "Excellent Satsuki, you get a perfect score," says Iruka. Satsuki smiles and walks back to the group. "Natsuki, you're up." Natsuki walks to position, and chucks the kunai and shurikens. Natsuki also gets 10 out of 10. "Nicely done Natsuki, perfect score," said Iruka. Natsuki smiles and walks back to the group. "Naruto, You're up last, said Iruka. Naruto gets into position, but then you should quit Naruto baka, you'll never be as good as Sasuke-kun, said Sakura, trying to break his confidence, with the other fangirls agreeing, and were rewarded with glares from Natsuki, Satsuki, Hinata, Ino, and Yakumo. Naruto looks back and asks, who the hell told you that I as good as Sasuke? Everyone was confused at this. Sakura thinks that she won, but Naruto threw the kunai and shurikens behind his back and strikes all 10 targets. I'm better than Sasuke, always have been, and always will be, said Naruto. Everyone has different thoughts which Naruto can hear, from Natsuki and Satsuki. Whoa, he is better than Sasuke all the way, from Ino, Yakumo and Hinata. Wow, he's good, from Banshee Girl, I mean Sakura. How, he must have cheated to beat Sasuke-kun, from the guys minus Kiba and Sasuke. Finally, someone who can shut Dog Boy and Emo Boy, from Kiba. Hey, why are the hot girls all giving him those eyes? It should be me getting those eyes. I'll need to show who the alpha is. Finally, from Sasuke, he is becoming a threat to my ambition. I may need to kill him before I kill Itachi. Naruto smirks and thinks, looks like I have some new enemies, and Dog Boy is jealous that the pretty girls are looking at me, and one of them is my sister, and Emo Boy is wanting to kill me to show dominance. Iruka snapping out of his stupor and says, very well done Naruto, perfect score. Alright, now for the taijutsu test. Please follow me to the battlefield, continued Iruka, and the students follow him to the battlefield. The battles were of the following: Sakura, being the arrogant fool that she isn't, challenged Natsuki, Satsuki and Hinata to a 3-against-1 battle cause she wanted to impress her Sasuke-kun. She lost when Satsuki tripped her, which was amusing to watch. Shino won because his opponent forfeited as soon as the bugs started crawling all over his body. Choji easily won in a couple minutes. Shikamaru, being the lazy-ass bum that he normally is, forfeited. Ino did better than Sakura again but still lost against Yakumo. Alright, this battle is 2 against 1. Naruto vs Sasuke and Kiba, said Iruka. I will show you what happens when you mess with an Uchiha elite, said Sasuke, and that got cheers from his fangirls. I will show you that I am the one who deserves to be the alpha, and I will get Natsuki, Satsuki, and Hinata, snarled Kiba. Hinata starts to cry because of Kiba's brashness. Natsuki and Satsuki felt shivers in their spines, and they comfort Hinata. Naruto notices Hinata beginning to cry. He turns to Kiba and he does not look happy. The hell did you make Hinata-chan cry for? What did she ever do to you? He asked in a non-friendly tone. Everyone gets uneasy at the tone. Hinata, however, stopped crying and blushed at the chan part added to her name, and Kiba gains enough balls to say nothing. She just needs to bow before the alpha male, meaning me. Naruto sighs and says, guess I gotta discipline the dog boy, and a spoiled brat. Kiba and Sasuke growl at the nicknames given to them. Alright, Hajime, said Iruka. Then Kiba charges and gets tripped by Naruto because of his brash nature. But before the impact, Naruto got Akamaru out of the impact zone and put the puppy down on the ground. Naruto looks at Kiba, who is already knocked out. What the? How did he get knocked out from a simple trip? Is he really that weak? Asked Naruto in a surprised voice. Sasuke then charges. No one can stop the power of an Uchiha elite. He called out in an arrogant tone. Naruto looks at him with an uninterested look. Oh please, he thought, and he raises his left hand, and catches Sasuke by the head, and Sasuke started trying to punch him but was missing every single hit like a wuss. Natsuki starts to snicker. Satsuki covers her mouth to stop herself from laughing. Hinata giggles cutely at the tactics. Naruto kept holding Sasuke back in this position until Sasuke got worn out. Iruka is in shock. He's wearing Sasuke out into exhaustion. That's a smart move, he thought. Naruto is smirking at this and says, this is an Uchiha elite? If it is, then this is just sad, cause elites can give me more of a challenge. From what the information his telepathy gave him on Sasuke and Satsuki, from Sasuke he found out that he is a power-hungry, revenge-obsessed, arrogant and spoiled brat. Satsuki is the complete opposite. She is a cheerful, nice, fun-loving and sweet young woman. Sasuke snarls at Naruto, don't underestimate me. Naruto then does a very light chop to the back of the head and Sasuke is out cold. Winner, Naruto Uzumaki, declared Iruka. And Sakura, being the fangirl that she was, then shrieks, how? Naruto baka must have cheated, Sasuke-kun is the best. And the other fangirls agree. Sakura, Naruto didn't cheat. If he did then I would notice it, but since he didn't then he wins, said Iruka. Sakura and the rest of Sasuke's fangirls huff and pout in annoyance. Okay, now that taijutsu is done, now for the ninjutsu, follow me to the target range, said Iruka, and the students follow him to the target range. During the ninjutsu test, the students did D-rank jutsus and C-rank jutsus and got good scores on it. Sasuke is up next. Sasuke, you're next, said Iruka. Sasuke walks up and does some hand signs fire style, Fireball jutsu, he called out and blows a fireball the size of a beach ball at the dummy. Well done Sasuke. Satsuki, you're up. And Satsuki walks up as Sasuke walks back. Satsuki does hand signs fire style. Phoenix flower jutsu, Satsuki called out and 10 huge streams of fire appear in the dummy. Didn't stand a chance. Excellent Satsuki. Natsuki, you're up, said Iruka, and Satsuki goes back while Natsuki steps up, then does a couple hand signs water style, raging waves, and blows a large torrent of water at the dummy, and the dummy is soaked. Great job Natsuki. Alright Naruto, you're up last, said Iruka. Natsuki goes back to the group and Naruto walks up to position, does some hand signs and calls out Earth style, Earth Dragon Bomb. Everyone is surprised at this. A huge mud dragon head appears from the ground and fires 5 huge mud bullets at the dummy, which obliterated it. Iruka is shocked at this. Nicely done Naruto. Alright, we will head back inside and you guys will take the Genin exams, he said, and the students follow Iruka back inside. Back inside the building, the students are taking the exam to see which ones pass and which ones fail. The others passed. Sasuke Uchiha, said Iruka, and Sasuke walks in and does the test, and he comes out with his shinobi headband. Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, said Iruka. Natsuki goes in for the exam. After a couple minutes Natsuki comes out with the headband. Satsuki Uchiha, said Iruka, and Satsuki goes in and comes out with the headband. A few minutes later, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Iruka, and Naruto goes in. Alright Naruto, first we would like you to perform the transformation jutsu, said Iruka, and Naruto transforms into Hiruzen Sarutobi. Iruka smiles. Transformation pass. Now the substitution jutsu, he said. Naruto substitutes himself with Mizuki's chair and he falls onto his bottom with a bump. Iruka tried his best not to snicker at Mizuki's misfortune. Substitution pass. Now the last one is clones, said Iruka. Can it be any kind of clone? Asked Naruto, and Iruka says yes, it can be any kind of clone. Naruto grins and makes a cross hand sign. Shadow clone jutsu, he called out, and 15 perfect shadow clones appear. Excellent. You have used an advanced clone jutsu called the Shadow Clone Jutsu. That counts as a pass. You pass Naruto. You are now a shinobi to Konoha, said a happy Iruka as he gives Naruto the headband and Naruto puts it around his neck. Mizuki however is furious. Damn it, the brat passed. I was hoping that he would fail so getting the forbidden scroll of sealing would be easy. Now I gotta do it myself, he thought. Naruto smirks, which is unseen. Foolish Mizuki. I will tell Sarutobi-sensei your plan about to steal the scroll before you can even get to it, thought Naruto. After the test, Iruka is standing in front of the class and is going to give out the class ranks. Alright, now we will be giving out the class ranks. The rookie of the for the shinobi is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze with Sasuke Uchiha behind by a hair, said Iruka. Naruto smiles, but Sasuke is pissed off. I will kill Yudobi, then Itachi, he thought. It is a Taifuku no Ichi of the year. Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze and Satsuki Uchiha. Congratulations, said Iruka. Both girls smile at that. The dead last however is Kiba Inuzuka. Tough luck for you pal, said Iruka jokingly, getting some Snickers. Kiba is growling at this. Damn it to hell, that red-haired guy stole my spot as Alpha. I'll beat him for the title of Alpha, and if it's the last thing I do, he shouted in his head. Naruto smiles as he heard his thoughts. So Kiba, you will never be the Alpha. You need to be able to let your brash and arrogant behavior go and grow up, he thought in amusement. Dismissed, said Iruka, and everyone leaves the room. After that, Naruto is walking to a spot where no one can see him, but then he stops and turns around. I know you're back there. Come on out, I prefer to talk face to face, he said, and Natsuki, Satsuki and Hinata come out. Hi Naruto, I'm Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, your older sister, said Natsuki in a shy voice cause this is the first time she's seen her brother in years. And Naruto calmly says, I know who you are, I also know who you two are, Satsuki Uchiha, the younger twin of Sasuke Uchiha, and Hinata Hyuga, the firstborn daughter of Hiyashi Hyuga and older sister of Hanabi Hyuga, said Naruto. Their eyes widen at this. How did you know who we are? Asked Satsuki. I have knowledge on everything in Konoha, I know all about you and everything in this village, explained Naruto. Then you know about our parents and heritage? Asked Natsuki. I know you didn't have a choice and mom didn't want to leave me in this hellhole and that our dad chose to leave me here. Now if you'll excuse me, I have some business to take care of. You three go home, said Naruto. Naruto walks around a corner and the three try to get to him, and when they turn to the corner he wasn't there. What they didn't know is that Naruto teleported to Hokage Tower. At Hokage Tower, Naruto walks up to the secretary. I'm here to see Sarutobi-sensei? He asked, and she looks and sees him. Go away brat, the Hokage doesn't want to see you, she rudely said to him. Naruto sighs. I didn't want to do this. But. He thought. He looks into her eyes as the irises in his own begin to glow white. She then becomes calm and says Hokage-sama has been expecting you. She said, thank you, said Naruto, and he goes in and she goes back to normal. She looks around and sees that Naruto isn't there anymore. He must have left. Good, now I can be in peace, she said, not knowing that Naruto hurt her. She is looking forward to being fired if she keeps that up. Naruto thought, and he knocks on the Hokage's door. Come in, said the voice of the Hokage, and Naruto walks in and sees Hiruzen at his desk relaxing as he finished paperwork. Hello Naruto, I see you passed the Genin exams, said Hiruzen. Indeed, said Naruto. Have you found out who the traitor at the academy is? Asked Hiruzen, and Naruto nods yes, the traitor is Mizuki. I heard his thoughts about stealing the forbidden scroll of sealing and giving it to Orochimaru, something about making his curse mark stronger and gaining more power, and he was gonna get me to fail so he can get me to get it and not him, he said. Hiruzen's eyes widen and silently curses himself for letting his weakness stop him from killing his student. I should have known this would happen, and I can't believe that he is a curse mark, he said. Nobody does, answered Naruto, and after he calms down, Hiruzen asks, have you met your sister Natsuki yet? Yes, answered Naruto. You looked into her memories with your telepathy, didn't you? Asked Hiruzen again, and Naruto nods yup. Natsuki didn't have a choice. Mom didn't want to leave me in this village and Dad was the one who chose to do it. But, he said, but what? Asked Hiruzen. At Natsuki's memory of our dad, I noticed something strange about him. Naruto explained. How so? Asked Hiruzen. I noticed a lust for power and evil intentions in his eyes, said Naruto. Do you have proof? Asked Hiruzen, and Naruto nods again and makes a holographic projection of Minato with his telepathy. Man, that comes in handy. Hiruzen looks the projection in the eyes, and he sees that Naruto was right, so Minato is power hungry as well, and he is using deception to make himself look like a caring husband and father. Naruto, we may need to play dumb to make sure that Minato doesn't know that we know his true nature, he said. That was my plan as well, said Naruto with a grin. Alright, first we let Mizuki take the scroll of sealing to the Forest of Death and you will stop him there, said Hiruzen. As you wish, said Naruto. Later in the night, Hiruzen is standing in front of two groups, Chunin group and Anbu group. Alright, I want you to find the traitor who stole the scroll of sealing, and bring him to justice. Kill him if he refuses to surrender. Hiruzen ordered them. Hi Hokage-sama. They say together and they shine to locate the traitor, but two figures heard everything. Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze and Satsuki Uchiha. We need to help them find this traitor, said Natsuki, but we don't know where to look, whimpered Satsuki, and they see Iruka heading for the Forest of Death. Let's follow him, said Natsuki. Yes, let's, agreed Satsuki, and they follow Iruka to the Forest of Death. Forest of Death. Mizuki is panting cause he got away from Hokage Tower. He now has the scroll of sealing. Ha ha ha, now ultimate power will be mine when I give Orochimaru-sama the scroll of sealing. He crackled insanely. No way in hell am I gonna let you get away with the scroll, Mizuki, said a voice behind him. Mizuki turns and sees Iruka and an unexpected arrival of two kunoichi. So Iruka, you think that you and your two comrades can defeat me? Asked Mizuki with an insane grin. Iruka looks back in surprise that Natsuki and Satsuki are behind him. What are you two doing here? You two should be at home. Iruka asked in shock that they are with him. We wanted to help catch the traitor, answered Natsuki. Get out of here, this is too dangerous for you two, ordered Iruka. No, we will not abandon you in a situation like this, yelled Satsuki. Guess I get to kill all three of you, said Mizuki as he laughed like a madman. Die, shouted Mizuki as he threw 10 huge shurikens at them. They waited for the time to dodge, but then they stopped in mid-air. What? How did you stop them like that? Shouted Mizuki in shock. We didn't, answered Iruka. Then who? Asked Mizuki again. I did, answered another voice that they recognize. They turn and see Naruto with his hand out. Naruto? Asked a shocked Iruka. How is he doing that? Thought a surprised Natsuki. I've never seen something like this before. Thought Satsuki. Mizuki grins. The QB brat is here, now for the fun part. He thought and agreed. Naruto, do you know why the village hated you? Asked a crazed Mizuki. No Mizuki, shouted Iruka. Natsuki lowers her head because she knows. Satsuki is confused. Huh? She thought. No, I don't. Please enlighten me? Asked Naruto plain dumb. 15 years ago, there was a decree that no one is to speak about, said Mizuki. Decree? What does he mean by that? Thought Satsuki confused as hell. Here it comes. Thought Naruto. Don't tell him, it's forbidden, shouted Iruka again. It's that I have the QB inside me, is it? Asked Naruto innocently. Satsuki is shocked at this. Natsuki is surprised that Naruto knows about his burden. Iruka's jaw drops at this. It's that the QB is inside. Okay, when and how? Mizuki's crazed look turns into a shocked one. I am face to face with him when I was 5 years old. I was being beaten by those bloodthirsty savages that wanted me dead. Answered Naruto. That threw Iruka, Natsuki and Satsuki in through a loop. Could the QB be corrupting him? There isn't any signs of that at all. They thought, if you guys are thinking if the QB is corrupting me, he is not. Me and him are in good terms, said Naruto. What? They shouted. You don't seem to get it. You are the QB, said a crazed Mizuki. I know I have red hair and whisker marks, but I have blue eyes, not red, said Naruto in a bored voice. That's it. I'll kill you where you stand, shouted Mizuki, and he chucks a giant shuriken at Naruto. But then Naruto disappears in red smoke with a bamf and reappeared behind Mizuki. That surprised them. That wasn't a sunshine he just did now, it was something else. They thought, and Naruto then grabs Mizuki by the head. Surrender, or die, ordered Naruto, and Mizuki snarls, I'd rather die, and Naruto sighs sadly. Alright, I didn't want a result to this, but you leave me no choice, he said, and his eyes then glow dark purple, and Mizuki then starts to scream out in pain. Then the screaming stops and the light in his eyes dull. Naruto's eyes stop glowing and lets go of Mizuki. Mizuki's body just drops to the ground with a thump. Iruka, Natsuki and Satsuki are shocked that Naruto killed someone. Then Naruto goes to a nearby bush and vomits. You alright, Naruto? Asked Iruka. First kill. Answered Naruto. What did you do to him? Asked Natsuki. I shut down his mind, he is now dead. Answered Naruto. How did you do that? Asked Satsuki, and before Naruto could say anything, a group of Anbu show up. Excellent work in stopping Mizuki, Naruto. But Hokage-sama wants to see you. Iruka, Natsuki and Satsuki in his office now. We will take the scroll back to where it belongs, said the Anbu captain. Of course. Answered Naruto, and they go to Hiruzen's office and they are standing in front of Hiruzen's desk. I want to thank you for finding Mizuki, and I want to thank you, Naruto, for putting him down. Who knows what could happen if he succeeded, said Hiruzen. My pleasure, Hokage-sama, said Naruto. Naruto, how are you able to do all that stuff, stopping the shurikens in mid-air, teleporting behind Mizuki and shutting down his mind? Asked Iruka. Naruto and Hiruzen look at each other and they sigh. I'll activate the privacy seals, said Hiruzen, and he activates the seals. What we are gonna tell you is top secret, so we want you to promise to never reveal it to anyone, said Hiruzen. We promise, said Iruka, Natsuki, and Satsuki. Okay, Naruto, tell them. I'll fill in what you didn't add in, said Hiruzen. Of course, Hokage-sama. You see, I have 3 very rare Kekkei Genkais that are thought to have died out 50 years ago, said Naruto. Iruka has a good idea, but Natsuki and Satsuki are confused. What are they? Asked Natsuki. They are telepathy, magnetism manipulation, and teleportation, said Naruto, and they are shocked all the way to the core. When did you get those 3 Kekkei Genkais? Asked an extremely shocked Iruka. Kyuubi told me about them, and I told Hokage-sama about them, and he had Inoiki-sama train me in telepathy, and Hokage-sama trained me in the ways of the shinobi, the secrets of magnetism manipulation and teleportation, explained Naruto. How long have you had them? Asked Satsuki. I've had them for 10 long years. They are my greatest weapons. I'm the only one with those 3 Kekkei Genkais that exists right now, said Naruto. So, does your chakra ever run out when you use them a lot? Asked Iruka. No, they don't require chakra at all, answered Naruto. That shocked all 3 of them. What? They yelled. But that's impossible. All Kekkei Genkais require chakra for them to work. So how are these 3 different? Asked Natsuki. The answer is that the other Kekkei Genkais are required for the entire body to use chakra, but not these 3. They only need one body part for them to work, and that is the brain, explained Naruto. But Naruto, how did you know everything about us and Hinata? We want the real answer, asked Satsuki. Naruto sighs. I used my telepathy on you 3. My telepathy not only gives information on the ones I scan, but also lets me see their family tree, even lets me scan their memories. He answered. So that's how you know all about us, but why keep it hidden? Asked Natsuki. Because I don't want the civilian council finding out about my Kekkei Genkais. If they found out, then they would try and put me in the CRA against my will to make Konoha unstoppable, answered Naruto. That is why I keep my secrets hidden from them, so they think I'm nothing but a scapegoat for them. Other than you 3, the others who know are myself, Sarutobi-sensei, Inoiki-sama, Danza-sama and the Ichiricus, continued Naruto. So you don't want them finding out, because they think that Konoha should be an unstoppable village? Asked Hiruka. That is correct, said Naruto. Okay Naruto, your secret's safe with us, said Natsuki. Thank you, said a grateful Naruto. What about Jiraiya, should he know? Asked Natsuki. Who? Asked Naruto. Our godfather. Answered Natsuki. Naruto turns to Hiruzen and asks, mind if I look into your memories to find out who Jiraiya is, Sarutobi-sensei? And Hiruzen says not at all. Naruto looks into Hiruzen's memories and finds Jiraiya talking to Minato and the elders. The toads told me that the child of prophecy will be born and either bring peace or destruction to the elemental nation. I believe it is to destroy the elemental nations. That means I will have to try and seal up the powers of the child of prophecy. Said memory Jiraiya. The child will be a magnificent weapon to Konoha to show dominance to other nations. No one will stop us. Said memory Minato. Naruto returns to the real world. Jiraiya is too obsessed with the child of prophecy. He thinks that the child of prophecy will destroy the elemental nation. The child of prophecy is me. He knows that the child of prophecy is the Kyuubi Jinchuriki. He explained. How so? Asked Hiruzen. He wants to seal up my powers when he gets the chance. That means my Kekkei Genkais, said Naruto. Hiruzen smiles and says there is a problem for him Naruto. Thanks to your telepathy, Fuinjutsu is useless against you. Ha, sucks for him, laughed Naruto. Okay, you guys need to get some sleep. Tomorrow is the team placements, and Naruto, this will be a surprise for you when you are on the team you were put in, said Hiruzen. What surprise? Asked Naruto. Don't even think about using telepathy on me to find out, cause that will ruin the surprise. Hiruzen told Naruto. Alright, said Naruto in a depressed tone. Good, dismissed, declared Hiruzen. And everyone goes home. Naruto heads home and gets into his nighttime clothes and flops on the bed. Alright, tomorrow is a new day, better get some sleep, he said to himself and goes into a peaceful sleep. Chapter 3, Genin Survival Exam. Naruto awakens to the morning light. Well, today's the day, he said to himself. He gets up, takes a shower, eats some breakfast and brushes his teeth. He sees his headband on the counter. Better take this, Naruto said to himself. He takes his headband and wraps it around his neck, and heads out. Alright, time to head to the academy, said Naruto. Naruto then teleports to the academy and walks right in, and sits down next to Hinata. Hi and Naruto-kun, said Hinata. Hello Hinata, said Naruto with a smile. Hinata blushes at the smile. And then Natsuki sits next to him. Hey Naruto, she said. Hello sis, said Naruto, smiling at her, making her blush a little. After the other students arrive, they then hear some shrieking. Oh great, them. Grown Satsuki, and as expected Sakura and Ino barge in. Ha, I won, declared Ino. No way I did. Hey everyone, who won? She asked, and everyone said Ino. Ah, who asked you? She asked in a sarcastic tone. You're actually the one asked who won, so that's your misfortune, said Naruto, making Natsuki, Satsuki and Hinata giggle and the rest of the students laugh at Sakura. Oh burn, laughed Choji. Shut up fatso, she shouted, and everybody that knows Choji pale and he gets pissed. I'm not fat, I'm big-boned. He growled as he prepared to crush Sakura like a grape, and then feels someone grab him by the shoulder. He turns and sees Naruto. Calm down Choji, you'll get your chance at the Chunin exams when you get nominated for it in a couple months, he said, shocking everyone in the room but Natsuki and Satsuki. How does he know about the Chunin exams coming up in a couple months? Everyone thought, except for Natsuki and Satsuki, who smirk. Naruto knows because unlike you he does his homework on future events. Both of them thought. Iruka walks in with bandages couple minutes later and Sakura asks Iruka-sensei, what happened to you? I had to help take down a traitor who tried to steal the forbidden scroll of sealing, which was Mizuki. Answered Iruka. How did Mizuki-sensei turn traitor? Asked Hinata. Greed is the answer Hinata-chan, said Naruto, and she blushes at that. And how do you know Baka? Asked a clueless Sakura. Because Naruto, along with Natsuki and Satsuki, helped me take him down. Answered Iruka. Why would they do that? Asked Ino. As service to our village. Answered Natsuki. I second that, agreed Satsuki. Alright, now we will do team placements. Team 1 is. Started Iruka, and after a couple minutes, yeah, teams 1 to 6 are not important, so they're lame. Iruka gets to team 7. Team 7 will be Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, he said, and Sakura cheers as she is on the same team as her Sasuke, and Kiba Inuzuka, and your Jonin sensei is Anko Mitarashi. Finished Iruka. At this time, Sakura is rubbing it in the other fangirls' faces like a foolish schoolgirl who got on the same team as her crush. Man, she needs a life. Kiba however is fuming that he isn't on the same team as either of the hot kunoichi in the class. Man, he is gonna get killed if his lust gets the better of him. Teammate is Hinata Hyuga, Shino Aburame and signed your Jonin sensei is Kurana Yuhi, said Iruka. Hinata feels sad that she isn't on the same team as Naruto, as the said young man puts a hand on her shoulder to comfort her, which gets her to smile beautifully. Sai along with the rest of the Rudanbu know about the girl's crush on the redhead, so Danzo tasked him to make sure that Hinata is well protected. Team 9 is still active, so Team 10 is Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akimichi, and your Jonin sensei is Asuma Sarutobi. And Ino is bummed out that she has a lazy ass and a big boned eater. Thank you, no problem Choji_carrot. There will be a new team and it is called Team 11, and the members are Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, said Iruka. That shocks both Naruto and Natsuki at this, Satsuki Uchiha and Yakumo Kurama, and you will have 2 Jonin instructors, and they are Kakashi Hitake and Kushina Uzumaki. Finished Iruka. Naruto is surprised at this. Guess that was the surprise that Sarutobi-sensei told me about. He thought. Natsuki smiled brightly. I'm on the same team as Naruto, and Mom is one of my senseis. I can't believe this is happening. She thought. Satsuki blushes a little. I'm on the same team as Naruto-kun. I hope he accepts my feelings when I tell him how I feel towards him. She thought. Yakumo has a curious look on her face. I wanna know Naruto better. Maybe this is a great opportunity to get me close and talk to him. She thought as she blushed a little like Satsuki. Damn it, why does that red-haired bastard get 3 of the hottest girls in the class? It should be me being on a team with hot girls. Thought an enraged Kiba, and Akamaru shakes his head in embarrassment, muttering about stupid perverted dogmen. Maybe they're getting 2 senseis because they are bad at some stuff, said a arrogant Uchiha, and Sakura starts to run her mouth. Yeah, I think they suck pretty bad to get 2 senseis. Sasuke and Sakura, be nice. Scorned Iruka, and then says your senseis will pick you guys up in a bit. Have a nice day, and the senseis for teams 1 to 6 arrive and pick up their squad members. After 10 minutes of waiting, Team 11 is the only team that is left in the room, after the senseis of Teams 7, 8 and 10 arrive to pick up their genins, and with Anko and Kurana secretly staring at Naruto with hungry looks and mild blushes on their faces, also having dirty thoughts on wanting to know him better, and then 13 minutes later, Kakashi and Kushina finally walk in. Our first impression is, you look okay, meet us on the roof, said Kakashi. And Kushina is looking at her son Naruto and has some dirty thoughts. Wow, Sochi's really gorgeous. My goodness, he's even better looking than Minato-kun. No bad Kushina, bad, he's my son for crying out loud, but he is so good looking. No, why am I even thinking about my Sochi that way? I'm his mother. She thought. Naruto smirks at the thought, which was unseeable. So, Mom has dirty thoughts about me, eh? This should be interesting. He thought, and they go to the roof of the academy. Alright. Now that we are here we can introduce ourselves, said Kakashi. Why don't you start first? Suggested Naruto. Very well, I am Kakashi Hitake. My likes, dislikes, hobbies and goals for the future are stuff that I like to keep to myself, said Kakashi. Oh Kakashi, I know all about you, and everything that you went through, thought Naruto with a smirk. I am Kushina Uzumaki. My likes are my family, ramen, training and my friends. I dislike the civilian council for what they did to my Sochi, perverts, rapists and those who don't see the difference between the kunai and the scroll it is in. My hobbies are training and hanging out with my friends and family. My goals for the future are to become a great kunoichi and to get my Sochi to forgive me for leaving him in this hellhole, said Kushina as she said the last part in sadness. Naruto feels pity for the woman. She is really desperate in getting my forgiveness, but I want her to prove to me that she loves me. I'll test her if she loved me. He thought. Alright, the red-haired girl is next, said Kakashi. My name is Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze. My likes are my family, training, ramen and my friends. I dislike the civilian council for what they did to my brother, perverts, rapists and those who don't see the difference between the kunai and the scroll it is in. My hobbies are training and hanging out with my friends and family. My goals for the future are walking in the footsteps of my mother, having a family and wanting my brother to forgive me for what happened on the day he was born, said Natsuki, just like her mother. Thought Kakashi. The black-haired girl is next, said Kakashi. I am Satsuki Uchiha. My likes are my friends, training and honor. I dislike the civilians, my brother Sasuke, perverts and rapists. My hobbies are training and hanging out with my friends. My goals for the future are restoring my clan, bringing honor back to the Uchiha, having a family and bringing my brother Itachi back home, said Satsuki. She's the complete opposite of her twin brother Sasuke. I think she can restore the honor of the Uchiha clan. Thought Kushina. Alright, now the brown-haired girl, said Kakashi. I'm Yakumo Kurama. I like my genjutsu and my friends. I dislike the civilian council, perverts, rapists and those who don't see the difference between the kunai and the scroll it is in. My hobbies are training in my genjutsu and hanging out with my friends. My goals for the future are restoring my clan, having a family and becoming the greatest genjutsu mistress in Konoha, said Yakumo. She really wants to surpass Kurenai in genjutsu, does she? I think she can do it, thought Kakashi. Now the redhead with the purple headband, said Kakashi. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, I like training, ramen. Started Naruto, damn right. Thought Kushina and Natsuki. Gardening, reading, my precious people and creating new jutsu. I dislike the civilian council, the elder council minus one of them, the Uchiha clan, perverts, rapists, corruption and those who don't see the difference between the kunai and the scroll it is in. My hobbies are training, gardening, learning and creating new jutsu. My goals for the future are restoring my clan, bringing down the one who destroyed my clan, become Hokage and become a living legend. Finished Naruto. Everyone is surprised at this. Satsuki looks sad that Naruto hates the Uchiha clan. Kushina and Natsuki want to know why Naruto wants to take down the one who destroyed the Uzumaki clan. Yakumo is curious as well and Kakashi wanted to know as much as they did. Why do you hate the Uchiha clan? Asked Kushina, and Naruto immediately scowls and says because one of them is the one who destroyed the Uzumaki clan. Did you learn the name of this Uchiha? Asked Natsuki. Madara Uchiha, answered Naruto, and everyone is shocked at this. Satsuki feels terrible because her ancestor destroyed her crush's clan many years ago. Wait, where did that come from? Oh man, I am falling for Naruto. Thought Satsuki. I'm so sorry for what my ancestor did to your clan many years ago. I want to restore the honor of the Uchiha clan, and the first step is earning the forgiveness of the Uzumaki clan for what Madara did, said Satsuki in tears as she vows to get him to forgive her clan for their sins against Naruto's clan. Satsuki, you are one of the first Uchihas to show honor, so you are the one who will restore the Uchiha clan, and so you have my forgiveness, said Naruto. As do ours, said Natsuki with Kushina nodding. You got our forgiveness, but you need to earn our respect, said Kushina. I will do everything I can to earn your respect, declared Satsuki. I'm sure you will, said Kakashi smiling. Alright, now that we've introduced ourselves, we will do the real Genin exams, said Kakashi, and Natsuki asks but we already became Genin. Why are you saying real Genin exams? He means the survival part of the Genin exams, explained Naruto. Naruto's right Natsuki, this way we can weed out the weakest links and take in the strong, said Kakashi, more like we gotta pass by using teamwork. Thought Naruto. Now we would like you to be at the Team 11 training grounds at 8 AM, and try to skip breakfast or you'll puke during the exams, said Kakashi, and he along with Kushina leave not before Kushina catches some glances at Naruto because of his looks. I know that he wants us to skip breakfast so they can make the exams harder for us, well sucks to be him cause I read his mind. Thought Naruto with a smirk. Natsuki notices the smirk and asks what's with the smirk? Have you figured something out? And Naruto looks at her. He wants us to skip breakfast so the exams can be harder for us and easier for them, so I suggest that we fight on a full stomach to keep our energy, he said. So eat breakfast so we have enough energy for the exams? Asked Satsuki. Exactly, now let's prepare for the exams tomorrow, said Naruto, and all three of them nod. They leave for home. The next day at 8 AM, Naruto got to the training grounds with a belly full of food, and sits down to meditate. After a couple minutes, his team members come with stomachs full of food, and they come across a scene that they have never seen before. Naruto was levitating while meditating. Whoa, how is he doing that? Thought Yakumo. This must be one of the abilities to Naruto-kun's telepathy. Thought Natsuki and Satsuki. Naruto opens his eyes and levitates back down to the ground. How did you do that? Asked Yakumo with stars in her eyes. I'll tell you after the exams, Yakumo-chan. I promise, Naruto said to her. Yakumo pouts cutely and mutters you better, which gets Naruto to smile. And Kushina arrives. Hey everyone, are you ready for the survival exams? She asked, and Naruto says we are, but where is Mr. Pervert? And Kushina giggles at the nickname for Kakashi. You know, that is actually a good nickname for that pervert, she said while giggling. Meanwhile near the academy, Achoo! Sneezed a certain masked perverted Jonin sensei as he is reading a orange book. Oh boy, not that book again. Someone must be talking about me. Maybe it's a pretty girl, he said to himself with a perverted giggle that can make Jiraiya proud. Back at the training grounds, Kushina gets a feeling and it gets her in a bad mood for some reason. I feel like I want to give Kakashi a broken nose, she said to herself. Mom? Asked Natsuki in confusion. Wha? Oh right, I'll go get him, said Kushina. After 20 minutes, Kushina returns dragging Kakashi by the hair as the said ninja was trying to get Kushina's hand to let go of his hair. Kushina puts Kakashi down and then the temperature drops to below freezing. Now Kakashi, if you are late again for the rest of the team training and meetings then I will burn your precious books in the fireplace, and then shove my foot so far up your ass you'll think twice about it, am I clear? Asked Kushina in an oddly sweet voice with a smile that promised death, similar to the one that Captain Unohana does to make sure no one gets hurt in Squad 4 barracks. Kakashi is sweating like crazy from fear and nods. The four Genin get shivers of fear in their spines. The shiver in Naruto's spine however was different. I think I just got a boner from that threat from mom to Kakashi-sensei, thought Naruto. In the seal, a certain tailed beast is cheering for Kushina for the threat that she gave Kakashi. Kyuubi heard Naruto's thought and does a fox-like grin. Naruto-kun is starting to get attracted to Kushina-chan. Oh, I am so gonna tease him when he finds out my true gender, thought Kyuubi. She knows that Naruto is a telepath, but Kyuubi is thankful that Naruto can't read a tailed beast's mind because it was impossible for him to do so. Thank Kami that Naruto-kun can't read my mind, nor any other tailed beast mind, then he would know my true gender before I can tell him, she thought in relief. Kakashi gets up and says, alright, now that we are here, we can start the survival exam. Now you four need to get these bells from us. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough, thought Natsuki, who is nervous. Naruto on the other hand smirks, which is unseeable too easy, but I wanna see if mom really loved me. I know, I'll put her in an illusion of me as a 12-year-old child all lonely and sad that no one would help, he thought. You are going to test her hard, are you? Asked Kyuubi inside his head. Yup, I wanna see if she loved me at all, to see if she regrets her choice, thought Naruto. Okay, just don't go overboard with it, said Kyuubi. Alright, thought Naruto again. You four have until noon to get the bells. When we set the timer you will need to get the bells until the timer goes off, explained Kakashi. Alright, now begin, said Kushina. And they scatter into the bushes, or in Naruto's case the trees. Alright, mom will be the first that I will be going for to pass this test. I'll get the bells from her when she is caught in the illusion, he thought. Kakashi's location. Kakashi is waiting on the Genin to come at him. They are pretty good hiders, but I can still sense them, he thought, and then they jump out and go for him. Kakashi notices something. Naruto is not among them. Naruto must have went after Kushina-sama, and these three are going after me, thought Kakashi, and then Satsuki goes through some hand signs fire style. Fireball jutsu she called out, and blasts Kakashi with it, and he dodges, then does some hand signs of his own. Water style, water shark bomb jutsu he called out, and a water shark charges at Natsuki, Satsuki, and Yakumo. Natsuki however then does hand signs earth style. Mud wall she called out, and a wall made of earth comes out of the ground and blocks the jutsu, and then Kakashi goes underground. The three are searching for him, and then from the ground Kakashi grabs Natsuki's ankle earth style, headhunter jutsu, and then Natsuki is pulled into the ground up to her neck. Kakashi jumps out of the ground and says, nice try, your teamwork is flawless, but it is not enough to defeat me. And then from behind, Yakumo casts a genjutsu on Kakashi, and Kakashi is in horror that he is seeing his precious book being burned by the girls. I shall avenge thee, he cried out. As he charges, Natsuki appeared behind Kakashi as she finished the hand signs water style, water prison jutsu she called out, and Kakashi is now trapped inside the water prison. While he is imprisoned, the girls then charge for the bells seeing their chance, and as they got closer, Kakashi then puffs into smoke and a log is in his place. Natsuki gets annoyed. Oh come on, he just had to use the substitution jutsu, she complained. Satsuki's eyebrow is twitching in anger. Damn it, I really hate it when they use the jutsu, she thought. Yakumo is annoyed too, but then she hears something in the bushes. She called out to her fellow teammates, and they charge for the bushes, but they see a rabbit. They face fault into the ground. Try and sense for him next time, Yakumo, said Natsuki in annoyance. Yakumo rubs the back of her head and giggles in embarrassment. Sorry, she said. They hear laughing in the trees, and they see Kakashi laughing hysterically. Natsuki gets mad and yells, you think this is funny? And Kakashi through breath says, no, hey, it's not funny, ha 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 ha, it's hilarious, ha 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 ha, and he continues to laugh like crazy. Then Chris out in pain as he gets kicked in the balls, which was thanks to Natsuki. Let's see if you think getting kicked in the balls is funny, she said in embarrassment, and then they grab the bells. Ha, we win, laughed Yakumo, and Kakashi still in pain says, yeah, I guess you did. But Naruto is doing his test with Kushina-sama, she will be tougher than me, and Natsuki says I know, Ni-chan wanted to fight her for some unknown reason. Okay, let's wait at the wooden posts for them, said Kakashi, and the girls say hi. and they go to the meeting area in the training grounds to wait for Naruto and Kushina. Kushina's location at the beginning of the exam. Kushina is waiting to see who will come after her, and to her surprise Naruto charges at her. "Naru-chan is going for me, this should be easy, no I can't underestimate him, I don't know his abilities," she thought. Kushina sees it is only Naruto, so the girls decided to go after Kakashi. "I get to face my Sochi, this is good, now I can find out what abilities he has," she thought again. Naruto then jumps, and then pulls out a shuriken, and throws it, and lastly does a couple hand sign shuriken shadow clone jutsu he called out, and then the single shuriken multiplies into 20 shurikens and are headed straight for her, but then she gets her swords out and deflects all of them. "You'll have to do better than that Naru-chan," she said. Naruto smirks at the name she gave him with a tiny blush on his face. "I'll need to wear her out, but Uzumakis have a lot of energy and chakra, so this is gonna take a while," he thought. Naruto then makes a couple hand signs fire style, dragon flame bombs and then blasts a giant bullet of fire from his mouth at her. This shocked her. Minato-kun was never able to use fire style jutsu, and neither have I. What secrets is he hiding? Kushina thought. Kushina then goes through hand signs and calls out water style, water wall, and she blocks the jutsu with a wall of water. Naruto then with a bamf, teleports behind Kushina, and says hey! And she turns around. Kushina sees Naruto and is surprised. "How did he get behind me?" she thought, and then Naruto's eyes glow sinister black and everything is all blank. "What the, where am I?" Kushina asked herself. She looks around and sees the village. "It must be a genjutsu, I need to break it," she said, and tries to dispel it, but nothing happens. She tries again and still nothing happens. "How, isn't breaking, so it isn't a genjutsu," she thought, and then she hears crying and goes to see what it is, and to her horror it was Naruto as a 12-year-old, covered in blood and wounds. "My baby," she thought in tears. "Find it," called out a voice. She looks and sees villagers searching for something. "Where are you, demon brat?" called out another, and Kushina realizes that they are after Naruto, and the said child runs and one of them sees him. "Darius the demon, let's kill him," shouted the pink-haired woman, and Kushina sees that the woman is Mebuki Haruno, the woman that hated her ever since she and Minato got together. "That hag must be after my baby," Kushina thought. She then goes to stop them, and beats the hell out them. "Leave him alone, and never come back," she screamed, and they leave. Kushina then turns and sees Naruto crying in an alley. She walks up to him and says Naruto, and the boy looks at her with tears running down his face. "Naruto, I'm your mother, I will protect you," she said. Kushina then lends out a hand for Naruto to take, and the child slowly reaches for it. Then the child turns into what he looks like in four-tailed form. He is growling and snarling at her. She recoils and covers her face. "You think I abandoned you, but I would never do that. I swear Minato forced me to break the sacred Uzumaki way that states that Uzumakis never turn their backs on their fellow clan members, ever," she said in sadness. Naruto is watching this through his telepathy, and sees that Kushina is trying to get to him. "How did Dad force Mom to break the sacred Uzumaki way?" he thought, and looks into her memories to find out. In Kushina's memories, Naruto sees memory Minato and memory Kushina on the day they left him. "No, I will not," repeat, "not leave him in the village. It's against the sacred Uzumaki way to abandon their own flesh and blood." Memory Kushina screamed at memory Minato. "Kushina, please listen to me, the village will treat him like hero. I promise you that I made sure that the villagers will treat him like a hero," said memory Minato with one hand on his chest and the other in the air. Naruto narrows his eyes at memory Minato. He senses lies in the voice, and he had Kushina fooled, but she wasn't convinced. "But what if they treat him harshly?" she asked. "And Minato says I told Sarutobi to make them see him as a hero," he said. "And how would you know?" wailed Kushina. "Kushina, I want you to trust me, please," he asked. "But Minato-kun," started Kushina. "Trust me, or else I'll destroy the scroll of sealing from the Uzumaki clan," he said, losing his patience. Kushina is shocked. She never dreamed of Minato saying anything like that. "You wouldn't?" she challenged, and he looks at her with an annoyed look, and Kushina sees that there is no other way, and she looks down in defeat. "All right, I'll trust you," she said. Minato hugs her and says thank you Kushina, but in his head, which Naruto can hear perfect, now Naruto will be made to suffer. He will be a powerful weapon for the village. End of memory. Naruto is in shock. His father was the reason he suffered all along. "Minato, you will suffer for this," he shouted in his head, and Kyubi wakes up from the volume of the shout. "What are you shouting for? I'm trying to sleep." Kyubi yawned. "Sorry Kyubi, I saw that Minato wanted me to suffer all along," he said to him. "Show me the memory," said Kyubi, And Naruto shows the Baiju the memory and Kyuubi snarls, when I get my claws on him, I'll make him feel like that he shouldn't have used a shadow clone to seal me into you. Yes, I want to kill him, but I will wait until he reveals his true nature and plans for me. Thought Naruto. Yes Kit, let's wait until he gets his evil intentions discovered, till he steps into his course of making Konoha unstoppable. He will be brought to justice, said Kyuubi. Alright Kyuubi. Thought Naruto, and Kyuubi goes back to sleep. Naruto then uses his magnetism manipulation to get the bell from Kushina's belt, and she didn't notice. I pass, but I know they only had 3 bells, so I'll give this to one of the girls who doesn't have a bell. He thought. Kushina is still in the illusion trying to get to her son Naruto. She is in tears now. Naruto, I'm sorry I wasn't there for when you needed me and to help you bear the burden of you being a Jinchuriki, but I'm here now. I want to teach you, get to know you, just please let me help you. She pleaded. The illusion of Naruto is still growling and snarling at her, but the real Naruto is now starting to cry. Naruto please, I want to be there for you from now on, me and your sister, I want us to be a family again. Give us a chance please, she said while crying as she fell to her knees. Naruto for the first time in 10 years, cried in sadness, and he then releases the illusion, and goes to Kushina mother, he said, and he hugs her, and she gladly hugs him back in a tight grip. Their crying stops, and they look at each other. I forgive you, said Naruto in a soft voice. Kushina has a smile that she hasn't done since Naruto was born. She now felt hopeful again. I never wanted any harm to come to you, she said softly. I enjoy watching the scene where Dante successfully rescues Beatrice from the Inferno in the animated movie Dante's Inferno. That always warms my heart. Naruto then waves the bell in front of her. She gets surprised and reaches for her belt and finds it gone. What was that Naru-chan? What did you do? Asked Kushina, and Naruto says I'll tell you at Hokage Tower in private, I promise you that. Alright Naru-chan, I'll let it slide until we're at Hokage Tower with the other 4. Let's get to Kakashi and your teammates, said Kushina, and they walk to the wooden posts and they see them there. What took you so long? Asked Kakashi. Naruto got me with a genjutsu that even I couldn't break, explained Kushina, and Kakashi pales at this. If Naruto had a genjutsu like that, then not even Minato can break free from it. Kakashi notices the bell in Naruto's right hand. I see he got the bell from you, he said, and Kushina pouts at that. Don't rub it in, she grumbled. Well Naruto, what are you going to do with the bell? Asked Kakashi. Naruto looks at his teammates and sees that Satsuki doesn't have a bell, and to their surprise, he tosses the bell to her. I'll give it to Satsuki-chan. And the true meaning of the test was teamwork, he said, and both Kakashi and Kushina are in shock at this. Natsuki, Satsuki and Yakumo are surprised as well. How did you know that Naruto? Asked Kakashi, and Naruto smirks and says I've known all along, I just chose to keep it to myself, and I see that the girls got you together. And Kakashi is now in total shock that this Chunin figured it out so easily. Then you all pass, said Kakashi, and Kushina says yes, all 4 of you, and they are happy that they passed. We will tell Hokage-sama that you passed, said Kakashi, and Kushina then says but I want all 4 of you to come with us when we do. That got Kakashi's attention. Why? He asked, and Kushina says you'll see. They head to Hokage Tower and the senseis are in there telling Hiruzen the results for their team evaluations. Team 1 failed. They're so lazy, said a Jonin. Same with us, but they were lazy and not getting along well, agreed the other Jonin. Team 7 passed. They need to start getting along. The Uchiha brat and Inuzuka boy charged in without thinking. They kept on running their mouths about how they're so great when they're actually not, said an annoyed Anko. Hiruzen sighs in annoyance. Those 2 are embarrassments to the village. He thought. Team 8 passed. Hinata can use some help and confidence. Shino was great and so was Sai. Both of them supported Hinata all the way, said Kurenai. Team 10 passed. Ino can be bossy but still is a good teammate. Shikamaru can be lazy but he was a genius. Choji did great. They will be the next generation of the Ino Shikacho formation, said Asuma. Everyone looks at Kakashi and Kushina. Team 11 passed with flying colors. Natsuki, Satsuki and Yakumo came at me like a team, but I had a nice laugh at their tactics. Naruto went after Kushina-sama and won. Thanks to Naruto, the team now knows that teamwork is the key, said Kakashi. I second that, said Kushina. That shocked everyone. Kakashi never passed a team and now he did. Very good. Now all Jonins are dismissed, except for Kakashi, Kushina, Team 11, Anko, Kurenai, and Asuma, said Hiruzen, and the Jonins leave and the said Jonins stay in the office as Hiruzen activates the privacy seals. Alright Kushina, explain how Naruto defeated you? Asked Hiruzen. Well, Naruto was unleashing some jutsus at me and I dodged and blocked them, but then Naruto somehow got behind me quickly, and lastly he got me in a genjutsu that even I couldn't break free. She explained. Everyone except Kakashi and Hiruzen has different reactions. Asuma was in shock, Kurenai has stars in her eyes at the mention of genjutsu, Anko is in awe at this and Naruto's three teammates are surprised at that. What did you see? Asked Kakashi. Kushina gets a sad look that everyone catches. Are you okay Kushina-sensei? Asked Kurenai, and Kushina says it's gonna be hard to talk about, and Hiruzen looks at Naruto and asks what did she see Naruto? She saw me as a 12-year-old being chased by the civilians that wanted me dead. She fought them and won and tried to get to me, he said, and then what happened? Asked Asuma. She reached out for me and then I transformed into a beast with 4 tails and then growled and snarled at her. Naruto explained. You tested her heart, didn't you? Hiruzen asked, getting confused looks from the senseis and Jakumo, and widened eyes of realization from Natsuki and Satsuki. Yup. He answered. What do you mean Hokage-sama? Asked Kurenai, and Hiruzen says the privacy seals are already activated, so you can tell them Naruto, and Naruto says alright, what I'm gonna tell you is classified as top secret, so as we told Natsuki, Satsuki, and Iruka, no one else must know. Why is that? Asked Asuma. I have 3 very rare Kekkei Genkais, they are thought to have died out many years ago. Explained Naruto. What are they? Asked Anko, and Naruto explains what they are with Hiruzen adding in the details that Naruto forgot to mention. The reactions are different. Asuma is beyond shocked. Kurenai and Anko have hearts in their eyes which has never happened with some of the Ice Queens of Konoha. I'll explain why their reaction is hearts in their eyes at the end of the chapter. Kushina covers her mouth in shock. She never thought and dreamed in a million years that her son Naruto would have the 3 rarest Kekkei Genkais in the elemental nations. Kakashi is surprised as well because his sensei's son had 3 extremely powerful and rare Kekkei Genkais and Yakumo had stars in her eyes. I always thought those 3 Kekkei Genkais were a myth, but now Konoha has someone with telepathy, magnetism manipulation, and teleportation, said a shell-shocked Asuma. I should have never agreed with Minato on leaving Naruto in the village. I would have helped him with them, and Kyuubi isn't corrupting Naruto-chan at all. Kyuubi not once gave Naruto any trouble. I guess me and Minato really did train Natsuki-chan for nothing, said a guilty Kushina. That's impossible, I never thought that those Kekkei Genkais would return, said a surprised Kakashi. Oh, I am so gonna get to know him better. Thought both Kurenai and Anko in happiness. Wow, I never thought Naruto-kun was the only one who had 3 really rare Kekkei Genkais. Thought Yakumo with stars in her eyes and a blush. But Dad, why keep it a secret? Asked Asuma. Remember the civilian council, said Hiruzen. Those who know that the civilian council is corrupted get angry. You mean if they find out, then they will try and force my Naruto-chan into the CRA against his will, said Kushina in anger. Yes, and minus Danzo, the elder council will try and get them to win, said Hiruzen. What about Danzo? Asked Anko. Danzo is on our side now, thanks to him Naruto knows the darkest secret of telepathy, said Hiruzen. And what would that be? Asked Kushina as the others who don't know including Naruto teammates are curious about it. The rarest telepathic ability of them all, the ability to copy jutsu and other Kekkei Genkais, said Hiruzen. What? They shrieked. Thanks to the privacy seals their screams are made deaf to the rest of the village. You mean telepathy has a rare ability that allows the telepath to copy jutsus and other Kekkei Genkais? Asked Asuma still in shock. Hiruzen smirks and says yup, and here's the real kicker, the Sharingan can copy jutsus, but not other Kekkei Genkais. Telepathy can make the Sharingan look like a joke. Everyone who didn't know, their jaws drop to the floor. They look at Naruto and Anko says you really are the most unpredictable ninja, I know that you will be a legendary shinobi, and Naruto smiles which makes the girls blush at the smile. He has a handsome smile. The girls thought, thanks Anko, I hope you straighten out your genins, said Naruto. Anko grins and says I plan to. As she cracks her knuckles. Now that you've been told, Naruto and myself want you to keep this SSS rank secret, only Naruto and I can reveal it, do you guys understand? Said Hiruzen, and the senseis, Kushina and Yakumo say we understand and we promise. Hiruzen smile good, dismissed, he said. Everyone then leaves. Alright, Team 11 gets to start their first mission tomorrow, said Kakashi. Kushina grins and says that's right, so you 4 need to be full of energy when the missions start. Hi sensei, said the Genin, and they start to leave. Naruto, said Kushina, and Naruto turns around. What is it? He asked. I would like you to move back into the Namikaze household, please for me? She lightly pleaded. And Naruto looks surprised at that. You mean I don't have to live in an apartment where the civilians will try and destroy everything? He asked. Yes, answered Kushina. Then the answer is yes, said Naruto with a smile. That made Kushina very happy and she hugs him. "Thank you for giving me and your sister a chance," she said happily. "Of course, but I will need you two to be careful around Dad," said Naruto. Kushina gets confused and asks why? And Naruto says, "I'm a little suspicious of him, he doesn't seem like someone that I can trust." Now that I think about it, he did threaten to destroy the scroll of sealing of the Uzumaki clan before we left you in the village. "I have some suspicion of my own around him," said Kushina. "So you'll tell Natsuki to be careful around him?" asked Naruto. "Yes, I planned on telling her to be careful since the day you were born," said Kushina. "Good, let's go home," said Naruto, and they go to Namikaze Manor to end the day, and begin the new day tomorrow. Chapter 4, Mission to Wave Part Number 1, Revelation. It's a beautiful morning in Konoha, and a small animal figure is walking in the forest. However, luck was not on its side, as 4 more figures are waiting for the perfect time for the catch. "This is Greyhound and Red Devil, do you have the target in sight?" asked Kakashi with Kushina next to him. "Red Sword Mistress in position, we have eyes on the target," said Natsuki. "Black Shadow in position, target just 5 meters from us," said Satsuki. "Lady Genjutsu in position, yes, the target is in sight," said Yakumo. "Mastermind in position, target has been spotted," said Naruto. "Right, the target is beginning to go on the run, go," commanded Kushina. The Genins jump for the animal figure, and the animal begins to run away, but Naruto with a bamf teleports in front of the animal. He looks it in the eyes and hypnotizes it. "Sleep," commanded Naruto, and the animal went to sleep. The animal is now sleeping in his arms, and Naruto walks over to his teammates and Sensei's got the target. "Tora, the missing cat has been caught," said Kakashi. Back at Hokage Tower. "Oh Tora, thank you so much for finding my cat." The woman cried in happiness as she began to show a little too much affection to the poor cat. Excuse me, I apologize for interrupting your happy reunion, but it seems that Tora thinks that you're showing a little too much affection. So if possible, that can you take it easy and pet Tora lightly, for the cat's sake, please," said Naruto. "Oh Tora, is that why you're always running off away from me? Mommy will be gentle to you from now on," the lady said, and the cat is now happy. The lady walks home, and the Hokage says, "Thanks to you Naruto, the shinobi don't have to worry about catching Tora again. At least now they'll be able to relax for once." "I hope so," said Naruto. "Aw man, that was the 3rd time we had to catch that damn cat. At least that we don't have to catch that cat again," said Natsuki in annoyance. "I know, I don't think I can handle another D-rank mission, because that is just what civilians need to do, but they're just too damn lazy," agreed Satsuki. "I'm sorry too, but newly made Genins need to start off with D ranks until they are considered to be able to handle C rank to higher rank missions," said Iruka. Suddenly, Team 7 come in after they finished another D rank mission. Sasuke, being the snobby and arrogant spoiled brat that he is, had the balls to say, "I'm sick of the D-ranks, old man. An Uchiha elite like me needs a higher rank mission so the Uchiha isn't considered weak." And Kiba says, "For once I agree with the Uchiha. An alpha like me needs a high-ranked mission to show others who the dominant one is," with Sakura agreeing to their bullshit. "Come on Sasuke, they just don't think that you're ready for a mission like that yet," said Satsuki, trying to calm her brother down. "Screw you Uchiha disgrace," snarled Sasuke. Satsuki looks like she is ready to cry. Her teammates are glaring at him for that insult. "Hey, that was so uncalled for," snapped Naruto. "Piss off dope, you're not part of a clan so you're a clanless nobody," Sasuke snapped back at Naruto as Natsuki and Kushina are comforting Satsuki. Naruto then releases a lot of killing intent that causes nearly everyone to fall to their knees except the Hokage and his teammates. "You just dug your own grave, and by the way, that arrogant mouth of yours will get you and your teammates killed, along with Dog Boy's lust," growled Naruto. "That's enough you two, I will not stand it if 2 of Konoha's shinobis are fighting in my office. Now stop fighting and don't look at each other," roared Hiruzen as he slammed his fist onto his desk. Sasuke and Naruto glare at each other and face the Hokage. "If you want to see rank missions so bad Sasuke, then you and your team will get one," Hiruzen said in an annoyed voice. "Sasuke and Kiba smirk about time, old man," said Kiba, and that got him a smack on the back of the head by Anko. "Kiba, be nice," she scolded. "Bring in Tezna," ordered Hiruzen, and an old drunk walks in and looks at them. "What is this? You expect these kids to defend me?" The pink-haired one looks like she can't even fight properly. The dog boy looks like someone who would kill first, ask questions later. The duck butt looks like he'll just shit himself. The lady with the leather coat is the one who I believe will do a better job, said Tazna. Naruto, Natsuki, Satsuki, Yakumo and Kushina snicker at the nicknames for Sasuke. Sakura and Kiba as the Sejunon get pissed. "Hey, don't insult the might of the Uchiha clan," barked Sasuke, with Sakura adding her bullshit, saying yeah, Don't insult Sasuke-kun or his clan. It's not only them Tazuna, Team 11 here will help defend you as well, said Hiruzen, and Tazuna looks at Team 11, they look like they can handle themselves, especially the red-haired boy, said Tazuna giving Team 11 a thumbs up, making them chuckle, while Team 7-Anko was fuming at the fact that the old fart gave them a better reputation. Meet me at the gates tomorrow at 9 AM, said Tazuna, and he leaves. Team 7 leaves as well except Anko telling them that she needed to speak with the Hokage for the moment and they left. Naruto however had his eyes closed the entire time, and he says it's not a simple C-rank mission, it's gonna be risen to an A-rank mission. Everyone looks at Naruto. You read his mind, didn't you? Asked Hiruzen. Sure did. Answered Naruto with a smirk. What did you learn from his mind? Asked Kushina. He is Tazuna, master bridge builder of the Wave Village, has a daughter named Tsunami and a granddaughter named In. Their village is under the tyranny of Gato Corp and the bridge is the only way to make Gato's company come crashing to a halt. Explained Naruto. That surprised everyone in the room. Thank God that you have telepathy, Naruto. What would we do without it? Said Iruka with happiness. What are you gonna do, Sarutobi-sensei? Asked Naruto, surprising Kushina at that. Hiruzen trained you himself? She thought, yes mom, but it wasn't only him, but also Inoiki Yamanaka. Sarutobi-sensei trained me in magnetism manipulation and teleportation as well as the way of the shinobi. Inoiki-sama trained me in telepathy, hell even Kyuubi decided to train me, but it was in chakra control. Naruto spoke to her telepathically, getting an even more shocked look from her. I'll send Team 8 with you as extra protection, they can help with protecting Tazuna, said Hiruzen. Very clever move, Sarutobi-sensei, it seems getting your backbone back has also given you your smarts back, said Naruto in humor. Haha, very funny Naruto, said Hiruzen being sarcastic. Oh, you know that it's funny, said Naruto waving his hand, getting giggles from the girls including Kushina and Anko. Kakashi is snickering and so is Iruka, while Hiruzen starts to chuckle. Alright, be at the gates tomorrow so the mission will begin. Dismissed, said Hiruzen. They leave and Naruto decides to head to a weapons shop for shinobi and kunoichi called Higurashi Weapons. He sees Isao at the counter. Hello Naruto, what will it be? Asked Isao. Oh, you know, I'm gonna stock on supplies for a mission which would be C rank, but I have a feeling that it will be more of an A rank, said Naruto. Oh, take a look around the store and pick out anything that you need, said Isao. Thanks, said Naruto, and he looks around the store for supplies and gets some, 40 kunais, 40 shurikens, 40 senbons, 40 smoke bombs, 2 katanas and 10 storage scrolls. Isao says the price. I'm not good at telling the difference in money from other places. Thanks to Naruto getting some of his clan money was able to pay for them. Pleasure doing business with you, said Isao, and then something catches Naruto's eye, a display case with a rusty-looking pitchfork. It's the Najibana. What's that? Asked Naruto as he pointed at the display case. Oh, that's an old rusted pitchfork, I'll take it down so you can hold it if you want. Answered Isao. Sure, said Naruto. Isao walks over to the display case and takes the pitchfork out and hands it to Naruto. Upon touching Naruto's hands, the pitchfork then started to glow ocean blue, and then it started to change. Could this pitchfork be? Thought Isao in surprise. The pitchfork stops glowing and it has a new look to it. It now looks brand new. Naruto could feel power radiating from it. It had a silver 3-tipped spearhead, a ocean blue handle, a green tuff at the bottom of the spearhead and a metal bottom end that looked like a kid's top. In all my years, I've never seen this weapon with my own eyes, said Isao with stars in his eyes in awe. Is there a problem? Asked Naruto. Everything is perfectly fine, Naruto, for the weapon in your hands is the legendary weapon called the Najibana, said Isao. The Najibana? Asked Naruto. Legend has it that only an Uzumaki pure of heart can use this weapon to its full potential. To an Uchiha however it's useless. The powers it grants is the power of the seas. It can cause earthquakes and lets you breathe underwater. Legend also says that the Najibana is a weapon blessed by the sea god Poseidon himself, and it's said to be indestructible. Explained Isao. Naruto is in awe at this intel. He has a legendary weapon that only pure-hearted Uzumakis can wield. How much for the Najibana? Asked Naruto. Since you reawakened its power, it's yours to keep free as charged, said Isao. Wow, thank you so much, said Naruto. Anytime Naruto, Isao said, and Naruto bids him farewell and runs into a girl about a year older than him and sees her on the ground. I'm so sorry, I should have looked where I was going, said a guilty Naruto as he helped her up. Thank you, said the girl. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Naruto. That shocked the girl. He related to the Yondaime? She thought, I'm Tenten Higurashi, my uncle owns the store here, said the now named Tenten. Nice to meet you, said Naruto in a friendly tone with a smile making her blush at it. She then sees the Nijibana and gets stars in her eyes. Is that the Nijibana, the legendary weapon of the Uzumaki clan? She asked excitedly. Yes, yes it is, said Naruto. Can I hold it? She asked adding the puppy dog eyes. Sure Tenten-chan, said Naruto making Tenten blush madly at the chan part added to her name. He gives her the Nijibana and she is squealing like a fangirl who just got kissed by their crush. It's so beautiful. Is it yours? Asked Tenten. Yes, I just got it here, said Naruto. Here, but how? She asked again. Remember the rusty pitchfork, said Naruto, and Tenten nods. Well, when I touched it, it transformed into this, explained Naruto. Tenten is in awe at this. Wow, I really wish that I could see it transform, she said in sadness. Seeing this, Naruto then gives her a hug which makes her blush once again. He then whispers into her ear, don't worry Tenten-chan, you'll be able to see the Nijibana in action in the Chunin exams in a couple months, and she widens her eyes. How did he know when the Chunin exams were coming up? And I'm open for some weapon training after my mission. I'll be happy to accept your help in that kind of training Tenten-chan. Naruto added whispering into her ear, but this time it was a flirty voice which makes Tenten a little wet. She was starting to fall in love with this young shinobi. See you later Tenten-heim. He finished whispering in her ear, which makes her blush heavily at the heim part added to her name this time. He then surprises her with a light and soft kiss on the cheek. Tenten is now in a full-body blush, and she is watching Naruto leave for his home. Her uncle was watching everything from the store with a grin. It now seems that his niece has a crush on the young telepath. Tenten walks into the store and sees her uncle grinning at her. Looks like somebody's in love, he said teasingly. Tenten blushes angrily. Shut up, she yelled at him. Back with Naruto. Naruto is walking home and he is thinking, I know that Tenten-heim is on a team, and her teammates are Neji Hyuga the cousin of Hinata Hyuga and Rock Lee the shinobi without the ability to mold chakra to use ninjutsu and genjutsu, but is a specialist in taijutsu, and her sensei is Mido Guy the green beast of Konoha. He thought, and he goes home, and he teleports to his room and goes to bed after he undresses. The next day, Team 7 and 8 along with Natsuki, Satsuki and Yakumo are waiting at the gates for the rest of the people. Where are they? It's been 10 minutes and Kakashi-sensei, Tazuna-san and Naruto-kun are not here. Complained Satsuki. Don't worry Satsuki-chan, they'll be here, and I'll make sure of it, said Kushina with the last part becoming a growl, and Natsuki then sees Kakashi and Tazuna. There are Kakashi-sensei and Tazuna-san, but where's Naruto-kun? She asked. I dunno, replied Shino. Sorry we're late, a black cat crossed our path so we had to take the long way, replied Kakashi. That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard, said an angry Kushina. Then Naruto appears. Sorry I'm late, my alarm clock didn't go off and it was a real pain to pack up my stuff, he said in an embarrassed voice as he rubbed the back of his head. Now that we are here, do we have everything we need? Asked Kushina. Question, why is Team 8 here with us? Asked a brash Kiba, and Kakashi answers that because Hokage-sama decided to give Tazuna-san some extra protection, and that make Tazuna-san in relief. Now again, do you guys have everything that you need? Asked Kushina again, and they reply by saying hi. Hey, where's your pack Naruto baka? Sakura asked rudely, which rewarded her glares from the female senseis and the girls. I do have my stuff, they're just sealed inside of this scroll, said Naruto as he patted the scroll. Sakura huffed in anger as she couldn't embarrass Naruto. They accepted his answer and they walk out the gate and they are walking. Naruto is in the back with the girls while Kiba is in the front, leering at Natsuki, Satsuki, and Hinata, and also having lustful thoughts on Kurenai, Anko, and Kushina. Naruto heard his thoughts and telepathically tells the girls and female senseis the thoughts from Kiba's head and they glare at him making him tremble in fear. They notice the puddles on the road. Wow, what complete retards, the demon brothers, Gozu, and Maizu. They are hired by Gato of Gato Corporation to assassinate Tazuna to stop him from completing the bridge. Thought Naruto as he read their minds. As he predicted, the demon brothers jump out the moment they pass the puddles. Their clawed gauntlets wrap around the senseis and rip them to pieces. 4 down, said Gozu. Sakura screams and Team 7, 8 and 11 minus Naruto get into position in shielding Tazuna who is trembling. Naruto however was calm as a bear and twitched one of his fingers and the metal gauntlets that were going for the group came to a halt, which shocked everyone, especially the demon brothers. It can't be, thought Maizu. Naruto then gets out one of his katanas and slashes them in the gut, and everyone is shocked to the core. What? No, impossible, thought the demon brothers, and they dropped to the ground. They were dead before they even hit the ground. I really don't like killing, but I will if I have no other choice, said Naruto in regret. Come on out senseis, I know you're hiding in the trees, called out Naruto. What are you talking about, you baka? They're dead. Asked Sakura, who was by far the most clueless kunoichi in the elemental nations. Look there, fool, said Satsuki, and Sakura looks where the senseis were killed and sees a bunch of pieces of logs. They used the substitution jutsu before that happened. Explained Natsuki. Oh, I knew that, said a stupid Kiba. No you didn't. Thought everyone in annoyance, and the senseis come out. Well done Naruto, you successfully defeated the enemy without putting up much of an effort, and well done to you guys as well. You got into position to protect the bridge builder, said Kakashi. Sensei, who were those guys? Asked Hinata, and Naruto says the Demon Brothers. They are Rouge ninjas from the Mist Village. They went Rouge after the failed assassination attempt on the Mizukage's life because of a bloodline rebellion, and Sakura arrogantly says Sasuke-kun could do better. Getting groans from the senseis and the members from Teams 8 and 11. Tazuna, are you going to tell the truth on why they are after you? Asked Kakashi, and Tazuna begins to sweat. I don't know what you're talking about. He lied. Really now, you have Rouge ninjas after you, and they are hired by Gato of Gato Corporation, and their main target is you, said Naruto. Tazuna looks down in shame. Alright, you got me. The tyrant Gato is draining the Wave Village dry. I don't have enough for an A-rank mission because of how poor we are in Wave. He explained. So, anybody wanna continue on this mission? Asked Kakashi, and all the Genin says hi. And Naruto then takes the gauntlets and seals them into a green scroll, and seals the bodies into a red scroll. What are you doing, baka? Asked Sakura and got glared at by Kushina. What? She asked in cluelessness. He's my son, and Minato's as well, said Kushina, shocking those who chose to refuse to accept it. Sakura now looks like she's seen a ghost as she was told that, and she feels that her life was for fight. You see Sakura, I'm sealing the gauntlets because they'll come in handy someday, and I'm sealing the bodies so I can get the bounty for the Demon Brothers, said Naruto. How high are their bounties? Asked Hinata. They are B-rank rogue ninjas, and their bounty is 500,000 yen, said Naruto, shocking everyone except the senseis. Now we should be heading to Wave. Some more of Gato's henchmen might still be out there, said Tazuna, wanting to get to Wave ASAP, and they head down to the Wave Village. At Gato's hideout. What do you mean they failed? I had good money for them and they failed trying to kill him, yelled Old Midget. Stop whining, said a scary voice as he got his huge blade and held it near Gato's throat, preparing for the strike. It looks like that I'll have to go and take the old man down myself, said the tall man. You better, I'm not in the mood for more failure, warned Gato. Back with the gang. They're taking a boat over to the other side of the huge river. We're nearing the other side of the river, but that is as far as I'm gonna get you, said the boatman. How long will we have to be on this stinking boat? Complained Kiba a little loudly. Quiet, fool, you want them to hear us? Ordered the boatman as he looked around to see if anyone heard. Much to his relief, no one did. Sensei, are there any ninjas in the Wave Village? Asked Sakura. I'm afraid not, Sakura. Wave doesn't have shinobis nor kunoikis at all, said Kakashi. Why? She asked again. Not all villages have ninjas, Sakura. There are merchant villages and minor villages in the world. Explained Naruto. Who asked you, baka? Said Sakura rudely, getting a punch in the back of the head by an angry Natsuki. Call my brother a baka again, and I'll break you into pieces. She warned. I'd like to see you try. Sakura challenged. Natsuki gets a katana out and says let's do it. Sakura is now scared. Sakura, there is something about the Uzumaki clan that you need to know, and it's that every Uzumaki has a bad temper, so never piss an Uzumaki off, unless you have a death wish, said Kakashi, and Sakura quickly agreed, getting an image of a very pissed off Uzumaki. Natsuki puts her katana away and glares at Sakura, who is regretting disrespecting Naruto a little. Suddenly the bushes start to ruffle and Naruto throws a kunai into the bushes. Naruto walks into the bushes and comes out with a white rabbit. Naruto, you nearly killed a poor defenseless rabbit, shrieked Sakura, making everyone except Naruto face fault into the ground. Man, she really is an idiot, and yet she calls Naruto an idiot. You really are a fool. This rabbit is white, which means it's a winter coat, and it's the summer, that means it needs to be brown, said Naruto in an annoyed tone, making Sakura uneasy at it. That means it was raised indoors, it was used as a substitution, added Satsuki. Kakashi then senses something coming from behind, and yells out, get down. And everyone gets down, with Kakashi pulling Tazuna down. A massive blade spins over them and strikes a tree, and a lone figure is standing on the blade. They all look at him. Is somebody gonna tell him that he's standing the wrong way, or is he overcompensating for something, said Naruto, making the girls giggle, and the guys snickering. I admit that was pretty funny, thought Kiba as he snickered with Sasuke. The man gets an anger vein on his head and barks, watch who you are talking to, brat. I could kill you in a heartbeat, and Naruto smirks and says good luck with that. Kakashi walks up and says Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the bloody mist, a rank rogue ninja, you need to be careful with him, making some of the Genin to get uneasy, Kiba, Sakura and Sasuke to be exact. Zabuza then says Kakashi of the Sharingan Eye, Kurenai the Genjutsu mistress, Anko the Snake Princess and Kushina the Red Death of Konoha. Did I get them right? Sasuke is shocked at this intel. Sharingan Eye. How can he have the Sharingan? Only an Uchiha wields that kind of power. He thought as he looked at Kakashi. Could he be? Sasuke thought again. Stand back, Kurenai-san, Anko-san, Kushina-sama and I got this. If he's our opponent then I'll be needing this, said Kakashi. The Genins look on and Kakashi pulls up his headband covering his left eye, and it opens to reveal a Sharingan eye. I'm ready, he declared. The Genins who don't know gasp. His eye? What is that? Thought Kiba in shock. Well, looks like I get to see the Sharingan in action. This is an honor, said Zabuza. What the hell is the Sharingan? Asked Kiba. A rare power, it only resides in the Uchiha. The Sharingan user can instantly see and comprehend any genjutsu, taijutsu, and ninjutsu, and can reflect the attack back at the attacker. The Sharingan is a special and rare form of dujutsu, however there is more to the Sharingan than that, a lot more. Explained Sasuke. Kiba is in shock, and Zabuza then smirks and says you got it right boy, but you only scratched the surface. The Sharingan can analyze an opponent's technique, and then copy it to the smallest detail, and then mist covers the entire forest. As for you Jonin, the assassination unit of the Hidden Mist, we had a standing order to destroy you on sight. Your profile was in our bingo book. They called you the man who copied over 1,000 jutsu, Kakashi, the copy ninja, continued Zabuza. The Genins except for Naruto are in shock at this. What, could our senseis be famous ninjas? Thought Sakura. Whoa that's awesome, said Kiba in awe. That red-haired boy doesn't seem surprised. It's like he knew about it the whole time and never said anything. I may need to be careful with him. Thought Zabuza with suspicion. Now, I need to kill you so I can get to the old man, said Zabuza. Getting a look of fear from Tazuna, and the Genins minus Naruto get into position to protect him much to the surprise of the other Genins. Naruto, we need you to stay out of this fight until it starts to get rough for us. Ordered Kakashi. As you wish. Answered Naruto in understanding. Oh, 4 against 1A, this should be interesting, said an amused Zabuza. And then they start to fight. Kushina, Anko and Kurenai fought clones of Zabuza while Kakashi fought the real Zabuza. Then Zabuza and his clones make hand signs, water style, water prison jutsu called out Zabuza and his clones, and the senseis are trapped in spheres of water. Damn, he got behind us by going underwater, not good. Thought Anko. Go, get the bridge builder out of here, he is out of your league, you guys don't stand a chance. Kakashi told the Genins. But we won't leave you for, yelled Sakura. Just go, we'll be fine, shouted Anko. Naruto then walks up and gets into a fighting stance. No, I will not abandon my comrades, it means I won't abandon my senseis at all, he declared. Zabuza is now grinning. Well, looks like we have a Genin who's brave enough to face off a former Anbu of the Mist Village, he said. The Genins then pale at that. Zabuza was an Anbu rank shinobi, even the senseis are surprised at this. We know that Naruto received special training from Hiruzen and Inoiki, maybe he will have a better chance at defeating Zabuza. Thought Kushina in worry. Naruto, get out of there, he's an Anbu ranked shinobi, he'll kill you, shouted Sakura, and Naruto says no, I have received some special training in Konoha ever since I was 5 years old, now it's time to put my years of training to the test against an Anbu ranked shinobi, said Naruto with a confident smirk. Boy, what is your name? Asked Zabuza. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki and the shinobi who's going to kick your ass, said Naruto, making Zabuza's eyes widen at this. Another Uzumaki, I thought Kushina was the only Uzumaki left, I guess there's more still in hitting. Thought Zabuza in shock. Naruto then goes for his sleeve, pulls it up and reveals a symbol on his left arm. Everyone is surprised at this. A seal? Thought the senseis, that dope had gotten training in Fuinjutsu. I will need to get him to teach me that power so I can kill Itachi. Thought Sasuke in anger. Naruto then bites his thumb and swipes the blood on the seal and then the seal puffs smoke. As the smoke cleared, everyone is in shock and awe at what they saw. There in Naruto's hands was the famous Nijibana. Naruto gave the Nijibana a few twirls and swipes. Is that what I think it is? Thought Kakashi in awe. What? How does he have it? Kurenai screamed in her head from the shock she is in. It can't be. Thought Zabuza in awe, causing him to lose focus on holding up the water prison jutsu, the Nijibana. Thought Kushina in awe. With the Genins, what, how did he find it? shouted Natsuki in her mind from shock. No way. Thought Sakura. What is that? Asked Kiba. The Najibana, a legendary weapon of the Uzumaki clan. It's said that only an Uzumaki pure of heart can wield it and use it to its full potential. It grants the wielder the power of the seas, the ability to cause earthquakes, and lets the wielder breathe underwater. It's said to be indestructible, and legend has it that the Najibana was blessed by the sea god, Poseidon himself. Explained Sakura. How many legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan are there? Asked Kiba. There is a total of 7, said Natsuki. Well brat, looks like I get to fight you in a weapons battle, the Kubikirabocho versus the Najibana. This battle will be legendary, said Zabuza with a grin. It will be legendary indeed, agreed Naruto. Then Naruto and Zabuza clash. The onlookers are in awe that Naruto is going toe-to-toe with Zabuza, a member of the 7 swordsmen of the mist. Naruto then goes through some hand signs fire style. Fireball jutsu called out Naruto and blows a huge ball of fire at Zabuza. Zabuza then goes through some hand signs himself, water style. Water dragon jutsu Zabuza called out. When it was about to hit, Naruto with a bamf, teleported behind Zabuza much to his shock. How did you get behind me? He shouted. That's my secret, answered Naruto with a playful grin, and then grabs his head and reads Zabuza's mind, copying what jutsu Zabuza knew, learning what he did and about when Zabuza was told to kill Kazuna by Gato. As Naruto was about to finish off Zabuza, 2 senbon needles flew through the air and struck Zabuza in the side of the neck, causing Naruto to let go. Naruto then looks at where the needles came from, and saw a woman in a mask. I thank you for finding him. I've been hunting him down for months. You have my gratitude, she said. Naruto then checks for a pulse on Zabuza and finds none, a death-like state. That means he must be Zabuza's partner, thought Naruto, and then the hunter nin shunshines to Zabuza's dead body, and then shunshines away, and the sensei's walk up to Naruto and Kakashi says, well done Naruto, that special training has paid off. And Kushina says, you did great Naruto-kun, and I'm surprised that you have the Najibana. We are going to need an explanation from you, mister. Naruto then feels a little lightheaded and collapses. Naruto called his teammates. It's alright, he just used up a lot of chakra, nothing that some bedrest can fix, said Kakashi. Alright, my house is not that far from here, I'll lead you to it, said Kazuna, and the teams follow him. Naruto was being carried by Kushina. The girls couldn't help but blush at how peaceful Naruto looked. He looks so cute when he's asleep, thought the girls. Chapter 5, Mission to Wave, Part Number 2, Prepare. Naruto wakes up to the sunlight and finds himself in a bed. He sits up and sees his teammates and senseis by his bedside. How are you feeling, Naruto-kun? Asked Natsuki worriedly. Naruto smiles and says a little better. Naruto tries to sit up, but Kushina stops him and gently pushes him back onto the bed. Naru-chan, you need your rest, you suffered chakra exhaustion, she said. Kushina was just as worried as Natsuki. Right, said Naruto. So sensei, who was that girl that defeated Zabuza? Asked Sakura. That was a hunter nin from the mist. They are trained in knowing the human body and its weak points, answered Kakashi, and then Hinata asks how come she took the body with her instead of destroying it on the spot. If she really was a hunter ninja from the mist, then she would have destroyed the body on the spot immediately, but she took it with her because she's his accomplice, Naruto said with a smirk. Sakura was about to berate him about who asked him, but she remembered Natsuki's threat and wisely kept her mouth shut. That's correct, Naruto. It seems you were suspicious about her, said Kakashi with an eye smile. Then a beautiful young woman walks in with a cup of water. Here you go, this should help you, she said as she handed the cup to Naruto. Thank you, ma'am, he said politely. Call me Tsunami, said the now-named Tsunami, who has a small blush at his looks. Sure, answered Naruto. What are you guys talking about? You demolished that assassin, said a clueless Kazuna, and Kakashi says here's the truth, Zabuza is still alive. And Sakura, Kiba and Kazuna are in shock, while Tsunami's eyes widen. But Naruto checked his pulse. He said no heartbeat, said a clueless Sakura. His heart did stop, but that was only a temporary state, explained Naruto. How did you figure that out, Naruto-kun? Asked Natsuki, and Naruto reaches into his pouch and pulls out a senbon needle. This is what that hunter nin used to take Zabuza down. Anyone care to guess what this is? Asked Naruto with a smirk. Sasuke gets a look of shock. Throwing needles, he said. Correct, these are senbon needles and they are used for acupuncture, but the needles struck Zabuza in the neck, putting him in a death-like state, said Kushina in wisdom. But how did she know which spot to strike for a death-like state? Asked Sakura. Hunter nin are also Anbu. You see, Anbu are trained to know the human body and its weak points. That's what makes Anbu ninjas so terrifying, explained Naruto. Very good, Naruto. Maybe you should have been made a Jonin instead of a Genin, said Kakashi. Hokage-sama is thinking about promoting me after the Chunin exams. Thought Naruto. How can he be a Jonin? He doesn't even look strong. Asked a clueless Sakura. You see, Naruto had received special training from some powerful shinobi so that he can defend himself. Naruto was always been someone who couldn't fight back until the Hokage decided to put a stop to it. Lied Kakashi, but it wasn't a total lie. Kakashi wanted to keep Naruto's unusual Kekkei Genkais a secret even from these Genin. Aw come on, we wanna know? Pleaded Sakura in tears at wanting to know how Naruto was so strong. This made Sasuke very curious about it as well, and Naruto then says Sakura, sometimes it's better not to know, because knowing too much can be bad for you. Naru-chan, how did you come to possess Najibana, a legendary weapon of the Uzumaki clan? Asked Kushina wanting to know, and Naruto says I got it in a weapons shop in Konoha, one that actually accepts me. I happened to notice this as a rusty pitchfork in a display case, and the owner Isao Higurashi let me look at it while I held it in my hands, and when it came into my hands, it transformed into this. This made everyone shocked. It shocked Tazuna the most because he knows about the legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan. Okay, can someone tell me what the legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan are? Asked a really confused Kiba, and Tazuna walks to his desk and bring out an ancient-looking book. This will show you everything you need to know about them, said Tazuna as he gave Naruto the book so he can read what the other weapons are. Naruto opens the book to the page that has the info on the legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan. Here it is, the legend of the weapons of the Uzumaki clan, said Naruto, and Natsuki asks can you read it Naruto-kun? And Naruto says sure can. Over 1,000 years ago, an Uzumaki by the name of Totosai watched as his clan members were being used for slavery. Young Totosai wanted to bring peace, love and hope to his clan and to others, so he decided to forge 7 magical weapons that could be the backbone for giving the Uzumaki clan so much hope and courage. In his 10 years of forging, Totosai made 7 powerful weapons for his clan. Najibana, the weapon forged from the fang of the legendary sea monster, the Kraken. It can grant the wielder power over the seas, allows the wielder to breathe underwater, cause earthquakes and is said to be indestructible. Zangetsu, the weapon forged from a moonstone that fell to earth from the moon. It can grant the wielder the ability to stop major bleeding, can enhance the wielder's strength and speed, the ability to make clones that will to outnumber his/her opponent and grants teleportation powers to the wielder. Irinmaru, the weapon forged from the bones of an ice dragon. It grants the wielder enhanced speed and gives its wielder the ability to generate ice to freeze and obliterate the enemy into pieces. Rujinjaka, the weapon forged from the ashes of a phoenix. It grants the wielder complete control over fire, can produce a fire so powerful it can be nearly impossible to cut through and put out, a fire that reduces all creation to ash. Tessaiga, the weapon forged from the fangs of the king of the dog demons. It grants the wielder the ability to slay 1,000 lives in one swing. It also has other abilities that the wielder needs to discover. Tenseiga, the weapon forged from the blood of an archangel losing blood while fighting a demon. It grants the wielder the ability to save 1,000 lives in one swing, purify the cursed and heal the sick, even grants the wielder the power to send the most corrupted tyrants and enemies to the netherworld and can produce a barrier to protect the wielder. And the most powerful and most terrifying weapon that Totosai ever created. A weapon forged from the fires of hell, the light of the heavens and the life of the earth. It is a sword called Mokushiroku, a word that means apocalypse. Mokushiroku, it grants the wielder unimaginable power, the ability to alter fate, reality, time and space, and this weapon is the key to the beginning of the apocalypse, and Totosai communicated with the gods that Mokushiroku would only be used as a last resort, only to be used if it's absolutely necessary. The gods agreed that Mokushiroku would be used when its services would be needed, and Totosai needed to find worthy candidates for these powerful weapons, and he found some in his own clan. Kane Uzumaki was given the Najibana, Ichigo Uzumaki was given Zangetsu, Toshiro Uzumaki was given Hirinmaru, Genryusai Uzumaki was given Rujinjaka, Inuyasha Uzumaki was given Tessaiga and Sesshomaru Uzumaki was given Tenseiga. The 6 have fought against the powerful foe that was the mastermind who started the slavery of the Uzumaki clan. His name is Akuma Shado Uoka. The 6 warriors were closing in on victory when Akuma suddenly unleashed a powerful beast onto the elemental nations, Leviathan. The 6 Uzumaki warriors were close to defeat, but Totosai sees this as the perfect moment to use Mokushiroku. He finds a perfect warrior of the Uzumaki clan to defeat the Leviathan. The name of the worthy Uzumaki is Seinsou Uzumaki. With the help of Seinsou Uzumaki, the other 6 were able to defeat Leviathan and banished it into the underworld, hoping that he wouldn't rise again. And Akuma was captured, and the Uzumakas locked him in a deep dungeon and Akuma was chained to the floor, But the Uzumaki clan was afraid that Akuma would escape and terrorize them again, so they sealed him away inside a black coffin, never to be opened. The 7 Uzumaki were hailed as heroes, and Totosai was granted the status of clan head of the Uzumaki clan for creating such powerful weapons to save them. He also decided that if Leviathan returns and a evil just about as Akuma were to rise to get control of the elemental nations, then one of his descendants would be the one to stop the corruption and the evil in the world. Then many years later, the Uzumaki clan were ambushed by 3 of the major villages, Iwa, Kiri and Kumo. With help of the Uchihas thanks to Madara, the Ozoshiogakure was destroyed, but Totosai, who was still alive, escaped with other members of the clan that survived. Just before Totosai went into hiding, he ordered his fellow clan members to seal away the weapons and the jutsu of the Uzumaki clan until a direct descendant of Totosai comes to claim it. But he wanted them to make special hiding spots for the legendary weapons, for no one can use them for their own selfish gains. Totosai himself declared that he would guard Mokushiroku until its services are once again needed. So he disappeared into the nations, and was never seen again. That's the end of the legend, said Naruto. Everyone that heard Naruto read the legend are in awe and shock. What happened to Totosai Uzumaki? Asked Natsuki, and Kushina says, well, some say he died. No, I reckon he's still out there waiting for his direct descendant to come and get Mokushiroku when the time is right. Wow, I never knew that all happened, said Kiba in shock, and Sasuke is having greedy thoughts about searching for such weapons so he can get revenge on his brother. When I find these weapons, I will find Itachi and kill him. Those weapons should be handed to the Uchihas. He thought with greed, unaware that Naruto heard his thoughts. Naruto smirks and thinks, foolish boy, only the Uzumaki clan can wield such powerful weapons. But how are we going to fight Zabuza as we are? Asked Sakura in worry. And Kakashi says, we'll train you, but Naruto doesn't have to do the same training as you guys are gonna get. He can do his own training, and the Genin are jealous that Naruto won't be joining them for training. A little girl about the age of 12 walks in and runs to her grandfather and hugs him. Welcome back, Grandpa, she said happily, and Tazuna says, hello there, and these are the ninjas that are protecting me. In looks at them and says they're gonna die when they face Gato. Kiba glares at her and Tsunami gets mad at her daughter, and that was very rude. Apologize now, she said to In sternly, and In looks at her and says, but Mom, Gato will just wipe them out like the last hero that tried to stand up to him. Listen, brat, I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to be careful what you say or you'll be sorry, barked Kiba. In just runs upstairs, and Tazuna says sorry about In. She just doesn't like heroes. She been like this ever since what happened with the last hero that stood up to Gato. Don't worry about it. She just isn't in her right mind, give her some time, said Naruto wisely, and Tazuna says you're right. Back with Zabuza. Zabuza is bedridden, he is having plans on defeating the red-haired young man. For defeating him easily, just you wait, Naruto Uzumaki, I will try and find out your weakness and defeat you. He thought. Zabuza-sama, are you alright? Asked Haku. She is very worried about Zabuza's health, and Zabuza says that red-haired boy defeated me easily, next time I'll drive him to his knees. Zabuza-sama, you shouldn't push yourself, you'll only shorten your lifespan, said Haku, and Zabuza decides to rest. Fine, but next time I'll defeat him. He darkly said. I'll go get some herbs for you, you'll need them to get better, said Haku, and Zabuza says go ahead, just don't take too long. Haku then walks to her room, and she changes to a kimono and lets her hair flow, and she takes a basket to collect herbs. Back with the gang, Kakashi and the other Jonin senseis are training their genins while Naruto is training near the river. Naruto at the river. Alright, time for some telepathy training, he said, and then goes into meditation state and focuses. Naruto concentrates and slows his breathing. He then reaches out to the water to make some water levitate into a bubble-like appearance. As he does this, Kushina, Anko, Kurenai and Kakashi decide to watch. Naruto keeps focusing, and then finally, a large bubble of water appears levitating above the river with an added bonus of some fish inside, with the exception of a couple sharks, dolphins, octopus and eels. The hidden audience is in awe at the display. Naruto could possibly surpass the first ever telepath, Koga Fujimoto. Wow, Naru-chan is one powerful telepath. Thought a starstruck Kushina. Oh, I am so gonna want to know him better even more. Thought Anko and Kurenai with looks of lust and want in their eyes. Naruto has a massive amount of potential, he will surpass all the Hokage. Thought Kakashi proudly. Unknown to them, 2 cloaked figures are in the trees above the 4. Well, he is certainly a powerful lad, said the first one in pride at his descendants' display of power. Indeed, Totosai, he is your successor and is also my successor. He will be taught the ways of the telepath when the time comes, said the other one. That's fine with me, Koga. I fear the return of Akuma will be sooner than we thought. We may need to take him for training when it's time, said the now named Totosai. Yes, Naruto will be the one who shall save the world, Minato and his cronies will be brought to justice, said the now named Koga. When do you think will be a good time to start training him? Asked Totosai. About a year, but that should be enough time to get some more of the citizens of Konoha onto his side so he can rebel against Minato's corruption in the future, said Koga. Totosai nods at Koga's decision. They go back to their respected hideouts and wait until it's time to train Naruto, and Naruto is opening his eyes and he sees that he did it. He grins excitedly and starts to laugh. I did it. I can manipulate water with my telepathy. He thought proudly. He lets the water go back down into the river and he stands back up. Yes, I did it, he declared, and Kushina along with Kakashi, Anko and Kurenai walk out. That was very impressive, Naruto-chan, said Kushina in a proud voice. Naruto looks behind himself and sees his mother and the other sensais clapping for him. That was a magnificent display of power, Naruto-kun, said Kurenai, and Anko says that was awesome. Naruto blushes a little at the compliments that Kurenai and Anko gave him. I think it's time to know what your chakra nature is, said Kakashi with an eye smile, and Naruto is shocked at this. My chakra natures? He asked in shock. Yes, Naruto-chan, every shinobi and kunoichi has a chakra nature. Those with more than one chakra nature are usually jonin that can use them, but it is possible to wield up to all 5 chakra natures, explained Kushina, and Naruto asks which chakra natures does Natsuki-chan have? And Kushina says Natsuki-chan has the wind nature, lightning nature, and water nature. Do you think that Natsuki-chan could be wielding a Kekkei Genkai that she hasn't awakened yet? Asked Naruto. Always possible, said Kakashi. Yes, now we'll get to see what chakra nature that you have, Naruto-chan, said Kushina. She has been curious about Naruto's chakra nature since day 1 of the day that they became Team 11. So how are we going to find out what my chakra nature is? Asked Naruto, and Kakashi takes a couple pieces of paper out. These are chakra paper, they will allow us to see what chakra nature that you possess, Naruto. We'll demonstrate, he said. Kakashi's paper wrinkles up, Kurenai's paper bursts into flames, Anko's also paper bursts into flames while Kushina's paper cuts in half and goes soggy. You see, Naruto, I have the lightning nature, Kurenai and Anko have the fire nature while Kushina-sama has the wind nature and water nature, said Kakashi, and Minato has wind and lightning. I just want you to know, said Kushina. Let's do this, said Naruto, and Kakashi gives him a chakra paper. Focus your chakra into the paper, said Anko, and Naruto does so. And what the paper does shocks everyone, even Naruto. First the paper splits into 4 pieces, then one gets soggy, another bursts into flames, the next one turns to dirt and crumbles away and the final piece wrinkles up. How can this be possible? Asked Kakashi in shock. Kushina is the most shocked. I can't believe it, my Naruto-chan has all 5 chakra natures. She thought. Is this normal? Asked Naruto in shock, and Kurenai says no, this is very rare, only a select few possess all 5, and one of them is the Rikadu Sennin, and Naruto says guess I gotta start training then. Yes, Naruto-chan, but we will start with the water. We haven't seen you use water-style jutsu, so if you want I can teach you the water-style jutsu that I know, said Kushina, and Kakashi says and me too. And Naruto asks, you know water-style jutsu too? Yes, I'm not the copy ninja for nothing, said Kakashi, and Naruto says I scanned Zabuza's mind and I also learned what jutsu he possesses. Their eyes widen at this and Kushina asks what jutsu does Zabuza know? And Naruto says he knows the flying revolving sword, the hidden mist jutsu, the silent killing technique, the water clone jutsu, the water prison jutsu, the water style, giant vortex jutsu, the water style, water bomb jutsu and the water style, water dragon jutsu. Their eyes widen at this. That telepathy is really scary when you use it, Naruto-kun, said Kurenai, and Naruto says thanks. Back at the house. After training with Kushina and Kakashi in water-style jutsu, Naruto and the rest of his fellow team members are at the table having dinner with Tazuna and his family. In is just sitting there in her chair glaring at Naruto. Why do you try so hard? Gato will just kill you, she asked in anger, and Naruto says because we shinobi and kunoichi never back down no matter how strong an enemy is. Shut up, you'll never understand my pain, you don't even look like you've suffered at all, what do you know of suffering? Snarled in, then the temperature drops to freezing and everyone looks at Naruto and he has a pissed off look on his face. You arrogant brat, you claim that I know nothing about pain and suffering, well newsflash, I had a life so horrifying that it can make your suffering look as gentle as a sleeping kitten. I had to live out on the streets after I was kicked out of the orphanage at the age of 4, I had to eat out of garbage cans and allies. I had to live with mobs coming after me all because of something that I had no control over. I would have died if it wasn't for the leader of my village. He gave me a home so I wouldn't have to live on the streets. I had very few people that really care for me, but until I nearly died all because of some mob of stupid villagers that believed that I was a demon. So don't say that I don't know what suffering is." Naruto barked, "Naruto, you said enough." Sakura barks out at him as she stands up, and then she gets the look in his eye that makes her afraid. "Sit your ass down, and don't butt into my business again." He growled at her, making Sakura quickly sit back down. "Screw it, I'm going to blow off some steam," growled Naruto, and he stormed off, slamming the door. Everyone is in shock. "I've never seen Naruto that angry before. He's the rock of our team," said Kakashi, and Sakura asks fearfully, "Was everything that Naruto said true, sensei? Did all that really happen to him?" And Kushina says, "I'm afraid so, but it is the sugar-coated side of it." "What happened?" asked Tsunami with tears in her eyes. Kakashi and Kushina explain what has happened in Naruto's life. When they finished, everyone had different reactions. The girls, even Sakura, were in tears. Tazuna grips his hand in anger. "I never knew that a child that kind could suffer that much." Natsuki whimpers, "Oh Naruto, I didn't know." Sasuke is indifferent. He scoffs. "Where did he get that from? Maybe he made that up to make people feel sorry for him." And he walks to his room. Kiba was the same, and he says he thinks that he can just get pity and feel better. Well, he should know his place at the bottom of the food chain. And he goes to his room. Spoiled brats, no wonder that they are like this. They think they're so cool, and come from a noble clan and a clan with the canine-style taijutsu, said Onko with Naruto as soon as he closed the door. Naruto is pissed off to no end. Stupid little brat, thinking that she has had a bad life when there will always be someone with a life worse than hers. He growled. As he passes an alley, he hears whimpering from there. He decides to investigate and finds a box with 2 pups inside it, a snow-white pup with ocean blue eyes and a pitch-black pup with emerald green eyes. Naruto gets a better look at them. Wolf pups, why would they be here in an alley? Thought Naruto. He uses his telepathy on them and finds out that the white wolf pup is a female dire wolf and the black wolf pup is a male timber wolf. He also learns that they were abandoned. Naruto took pity on them and decided to take them with him and take care of them. "Hey little guys," he said softly to them. They whimper some more and try to go near him, and he gently picks them up and holds them near his chest and they fall asleep. "Cute, I think I'll keep them," he said. Naruto puts them in his robe so they feel safe and warm, and he searches the village for a vet. He sees someone. Excuse me?" He asks the person. "What is it?" asked the man back. "I found these wolf pups abandoned in an alley and I'm looking for a vet," said Naruto as he showed the person the pups, and the man looks at the pups and feels sorry for them and says, "There's no vet around here, sorry." "That's fine," said Naruto, and he walks to a forest, and he decides to train, but first he makes a shadow clone to watch over the wolf pups. He then starts working on the jutsu he copied from Zabuza's mind and he mastered them in a matter of minutes thanks to his shadow clones. As he's resting, a new person is walking through the forest and she sees him sleeping on a tree trunk with a pair of wolf pups sleeping soundly on his lap. She goes over to him and he then says, "Hello Haku," making her stiffen in surprise. "How do you know my name?" she asked in shock, and Naruto opens his eyes and then he smirks. "I can read your mind. I know you're picking medical herbs for Zabuza," he said, making her stiffen in fear, and he says, "I know you don't like to kill, but not everyone is a mindless tool. Everyone has a dream." "What's your name?" asked Haku, and Naruto says, "I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." That makes her look at him in surprise. "This is the young man that gave Zabuza a run for his money. Can I ask you something?" she asked, and Naruto says, "Go ahead," and Haku asks, "Do you have a dream and anyone precious to you?" Naruto says, "My dream is to become a legend, become Hokage, and my precious people are the ones that have been there for me back in Konoha when my childhood was nothing but pure darkness and despair." Haku picks some herbs with Naruto helping her, making her smile in appreciation. "Thank you for helping me, now I must really be going," she said. Later, Haku-chan, "Tell Zabuza that I said hello," said Naruto, making her blush, and then says, "Oh, and by the way, I'm a boy," and Naruto says, "Nice try, I can tell when someone is lying." Haku giggles and says, "Oh well, at least I tried to trick you." "No one can trick me," said Naruto, and he goes back to Tazuna's house and he tells the senseis about finding the wolf pups. The girls squealed like schoolgirls and tried to cuddle them, but Naruto used his telepathy to stop them. Naruto apologized to Sakura for what he said, and Sakura just said that she deserved it and that she was sorry for her behavior towards him during the mission. Kakashi said that Naruto would have to take them to Hana for a checkup back in Konoha. Naruto said that he would do that. Kiba, being the fool that he is, and tried to take the wolf pups away from Naruto, but the senseis had to discipline Kiba about trying to take Naruto's new pets, and Naruto was thinking of names for them, and is having trouble with it. Chapter 6, Mission to Wave, Part 3, Survive. After a week of training, Naruto wakes up in his bed and finds a note by his bedside. His pups are sleeping on the bed with him feeling comfortable around him. Naruto looks at the note and it reads, Naru-chan. Me and the senseis wanted you to rest and conserve your strength until we get back from defeating Zabuza at the bridge. I know that you'll just teleport to the bridge just to help, but we want you to guard the house so that no one can harm Tsunami and In. Please Naru-chan, do this for me? Your mother Kushina. Naruto sighs and says guess they want me to be the secret weapon. Well, I may need to teach them a lesson when it comes to comrades, and then he hears a scream. Naruto jumps up and looks outside and sees In standing up to Gato's thugs as they have Tsunami hostage. Naruto gets pissed off. Foolish thugs, I can easily defeat them, he thought, but one of the thugs has a sword that Naruto feels power from. The gray-haired thug is holding that sword that has power. Naruto uses his telepathy on the sword. To his surprise it's the Tessaiga. How did he find a legendary weapon from my clan? I need to get it away from him, he thought in shock. In charges at the thugs that have her mother hostage. The thugs go in for the kill, ignoring the cries of Tsunami to leave In alone. When the thugs get into striking position, they try to slash In down but someone else blocks their way. Naruto had teleported between In and the thugs. You two have made the biggest mistake of your lives. And you, he said, but he said the last part to the gray-haired one. You have something that belongs to my clan, I'd like it back. He finished. The power that Naruto was radiating made In go unconscious. You mean this useless thing? He asked arrogantly, and then Naruto just teleports in front of him and stabs him in the chest with his katana. The Tessaiga is a weapon that only a member of my clan can wield, said Naruto as he gets Tessaiga from the man. You'll pay for killing him, brat. I'll kill you and then go for the lady there, said the other thug, making Tsunami widen her eyes in fear. But Naruto unsheaths Tessaiga and swings at him as Tessaiga takes a different form as the blade becomes huge. He sliced the thug's head off. Naruto sheaths Tessaiga as it goes back to sealed form. He goes to Tsunami and frees her. Thank you Naruto, she said, and Naruto says no problem. Naruto was about to head towards the bridge, until Tsunami grabs his hand, turns him around and just slams her lips onto his. This surprised Naruto as no woman did this to him. They separate and Naruto says wasn't expecting that, and Tsunami with a blush says I'm sorry Naruto, but I love you. That shocked Naruto even more. He then smiles. Thank you Tsunami-chan, I really appreciate that, he said. Naruto-kun, I overheard the thugs say that there are females being shipped to Gato from other countries. Please save them so they don't suffer a fate worse than death, she pleaded to him. Naruto then gets angry. Damn that little man to hell, I'll make him suffer for that, he growled, making Tsunami shiver with lust and want. Go get him, said Tsunami with determination, and Naruto grins and teleports to the river after he makes a shadow clone to protect Tsunami, In and the pups, and sees the boat with 4 females that are beautiful to his eyes. One was blonde with a Kumo headband, dark eyes and Anbu-style clothing. Another has dark skin with green hair and orange eyes. She was also wearing a white short sleeveless midriff with a fishnet armor under it, long white armlets and fishnet shorts with a short white apron skirt over it. The third one has long reddish-brown hair under a bandana, bluish-green eyes and a mole under her left eye, adding more beauty to her. The last one has long orange hair, brown eyes, wearing a gray vest and a pair of brown knee-length shorts. Naruto growls at this. He absolutely despised rapists and Gato was so going to die for this. Naruto uses his magnetism manipulation on the boat and it levitates into the air, and then Naruto crushes it after making a shadow clone to get the 4 females off the boat. The girl with blonde hair says thank you so much for saving us. Naruto smiles at them. You're welcome, he said. The smile he gave them made them blush a little. Who are you? asked the green-haired girl. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki. I'm also the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, said Naruto, making their eyes widen. This is the son of the Yondaime Hokage. I am Yugito ni, Jinchuriki of the Nibi, said the blonde girl. I'm Fu, Jinchuriki of the Nanabi, said the green-haired girl. I'm Amaru, an apprentice doctor, said the reddish-brown-haired girl. I'm Sasami Fuma, a former member of the Fuma clan, until I was banished, said the orange-haired girl. Banished? How did that happen? asked Naruto. And Sasami says because I went against the beliefs that the rest of the Fuma clan members had when they joined Orochimaru, and Naruto says I'm sorry to hear that, and Sasami smiles. Thank you, she said sweetly. Okay, now I gotta get to the bridge, said Naruto, and the girls get confused. Why? asked Amaru. Because my teammates are up there, they're fighting Zabuza Mochi and I need to assist them, explained Naruto. Can we come? We can offer backup? asked Fu, and Naruto says sure. I appreciate the help. He holds out his hand and they grab on and he teleports to the bridge. At the bridge before Naruto woke up, Kakashi and his fellow team members are on the bridge with Tazuna. We need to be ready, we don't know what they'll be planning, said Kakashi, And Sasuke just grunts, they won't last against me, I'm an Uchiha, an elite. He boasts, the others groan, oh boy, he's gonna get us killed if he keeps on bragging about his clan being so great. They thought, what? Gasped Tazunai in shock at what he saw, all the bridge builders are on the ground unconscious, what happened here? They're on the ground. Asked Kakashi in confusion. Then he notices the mist appearing, oh no. He thought, everyone into position, we're not alone. He orders, and they get into position and hear a voice all too familiar, well Kakashi, we meet again, and I hope your little Genin are going to fight this time, that Naruto boy is worthy of being a swordsmaster and a worthy opponent. Kakashi and the other senseis are shivering in fear, he wants to fight Naru-chan, he just wants to settle the score with him. Thought Kushina in worry. Sasuke is shaking and then Zabuza says, well, looks like one of your Genin is shaking in their shoes, I guess he's afraid that he'll lose, and Sasuke says I'm not shaking from fear, I'm shaking with excitement. The senseis look at him and think bullshit, he's scared. Well Haku, guess you can get the so-called Uchiha elite, said Zabuza. As you wish Zabuza-sama, said Haku, and she charges at Sasuke while Sasuke charges her. Haku and Sasuke clash with kunai and senbon, you've gotten better Uchiha, she said, and Sasuke says this is nothing, nobody can stop an Uchiha, and Haku narrows her eyes under her mask, you believe that because of your Sharingan, your clan is unstoppable by copying other jutsu, such arrogance, she said in annoyance. Sasuke snarls, don't insult my clan you nobody, and Haku says, well, someone is being more arrogant, you see, I have two tools in gaining the advantage, number one is that we're surrounded by water, and second is that you only have one free hand to defend yourself. She smirks under her mask as she lifts her left hand into a hand sign. Sasuke's eyes widen in shock, what, using one hand? He thought in surprise. Haku then goes through some hand signs with one hand, Kakashi and the other Konoha ninjas are in shock at this hand signs with a single hand, I've never seen that before. Thought Kakashi in shock. Haku finishes up the hand signs and says secret jutsu, 1,000 needles of death. And then 1,000 water needles appear from the water surrounding them, aiming right at Sasuke. Sasuke then goes into a one-handed hand sign and thinks, remember the training, just focus and wait for the perfect moment. The needles now move full speed at him and he dodges, and Sasuke says that won't get me, and Haku says cocky aren't you, well let's see your Sharingan stop this. And she makes a hand sign that looks like the tiger hand sign except the middle fingers are going around the pointer fingers. While this is going on, Zabuza is facing the Jonins while the Genins are protecting Tazuna. Well, never thought that I get to face you four in battle again, said Zabuza with a grin. We know you're wanting to fight Naruto, but he's not here so you'll just have to fight us, said Kakashi, and Zabuza laughs. Guess we'll just have to fight until Naruto gets here, he said. Sasuke is in a bind. Haku has made a dome of ice mirrors. Hey, I can see a lot of myself, I like this attack. Hey there handsome, he said in humor. Haku says glad you like it, but this is your end, secret jutsu, demonic ice mirrors. And she goes into one of the mirrors and then she appears on every mirror. Oh, my god, now I can only see her. I hate this attack now, said Sasuke in sadness. Well, it looks like there's no way out of this Uchiha. Guess I win this fight, said Haku, and she then throws some senbon needles at Sasuke who dodges and goes to a different spot of the dome. Kakashi was watching the entire time. I couldn't even copy the jutsu, why is that? I saw the hand signs, then that means. He thought until seconds later a look of realization moves rapidly onto his face. Of course, a Kekkei Genkai, declared Kakashi, and Zabuza smiles. Exactly, he said. Sakura then asks a what? And Kakashi says a bloodline limit, it's a secret jutsu from different clans, then that means? Asked Sakura again. Yes, not even I can copy the jutsu, said Kakashi, I can't copy the jutsu based from a Kekkei Genkai, but Naruto can. He thought, then all of a sudden, bamf. And from it come Naruto and four others, and Kakashi thinks in shock what's he doing here and not at the house. And Naruto says I have a shadow clone at the house protecting the others. Kakashi thinks again, damn it, forgot that he can read minds. Naruto-kun, who are those four with you? Asked Natsuki with confusion. I'll explain later, we have a battle to win, said Naruto. Naruto looks at the girls behind him and says stay here, I need to help Mr. Arrogant over there. The girls giggle at that and nod. Naruto with a bamf teleports into the dome. Sasuke and Haku are in shock at this. How did you get in here? Asked Haku in disbelief that he somehow got in. Not telling, said Naruto, and then he gets into meditation state. What are you doing Dobi? This is no time for screwing around, shouted Sasuke, and Naruto then calmly says shadow clone jutsu, and then 14 shadow clones appear and they charge at the mirrors. As this happens, Haku then begins to mirror jump, but unfortunately for her, Naruto was using his telepathy the entire time to track her down. He then teleports in front of Haku and throws her out the dome, and the dome of ice mirrors collapses after Naruto gets Sasuke out. "How are you able to do that? No one can stop my jutsu," asked Haku in shock, and Naruto says, "Sorry Haku-chan, but it's useless against me. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a score to settle with Zabuza." Naruto then teleports towards Zabuza to fight him, leaving a seething Sasuke and Haku, who was blushing under her mask at the name he gave her. Naruto appears between the senseis and Zabuza. Zabuza grins at this. He now has his chance to settle the score with the brat that almost defeated him. "Well, looks like we have a new arrival and I get to fight him to settle this once and for all," he said with a crazed grin. "Naru-chan, get out of here. You won't be able to defeat Zabuza this time, he's gotten stronger," Kushina cried out, and Naruto looks at her with a look that says, "Are you kidding me? Watch me," he challenged. Naruto turns his attention towards Zabuza and brings out Nejibana. "Never thought that I would use Nejibana in battle against you again," said Naruto, and Zabuza says, "You are indeed worthy of the title of Weapons Master, so let's do this." Naruto charges and so does Zabuza. They clash and clash. Zabuza then does some hand signs and calls out Water Style, Water Dragon Jutsu, and a huge dragon of water appears and charges Naruto, who is going through hand signs himself. Earth Style, Mud Wall. He called out and a wall of rock appears from the ground blocking the water dragon. The wall is destroyed along with the water dragon, and Naruto does more hand signs. Water Style, Water Bomb Jutsu. He called out and sends out a water ball the size of a 6-foot boulder at Zabuza. Zabuza dodges and then was about to do more hand signs when all of a sudden, the sound of clapping was heard. They turn and see the midget known as Gato. "Young man did quite an impressive job on you, didn't he, Zabuza?" he said. He has a smirk on his face. "But however, I must say that I'm disappointed," he said, and Naruto reads his mind. He saw Gato having both the Tenseiga and the Tenseiga as trophies and gave the Tenseiga to one of his thugs as a reward. He also saw that he also raped a lot of women in Wave for his pleasure and saw everything that he did to the Wave village. And the most shocking memory that he saw was that Gato is a servant of Akuma Shadow Uoka and he killed his adopted father Keiza. Naruto begun to get angry at this and thinks he is the most vile, most twisted and most disgusting pig that I have ever read the mind of. "Well Zabuza, this time I have a different choice for what I'm gonna do with you," said Gato as he grinned evilly, and then says, "You are going to die here on this bridge," and Zabuza widens his eyes at this. "Why what?" he asked in shock. "You see, shinobi as assassins costs a lot of money, and to make it less expensive I'll have non-shinobi assassins kill you," explained Gato. The thugs cheer and Gato continues, "Well, guess the teenager has the great Zabuza defeated and has made you look gentle as a wet kitten." And the thugs laugh at the insult at Zabuza as the said man is seething in anger at being betrayed. "Well Kakashi and the rest of you, looks like we're no longer enemies. Now we have the same enemy," said Zabuza, and Kakashi says, "Looks like it." And Naruto says, "You have something that belongs to my clan, I would like the sword back," and Gato says, "Oh, you mean the Tenseiga? I figured that Inuzumaki would get them back so that the world would be peaceful again." "You're a servant of Akuma, aren't you?" asked Naruto, and Gato grins like a madman and says, "So, you figured it out. Lord Akuma promised me immortality if I can gather the legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan and use them to unseal him from the black coffin of eternal slumber." And Naruto says, "You won't get away with this, Gato." And then Gato says, "Well, guess I'll just take away another thing that Inuzumaki holds dear. I'll start by killing that pale-eyed girl," and he sends a blast of violet energy from his hand at Hinata. Hinata couldn't move. It was like the power of the blast was keeping her in place, and Naruto luckily used teleportation to get near her. "No, Hinata," he cried out, and shields her from the blast. As the blast collides with him, his body then changes, blocking the blast so that Hinata was safe and sound. As the light died down, everyone can see that Naruto's body looked different. It looked like crystals. "Wow, look at him," said Natsuki in awe at what she saw. The impact of the blast caused Naruto's ponytail to come undone and just fall freely like Kushina's hair does. Naruto then suddenly feels a lot of pain in his head. "Ah," he cried out in pain as he clutched his head in agony. Hinata runs to him. "Naruto-kun?" she asked in worry. Naruto looks at his body in surprise. "My body, what's happened to it?" he asked in surprise. Kakashi is in shock. He has never seen something like this before. "It's like a diamond body," he whispered in awe. Gato is shocked at this and shouts, "That won't save you, let's see that power, stop this." He shoots a stronger blast at them. Naruto looks and holds his hands out to block, and it reflects it like a shield. "You never manifested these powers before?" asked Kushina in shock, and Naruto cries out, "No." The Genin are staring with looks of awe at this. Well, except for Sasuke and Kiba, they are looking at this in hate. "Why does he have such power? It should belong to an elite like me," thought Sasuke in anger, And Kiba thinks that's like a shield. Why don't I have it? With I could be the alpha in Konoha. Sakura then feels some pain in the back of her head. The sensei see this and rush to her. Sakura, what's wrong? Asked Anko in worry, and Sakura says my head hurts and I don't know why. And Kushina examines her head and notices a glow on the back of her neck. Kushina looks at her neck and sees something that makes her blood boil. It was a seal, and Kushina says I see the problem, Sakura has a seal. And every sensei looks at her in shock and Sakura says but how do I have a seal? I don't ever remember getting it? Kushina examines it even farther and notices another seal. She doesn't have one seal, she has two, she said. What kind of seals are they? Asked Kakashi, and Kushina says a memory suppression seal and a true personality suppression seal, and they look at Kushina in shock and horror. Naruto however heard this and says guess someone wanted her to be an Uchiha fangirl to get the Sharingan into the family. And Kushina says but Kazashi would never do that, he doesn't know those seals. Then, gasp, Mebuki. She snarled Mebuki's name. Stop ignoring me, alright then, I'll triple the pay for anyone who can kill them, but leave the women, they'll do nicely to replace the other women that never got to me for pleasure. Snarled Gato in anger as the thugs cheer and begin to charge, but then an arrow shoot from behind the group, and there was the entire Wave village armed to the teeth, and their leading the mob was in. There's one little problem. If you think you can just walk into our village and just take what you want to Gato, then you'll have to go through us. Shouted in, and the rest of the villagers cheer. Tazuna has tears of joy in his eyes. The entire village, they've come, he said happily. The thugs have looks of shock on their faces and Gato shouts I'll quadruple the pay if you can kill them all, and they cheer and charge. Naruto tries his telepathy while still in the form, and to his surprise it doesn't work. Damn it, my telepathy doesn't work in this form, I need to try something else. He thought in anger. He tries teleportation to get them all one by one, much to his displeasure teleportation doesn't work either. Oh come on, teleportation doesn't work either, please have magnetism manipulation work. He thought desperately. He tries magnetism manipulation on their weapons, and to his relief it worked. The weapons then stop and turn to stab the wielders in the mob of thugs. Wow, what's happening? Cried out one of the thugs, and another cries out my weapon's trying to stab me. The rest are crying out in fear to get away from their own weapons to avoid their own demise. But after a couple seconds, they are stabbed by their own weapons, and now, Gato stood alone. Naruto's body goes back to normal and starts to walk towards him. Gato gets afraid and cries out please, don't kill me, I'll do what you want. And Naruto then asks can you bring back In's father, can you bring back the people you killed to get those two swords? And Gato says no, I can't do that. And then Naruto gets Tsuchiya out shocking everyone. Naruto grins and says killing is one of the things that I really despise, but I will not regret this kill. He swings Tsuchiya and off comes Gato's head. Naruto then makes 100 shadow clones. Alright, I want you to raid Gato's hideout and get the Tenseiga back from there. He orders them and they nod, and then they teleport to Gato's place to begin the raid. Why are you sending them to raid Gato's hideout? Asked Kakashi in confusion. And Naruto says he had the Tenseiga and Tenseiga all this time until I took Tenseiga back from him, and the rest of the reason is that since Tazuna couldn't pay off an A-rank mission, I've decided to get Gato's money to APY it off so that Tazuna is off the hook. Tazuna has tears of joy in his eyes. How much money did Gato have Naru-chan? Asked Kushina, and Naruto says Gato has a total amount of 65 million yen, I'll be giving the rest to Wave so they can be happy again. The sensei's jaws drop at this and Sasuke is angry at this. Naruto-kun, you said that you would say who these four are, said Natsuki, and Naruto says they were getting shipped to Gato for his own sick pleasure, that was until I stopped it in time. Who are they? Asked Satsuki. The blonde girl is Yugito Ni, she's the Jinchuriki of the Nibi and a Kunoichi of Kumo, said Naruto, with Yugito nodding. The green-haired girl is Fu, she's the Jinchuriki of the Nanabi and is also a Kunoichi of Taki. Naruto continued. Fu nodded with a smile. The girl with reddish-brown hair is Amaru, she's an apprentice doctor, until she was betrayed by her own master. Amaru feels hurt at being betrayed by the one person she admired, and the girl with orange hair is Sasami Fuuma, she was the princess of the Fuuma clan until they banished her for going against a belief that Orochimaru would make their clan stronger. Naruto finished while Sasami nodded. That made the sensei's eyes widen at the mention of Orochimaru. Alright. Let's get back to the house where everything can be explained easier, said Kurana getting nods from the others. A week later. The bridge was complete. During the week, Kiba tried to flirt and hit on Yugito, Fu, Amaru and Sasami and always got rejected, and to his discomfort they went to Naruto because they felt comfortable around him. The four girls would always be seen with Naruto when walking in town, either staying very close to him like how Amaru and Sasami were doing, or clinging to him like Yugito and Fu did. Naruto had a look at the seals on Sakura's neck and decided to let Hiruzen know about it, and either way, some people in Konoha are in trouble. Sasuke had demanded the Nejibana, Kaseiga and Tenseiga along with the jutsu that Naruto knew to be handed over, but Naruto just told him to go away. When Sasuke tried to use his Sharingan on him to get him to change his mind, Naruto copied the Sharingan and just told him that if he ever used the Sharingan on him again, then he would be in serious trouble. Naruto also took care of his wolf pups. Yugito, Fu, Amaru and Sesame squealed and tried to cuddle them like what happened with the other girls, but Naruto did the same thing to stop them. He used his telepathy. Tsunami also developed feelings for Naruto and wanted to have some alone time with him. Kushina noticed this and her motherly instincts kicked in to make sure that her little boy didn't get hurt, and Tsunami told her that it will be fine, and so Kushina finally relented and let her be a part of Naruto's life. Today was the day to head back to Konoha and we find Naruto standing with his comrades and also has the newly obtained Tenseiga. "Is it really time for you guys to go back?" asked In. She really came to see Naruto as the older brother figure that she never had. "I'm afraid so, In, but don't worry, I'll visit when I have the time, I promise," said Naruto with a smile while ruffling In's hair affectionately, making In hug him tightly. "Bye Naruto-kun, I hope you take care of yourself," said Tsunami sweetly, and Naruto smiles and says thank you Tsunami-chan. Naruto and his comrades leave. The pups are nice and snug in Naruto's robes. Yugito, Fu, Amaru and Sesame are again staying near Naruto and away from Kiba and Sasuke, for they felt uncomfortable but curious of the looks of lust they got from the two. And back at Wave, well, the only thing we need to do is come up with a name for the bridge, said Tazuna. "Let's name it, the Bridge of Hope," said Tazuna, and the villagers cheer a little, and In says no, let's call it the Great Naruto Bridge, and Tsunami giggles. "That's a good name," she said with a happy smile. "Alright, the Great Naruto Bridge it is," declared Tazuna, and every villager in Wave cheered loudly for it. Back with the gang, Naruto is talking with the senseis, his mother and his sister, about what to name the pups, and for when they see Yugito and Fu off back to their respected villages, Naruto made a scroll that tells of what happened to the girls. He gave Yugito one and gave Fu the other one. Naruto told them to give the scrolls to their village leaders, which they agreed on, and they went back to their villages. Naruto and the rest of the gang traveled back to Konoha. It took 2 days to get back to the village. They told the two gate guards Kotetsu and Izuma that they have returned from their mission. Team 7, 8 and 11 went to Hokage Tower to tell him that their mission is a success. They reach Hokage Tower, and go in. The secretary kept her mouth shut because Kushina is with them, because she wanted to keep the QB brat out of the office, but she fears Kushina's temper, so she decided to keep quiet. In the office, Hiruzen is relaxing and hears the knock on the door. "Come in," he said, and Team 7, 8 and 11 walk in. "Welcome back from your mission, how was it?" asked Hiruzen, and they explain what had happened and that Naruto and the senseis wanted to talk to him about some stuff, and he said yes. "Your pays will come in the mail, and I'll make sure that you get the right amount, Naruto," said Hiruzen, and Naruto nods in appreciation, and Hiruzen says Genins are dismissed, except for Naruto and Sakura along with the senseis. The Genins except Naruto and Sakura go home, and Hiruzen activates the privacy seals. "So, what did you want to talk about?" asked Hiruzen, and Naruto says Kachan has found 2 seals on the back of Sakura's neck and would like to be checked out. "Okay, let's have a look," said Hiruzen, and Sakura walks up to the Hokage and Hiruzen examines her neck and sees the seals. "It's just as I feared," said Hiruzen in remorse, and Naruto asks, "What do you mean?" And Hiruzen says it seems that Mebuki wanted to turn Sakura into a fangirl for Sasuke and to have the Sharingan in the Haruno family, so she had Jiraiya seal up Sakura's memories and true personality, making her what she is right now. "So that's why she acted like she did since day one," said Anko, and Naruto asks Sarutobi-sensei, "Can you remove them?" "I sure can. This won't take long," said Hiruzen. After a couple minutes, the seals are removed and Sakura's appearance changes a little bit. Her pink hair is now past her butt, her eyes went from emerald green to garnet red, and she now has ruby red lips, and Naruto says so. "This is the real you, Sakura," and Sakura turns to Naruto, and she jumps into his arms saying thank you over and over, and THS shocked the senseis and Naruto. After Sakura calmed down, she let Naruto go, and Naruto says, "I have some more information to tell you, Sarutobi-sensei," and Hiruzen asks what is it. Naruto tells him about that Naruto now has 3 of the legendary weapons of the Uzumaki clan and that he found 2 wolf pups abandoned in an alley, so they are real after all, said Hiruzen in happiness. "You know the legend, Sarutobi-sensei?" asked Naruto, and Hiruzen says yes, I know the legend by heart. Totosai Uzumaki is a master blacksmith and had many students for him to teach the way of smithing. I also want you to know that there are some servants of Akuma that are trying to release him from the black coffin, Wow, I can't believe that Akuma has more servants, said Naruto in awe. What about the pups? Show them to me, asked Hiruzen, and Naruto opens his robe a little and Hiruzen sees them and goes wide-eyed. I thought those two species of wolves are extinct, he exclaimed. What do you mean? You also know what species they are? Asked Naruto, and Hiruzen nods. Dire wolves and timber wolves are very strong canine species. Legend has it that the dire wolves have the powers of the full moon and that the timber wolves have the powers of the shadows, but there is more to it. Dire wolves and timber wolves are said to possess the strength of 1,000 men the size of Jiraiya's summon game Ubuntu. He explained. Whoa, I never knew any of this, said Kushina in awe as well as the others. Naruto, the fact that you found these two is a very good thing. That means we can save their species, said Hiruzen. I was thinking of having them as my partners, said Naruto, and Hiruzen smiles just like the Inuzuka Ninkans. Why don't you take the wolf pups to Hana so she can have a look at them, he said, and Naruto says I was gonna do that. Good, dismissed, said Hiruzen, and they leave, and Naruto heads to the Inuzuka compound. He knocks on the door and Tsume opens the door and she blushes a little at Naruto's looks. Hello, can I help you? Asked Tsume, and Naruto says yes. Do you know where Hana is? And Tsume says she's in the back taking care of the dogs. You have an appointment for your pets? A special one, answered Naruto, and Tsume is interested. Now how special? She asked, and Naruto opens his robe and shows the wolf pups and she goes wide-eyed and has Naruto come in. Just sit right here, I'll go get Hana, she said, and she goes to the back to get her daughter. A couple minutes later, Tsume returns with Hana and she walks up to Naruto with an interested look on her face and asks, may I see them? Naruto nods and shows them to her, and Hana gets a shocked look on her face and asks him to follow her to the vet room, and when they get there, can you place them on the table? She asked, and Naruto does so. Hana examines them and there is no problems with them and turns to Naruto. Where did you get them? And Naruto says, I found them abandoned in an alley in Wave. Hana is appalled at this and says they've been taken very good care of. Thanks, I took care of them, said Naruto. I can't believe that the dire wolves and the timber wolves still exist, said Hana in happiness. Yeah, I'm thinking about having them as my Ninken partners, said Naruto. Did Kiba see you with them? Asked Hana, and Naruto says yeah. He tried to get them away from me because he believes that only his clan can operate with dogs, and Hana gets an angry look on her face. Mom and I will have to have a word with him, she said. Thanks, I've had to deal with him through the entire mission, said Naruto in a happy voice. So, what are you gonna name them? Asked Hana, and Naruto says I've been thinking on them and can't think of any, and Hana decides to help him with it. Maybe some shot I will help you think of names for them. It's getting late anyway, she said, and Naruto says sure, thank you. You are welcome, Naruto, said Hana. Naruto leaves the Inuzuka compound and heads home to get some shut-eye. Now what to name me to? Maybe I'll have them in the morning, thought Naruto. In his subconscious, Kyuubi thinks I have the perfect names for them, and I'll tell you in the morning, kid. Chapter 7. Chunin exams begin. After a week free of missions, Naruto finally came up with names for the wolf pups thanks to Kyuubi. He named the dire wolf pup Luna, and the timber wolf pup Shadow. The two pups enjoyed the names and were always taken very good care of by Naruto. Naruto also thanked Kyuubi for the names, and she said it's no problem, with a blush with her for hiding it, but Naruto still thinks that Kyuubi is male, and maybe one day he'll know. Naruto learned something new about the pups, and it's that these two species of wolf are able to understand human speech and are able to speak like a human when they reach a certain age. Also during the week, Naruto went to Hiruzen and told him of the new power that emerged during the mission to Wave and that he saved 4 women from a fate worse than death. 2 of them went back to their respected villages and the other 2 went with him. Hiruzen was shocked at this intel. The diamond body, dubbed by Naruto as a very interesting power. Naruto told him that he couldn't use his telepathy nor teleportation in that form. The only power he can use in that form was magnetism manipulation. They decided to do some research on this new power, and they learned that since Naruto was a telepath into Jinchuriki, he would have a 75% chance of breaking free from the Genjutsu. But the diamond body form makes him completely immune to Genjutsu. They learned that the form makes Naruto unable to be wounded. They also learned that this form can prevent him from being scanned by other telepaths, even the Yamanaka clan. It gives him superhuman strength, makes him resistant to cold and heat, makes him completely immune to poisons, and even gives him no need for water nor food while in the form. And they learned that even this form had a weakness, and it is that only diamond weapons could harm Naruto in this form. They got this intel to Danzo and he was very interested at this new power and was curious of what new power would emerge from Naruto. Hiruzen was in shock at this, and he's as happy that Naruto has been helping others from other places. He also decreed that both Amaru and Sasami would be under Naruto's protection. That meant that nobody, not even Minato nor Sasuke and Kiba, would be able to get their hands on them. Hiruzen told the 3 this, Amaru and Sasami were very satisfied and both clinged to him like he was a giant plushie. Naruto of course blushed at this, and the part that both their chests were rubbing against his arms was making him harden. Naruto is now spending time with his mother and sister at Ichiraku's. They have been going there for when they are hungry for ramen. Naruto knows that his mother Kushina has dirty thoughts about him as well as a hidden lust, and he learned that Natsuki is now falling in love with him and will want to be with him forever. When Naruto, Natsuki and Kushina were walking home, Kushina gets summoned up to Hokage Tower for a meeting and she told her two kids to go to the training grounds to wait for her. Hokage office. Alright, Konoha is now hosting the Chunin exams, so I want recommendations for the exams, said Hiruzen. Jonin Sensei of Teams 7, 8, 10 and 11 step forward please, said Hiruzen, and Anko, Kurenai, Asuma and Kakashi along with Kushina step forward. Now Anko, we'll start with you, said Hiruzen. I lead squad 7, Sasuke Uchiha, Kiba Inuzuka, and Sakura Haruno, and I, Anko Mitarashi recommend all three, said Anko. This shocked Iruka. I lead squad 8, Hinata Hyuga, Shino Aburame, and Sai, and I, Kurenai Yuhi recommend all three, said Kurenai. I lead squad 10, Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akimichi, and I, Asuma Sarutobi recommend all three, said Asuma. We lead squad 11, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, Satsuki Uchiha, and Yakumo Kurama, and now we, Kakashi Hitake and Kushina Uzumaki recommend all four, said Kakashi with Kushina nodding. The rest of the Jonins there are now whispering their thoughts about this, and then wait just a minute, said a familiar voice, and they turned to see Iruka has wanted to say something. There's something wrong Iruka? Asked Hiruzen. Pardon me for interrupting, but I find it too early for these Genin to participate in the Chunin exams. I've known these Genin since they were in the academy. The only ones that I think are ready for the Chunin exams are Naruto, Natsuki, Satsuki, and Yakumo. They are the only ones I believe are ready, said Iruka. Iruka proves a point Kakashi. I've held my team back for a year so they can enjoy their youth until they feel ready for the Chunin exams, said Guy, and Kakashi says first off, they are not your Genin anymore. They graduated from the academy and became shinobi. Kakashi, I don't think it's wise to rile Iruka up like this, said Kushina sternly. That's enough. No fighting. Now Iruka, I understand your concern, but they're growing up, so let them have a chance, said Hiruzen. Yes Hokage-sama, said Iruka still worried for the Genin recommended for the Chunin exams. At the Team 11 training grounds, Naruto is meditating and levitating while it is happening. Natsuki is practicing her taijutsu with Satsuki while Yakumo is painting a picture of Naruto while she is blushing at him. So, what do you guys think about what Kakashi-sensei and Kushina-sensei are gonna say to us when they get here? Asked Satsuki, and Naruto says it would most likely be about the Chunin exams. Naruto, your brain is one of the main reasons that we enjoy having you on our team, said Yakumo in a happy tone. Why thank you, that's very kind of you, said Naruto. Then Kakashi and Kushina appear at the training grounds and Kakashi says good, you're all here. You nominated us for the Chunin exams, didn't you? Asked an already knowing Naruto with a grin. As a matter of fact we did Naru-chan, and we will be giving you 4 these Chunin exam slips that proves that you are a contestant for the Chunin exams, said Kushina with a smile. Natsuki and Satsuki hug each other happily with their chests pressing together. Yakumo smiles and Naruto chuckles at their tactics. Guess we'll be heading over to the academy for the Chunin exams tomorrow, said Naruto, and the others nod. A couple moments later, Naruto is walking home with his team and then they hear, hey, that hurt you brat. Someone yells, and another cries out I didn't see you there. They look and see someone picking on Hiruzen's grandson, Konohamaru Sarutobi. Kankuro, what are you doing? We could get in serious trouble for this. What would he say? Asked a blonde girl. You worry too much Tamari, this won't take long, I just need to teach a brat a lesson for bumping into someone, said the man in black with purple face paint. I would listen to your sister if I were you, said a voice. The two look and see a young man with long red hair, a Konoha headband around his neck and is wearing a purple and yellow cloak. The young man in black is in shock, but the blonde girl is blushing like crazy at the sight of him. Wow, Konoha is now starting to have some hotties, but he is the most hottest man I've ever seen, she thought in lust. Naruto heard her thoughts and smirks. Well, this girl is having dirty thoughts about me like the other girls that I scanned the minds of. This is getting more and more interesting, he thought. Buzz off, this brat ran into me and I have to teach him a lesson for doing so, said the man, and Naruto says I would appreciate it that you put Konohamaru down, he's the grandson of the Sandaime Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi, and harming him would cause your entry in the Chunin exams invalid. That surprised both of them. How did you know we were entering the Chunin exams? Asked the girl, and Naruto says why else would ninja from Suna come to Konoha? Now could you please put Konohamaru down, cause the redhead in the tree next to Sasuke is not in a good mood right now. That shocked everyone in the area. They look in the tree and see that the redhead and a shocked Sasuke looking at him. How did he get here? I didn't even sense him. Thought Sasuke in surprise. The redhead jumps down, and says Kankuro, why are you picking fights with little kids, you know better than to do that. And Kankuro tries to say but the now named Gaara wouldn't have of it, shut up, or I'll kill you, now put him down, he said in a voice that means business. Kankuro puts Konohamaru down and Konohamaru runs and hides behind Naruto. I apologize for my brother's attitude, he can be a brat sometimes, said Gaara getting a look from Kankuro which says hey, if I may, who are you three? Asked Naruto, and the red-haired boy says my name is Gaara of the desert, these two are my siblings, Temari and Kankuro. I would like to know your name as well. I am Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke tried to say, not you, the red-haired one, said Gaara, and Naruto says my name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Gaara grins like crazy and says I am hoping to show my existence to the world by killing Uzumaki. Well I have that to look forward to, said Naruto with a smile. The three Suna ninja walk away and Sakura who just appears after hearing the commotion happens to ask what was that all about? Sand ninja came for the Chunin exams. Looks like a challenge for us in the exams. Explained Naruto. Meanwhile, Minato is in a secret bunker doing some planning. He had the civilian council, Koharu and Homura get him images and intel on the contestants for the Chunin exams. Minato looks through them. He was smiling that his little weapon is participating in the Chunin exams. He finds out that several hidden villages are participating as well. Leaf, sand, sound, waterfall, stone, grass, mist, cloud, and rain. This will be interesting, he said to himself. He finds out that a female mist ninja is a Kaguya. He is starting to make plans for capturing her and turning her into breeding stock. He also found out that a female waterfall ninja is a Zaraki. The Zaraki clan was a very feared clan for their power to enhance and amplify the ninjutsu of others, as well as create new internal organs and skin cells using their chakra on others and themselves. He was very interested and decided that she will be captured for breeding stock as well, and he also discovered that a female grass ninja is a Uzumaki. He was going to capture these kunoichi after the exams and turn them into breeding stock. Yotsuba Kaguya, the last female of the Kaguya clan, Azumi Zaraki, the last of the Zaraki clan and Karen Uzumaki, one of the last of the Uzumaki clan. Well, after the exams, I'll have them captured for Sasuke to repopulate his clan and gain their bloodlines. Yes, with that power in my disposal, I'll be unstoppable and Konoha will conquer the elemental nations, said Minato. He then laughs like an evil maniac. But unknown for him, Naruto happened to send a shadow clone to follow him and eavesdrop on his plans. Naruto's clone was appalled at this, so, he wants to make the Uchiha unstoppable. I've got to get this to Sarutobi-sensei. Oh Minato, you think that your plans are working perfectly, but in the end, I will be taking your plans and I'll be tearing them up and flushing them down the toilet. He thought as he dispelled. Back with Naruto. Naruto gains what his shadow clone had gathered from eavesdropping on Minato's plans, and he becomes disgusted. He teleports to Hiruzen's office. Hiruzen is surprised that Naruto had teleported into his office. That only happens if something that Naruto discovered is very wrong and concerning. Sarutobi-sensei, I wanna share something with you. Inoiki, Danzo, the senseis of teams 7 through 11 and their students minus Sasuke and Kiba, said Naruto. Hiruzen nods and sends message to the ones Naruto wants to share information. A half hour later, everyone that Naruto wanted to be called up for a secret meeting is now present. Naruto-kun, what's the problem? Asked Yakumo, and Naruto says I actually wanted to talk to you all. This gets their attention. I have something that I discovered. Minato is making plans to capture 3 kunoichi after the exams, a kunoichi from the Mist Village, a kunoichi from the Waterfall Village and a kunoichi from the Grass Village to use them as breeding stock for Sasuke to repopulate the Uchiha clan, said Naruto, making them widen their eyes at this. Is there a reason, Naruto-chan? Asked Kushina, appalled at what her husband is planning. The names of all 3 kunoichi that Minato wants to capture after the exams are Yotsuba Kaguya. She is the last female of her clan, Azumi Zaraki. She is the last of a very feared clan and the last one is someone that Mom and Natsuki will want to get involved to stop Minato from getting his hands on. Her name is Karen Uzumaki. Explained Naruto. That made everyone in the room shocked and disgusted at this. Kushina and Natsuki felt like they wanted to prevent a fellow Uzumaki from being turned into breeding stock for Sasuke. The Kaguya clan, They have the power to use their own bones as weapons, a power called Shikatsu-myaku. They were a clan of barbarians, but a very rare select few are not bloodthirsty, and Yotsuba is one of them, said Hiruzen. The Zaraki clan, they have the power to temporarily enhance and amplify the ninjutsu of others as well as their ninjutsu Kekkei Genkais. They also can create new internal organs and skin cells of others. The larger the chakra signature is on someone, the quicker the effects of the enhanced power wears off. They were also the best medical ninja, said Danzo. The Uzumaki clan, they have accelerated healing capabilities, enhanced Fuinjutsu and the power to manifest sealing chains made of chakra. Not only that, Uzumakis have a longer lifespan than others. The lifespan is 200 to 300 years, said Kushina. Hiruzen, Danzo and Inoiki look at each other. It has come to our attention that Minato, the civilian council and the elder council are up to no good, said Hiruzen. Seems that way, said Danzo. Should we make a new mission especially for Naruto? Asked Inoiki. Well, Naruto is the one who eavesdropped on Minato's plans, so yes, said Danzo with Hiruzen agreeing. Naruto, I have a SS mission for you and you alone. You are now tasked with finding these 3 kunoichi during the Chunin exams and warning them of what will happen to them after the exams. They'll either join you for protection or go back to their villages to let their village leaders know about this, said Hiruzen. As you wish, Sarutobi-sensei, said Naruto. The next day. Today was the Chunin exams, and all the Genin that are nominated for the exams are there. Naruto and his team are at the entrance. Alright, remember the plan. We go in, pass the exams, stop the capture and save the most likely to be captured females, said Naruto getting nods from his teammates. They go in. They are heading for the room for the exams, when there was a large group of ninjas standing in front of a room that wasn't even the room that they were going to. Then he heard a familiar voice. Tenten. Naruto-kun, you're here too? Asked Tenten, and Naruto smiles. Yes, and my team is here as well, he said. Why are the ninja there trying to get in that room when it isn't the right room? Asked Tenten. Okotetsu and Izumo still have your way of weeding out the weakest links, that is just to take out the unwanted challenge, so let's walk up to the next floor, said Naruto shaking his head in amusement at what Kotetsu and Izumo were doing. They walk up to the stairs that lead to the second floor, when all of a sudden hey, remove the genjutsu, an Uchiha like me wouldn't fall for a cheap tactic like that. Barked a familiar voice. Naruto and the Genin that knew it was a genjutsu groaned at this. Nice job dumbass, you just made the exams more challenging than we wanted it to be. Thought Naruto in disappointment. Idiot brother, you just had to use your arrogance again, didn't you? Thought Satsuki. She is enraged that her brother Sasuke had did a stupid move. Oh forget it, let's just go to the room, said Naruto. Naruto and his team with Sakura went to the room that was the real exams room. But then, hey you, the guy with the red hair, I wish to test my skills against you, declared a voice behind them. They turn around and see a boy a year older than them and a year younger than Natsuki. He had a soup bowl haircut, a green spandex and orange leg warmers. The weird thing about him is the fact that he had huge and thick eyebrows. You're challenging me? Asked Naruto. Yes, my name is Rock Lee and I would like to know your name? Asked the now named Rock Lee. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Naruto. Oh, the son of the Yondaime Hokage and the Red Death of Konoha. Do you wish to fight me? Said Lee. Sorry bud, but you need to save your strength for the exams. Don't you want to fight me with your full strength? Asked Naruto. This makes Lee declare Yosh, you are so right Naruto-kun, I will save my strength to fight you at full strength. I'm glad you understand, said Naruto as he and his team walks towards the room and are surprised to see Kushina and Kakashi near the door. Well, Sakura came as well, said a surprised Kakashi, making Sakura ask why is that? Since you had your real memories and personality sealed away to be seen as a fangirl to make the serious kunoichi look weak, you had neglected training, but after the seals were broken, you went to your training. We are surprised at this, but we need you to know this, the exams are difficult now, said Kakashi making the Genin nod. Good luck kids, said Kushina, and then she pulls Natsuki and Naruto into a hug and whispers into their ears good luck to you too, be sure to do what you must to pass. Kushina lets them go and they agree to what she said. They go in and they see older Genin just looking at them to scare them, but Naruto just looks at them calmly giving off some strong chakra which makes them uneasy and look away. Naruto smirks and thinks, these are Genin. They may be more experienced than the first-year Genin, but I can easily defeat them, and he senses signatures that are almost on par with himself. Well, we at least have some Genin that are actually strong enough to give me a challenge. He thought. He also sensed that there were 2 Jinchuriki. He scans their minds and thinks Yugito ni, Jinchuriki of the Nibi, adopted daughter of the Yondaime Reikage and biological daughter of Reimuni the great-granddaughter of the Shodime Reikage. Very interesting. thought Naruto with a smirk. From the second Jinchuriki, he got interesting results. Jinchuriki of the Nanabi, adopted sister of Shibuki and the biological daughter of Sada, she was hated by her village and cared for by the village leader, poor girl. He thought. Naruto also sensed the 3 female kunoichi that Minato is planning on capturing after the exams, Yotsuba Kaguya, Azumi Zaraki, and Karen Uzumaki, found them. In the next part of the exams, I'll warn them about what would happen to them after the exams is over. He thought. Then someone is now on his back rubbing herself on him. Hello Naruto-kun, did you miss me? Cause I missed you, said a familiar voice. Naruto looks over his shoulder and sees Ino leaning on him. Hello Ino, nice to see you again, he said with a smile making her blush a little, and then hello losers. They turn and see Sasuke showing off his arrogance as usual. The gang's all here, said a familiar voice. They turn and see the smelly and arrogant Kiba. Hi Naruto-kun, said Hinata without stuttering, surprising the others. Hello Hinata-chan. And you didn't stutter, said Naruto making Hinata blush a little. I had some practice and lessons from Anko-sensei, she said. Looks like the lessons are paying off, said Yakumo. I guess so, said Natsuki, and then says you must be first-year Genins, said a voice that they don't recognize. They turn and see a Konoha shinobi that's much older than them. Who are you? Asked Satsuki, and the man says I'm Kabuto Yakashi. I guess the exams will be hard this year. I know because I took it before. Naruto secretly uses his telepathy on him. He learned that he is a spy for Orochimaru. He learned that Kabuto was taken in by a woman named Nono Yakashi, raised him as her own and gave him love. Naruto also saw that Kabuto went to different villages and learned from them. He saw Kabuto on a mission to infiltrate a Iwa fort and get attacked by Nono and fatally wounded her. He was shocked at that, and it broke his heart when she didn't recognize him when Kabuto tried to save her life. And he saw Kabuto meeting Orochimaru stating that Danzo had something to do with his mother not recognizing him. Naruto saw that Orochimaru was lying. He notices that same evil intent in his eyes as Minato's. Wow, he's had it bad, and it got worse when his mother figure didn't recognize him. Orochimaru's manipulating him into thinking that Danzo made her not recognize him. I can see that Orochimaru was the one that caused her to forget him. He thought, taking pity on him. Naruto then was planning on doing something about this. I got it. I can use Tenseiga to bring her back to life, maybe that will cause him to have a change of heart. He thought. Is this your second time Kabuto? Asked Natsuki. Kabuto rubs the back of his head in embarrassment. Actually it's my 7th, he said. You must suck, said Kiba. This made Natsuki give him a bitch slap. Be nice. She snarled at him making him cower. If you guys like, I can give you intel on anyone here, with my ninja info cards, said Kabuto. And Satsuki asks what the heck are those? They can reveal the information on who you're wanting to know. All you have to do is add chakra to them, said Kabuto, and then he asks anyone you want to know about? I'd like intel on Rock Lee of Konoha and Gaara of the desert? Asked Naruto, and Sasuke asks I'd want to know about Naruto Uzumaki? And Kiba says that's what I was gonna ask. Why do you want info on Naruto-kun? Asked Yakumo, and Kabuto says it's fine, cause. He then takes out 3 specific cards. Here they are, he said. Show me, Sasuke said. Very well, said Kabuto, and he puts a card down and says Rock Lee. He's a member of Squad 9 of Konoha. His teammates are Tenten Higurashi and Neji Hyuga. He's done 20 D rank and 16 C rank missions. His taijutsu is off the charts and others are exceptional. Kabuto then puts the second card down and says Gaara of the desert, 24 D rank, 12 C rank and, get this, 1 B rank as a Genin. His teammates are his older siblings, Kankuro and Tamari. Other than that, there's not a lot of information about him, but rumor has it is that he survived every mission, without getting a single scratch. Getting looks of surprise from everyone. Kabuto puts the final card down and says Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, better known as Konoha's mastermind. He's a member of Squad 11, he's done 40 D rank, 27 C rank, he's even done 5 B rank, 7 A rank as well as 6 S rank missions. His 3 teammates are Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, Satsuki Uchiha, and Yakumo Kurama. He also possesses an unusual power that we don't know. He's very clever, very slick, and more importantly he's very unpredictable. Basically out of everyone here in the exams, Naruto poses as the biggest threat. That made everyone in the room who don't know about this look at Naruto in shock and awe. Then a poof appears from the front of the room, and standing there is Iviki Morino, one of the proctors of the Chunin exams. Alright maggots, now is the time for the first part of the Chunin exams, the written test. He barked. Everyone goes to the room and goes to their seats and prepares for what Iviki has to say. I will go over the rules. Rule number 1, you get caught cheating 3 times, then you fail. Rule number 2, you fail, then your whole team fails, and rule number 3, you are to answer the 10th question when I say so, and I will ask the question after the hour is up, he said. Ready, start, he said, and everyone begins their test. Sasuke uses his Sharingan to cheat, Neji uses his Byakugan, Tenten uses her mirrors to help Lee, Sakura just easily answers them like a bookworm, Kankuro had to use the bathroom and one of the proctors went with him. Naruto uses his telepathy to cheat, which is a very smart way to cheat without getting caught at all. Some were caught 3 times and were thrown out, after an hour, pencils down. Now before we do the 10th question, there is something else that you should know, and it's that if you fail, then we can forbid you from becoming Chunin ever, said Ibiki. Bullshit, said Naruto unimpressed, causing everyone to look at him. And what makes you say that? Asked Ibiki with a smirk, and Naruto with a bored look says, I don't give a damn of what you think, you scar-faced bitch. I will accomplish my dreams, even if I have to beat your sorry scarred ass. I don't run away, I will not back down, and if you got a problem with it, then you can go fuck yourself. This caused everyone's jaws to drop as he insulted the proctor. Naruto's little speech caused every Genin who's scared of Ibiki to gain their confidence back. Ibiki looks at him, and then he laughs. I like you. You have balls of steel and will not back down from anything, he said, and then asks, is that your final answer? Naruto flips him off and says, damn right it is. Ibiki is now smirking at Naruto's tough guy tactics. Then you all pass, declared Ibiki. This caused them to get shocked to the core. Wait, what? Then what's the point of having the 10th question? Yelled Temari, still in shock. It's to test you, to see what your decision is, answered Ibiki. Then someone puffed into the room, and from the smoke was Zabuza Mochi. Alright brats, I want your asses outside at the entrance of the Forest of Death by tomorrow morning, he declared. You're early, Zabuza, said Ibiki, and Zabuza looks at him and says, the early bird gets the worm. After the test, Ibiki is collecting the tests and he gets to Naruto's test. He begins to notice something. Huh? That red-haired guy used a power to cheat, I just know it, but nobody even me noticed it. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, an interesting guy. He thought. He also sees a note. Ibiki-san, I have suspicion that Kabuto Yakushi may be a spy for some snake faggot that Onko-chan really hates. If anything, I should at least weaken him enough for Onko to kill him. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Ibiki widens his eyes at the thought of Orochimaru and decides to take this information to the Hokage, the Sundaime Hokage should he suggest. Chapter 8, The Forest of Death. The next day, we find the Genin that made it through Ibiki standing near the fence with the Forest of Death. Some are scared, others were indifferent, but very select few are excited, and Zabuza says welcome to the second part of the Chunin exams. The Forest of Death, aka Onko's favorite playground, said Zabuza. While this is happening, Naruto, keeping his telepathy on so he can understand what Zabuza is saying, walks up to Yotsuba and Azumi. Yotsuba Kaguya, she is a beautiful young woman, she has long silver white hair with 2 ponytails that go past her shoulders, similar to Tsunade. She was 5 feet 4 inches, she has emerald green eyes, 2 red spots on her forehead, she wore gray battle kimono, similar to Shizune, and she has tan skin. Azumi Zaraki, she is also a beautiful young woman, who looks the same age as Naruto. She has long pitch black hair, think of Hinata's hairstyle but with bells on the end of each strand. She wore a red and black battle kimono, she was 5 feet 4 inches as well, she had dark brown eyes and has a neatly tanned skin. Are you two, Yotsuba Kaguya and Azumi Zaraki? Asked Naruto. This makes them look at him and Yotsuba in an uninterested tone says yeah, what about it? I wanted to tell you two that you both are in great danger after the Chunin exams, said Naruto. What kind of danger? Asked Azumi. She was curious on why this cute redhead said that she and Yotsuba were in great danger. Wait, where did that come from? She thought with a light blush. Naruto heard that thought and an unseeable smirk appears. My power-hungry father, Minato Namikaze, has been planning on capturing you two and another girl to use as breeding stock for the Uchiha boy to repopulate his clan, he said. This makes them widen their eyes in alarm. No way in hell were they being used for breeding stock. Why are you telling us this? Asked Yotsuba. The Civilian Council and Elder Council along with my father are power-hungry and will do anything to be unstoppable. I'm telling you because I want to protect you from them, said Naruto. While wanting to protect us is sweet of you, but why would they want to use us as breeding stock? Asked Azumi. Sadly, it's because they're after your Kekkei Genkais, said Naruto in a sad tone. They're wanting to breed super soldiers from our bloodlines? Asked Yotsuba in shock. Yes, and I am on a mission to make sure that doesn't happen, said Naruto, making both Yotsuba and Azumi blush at this. They smile and say thanks for the warning, and Naruto says you're welcome. Yotsuba, you have a brother, don't you? Naruto suddenly asked. That question made Yotsuba widen her eyes. How did you know that I have a brother? She asked in shock. You'll find out soon. His name is Kimimaro, isn't it? Naruto said/asked. Yes, I've been looking for him for years. He's gotten sick and I've been looking for a cure. If he doesn't get cured soon, then I'm scared that he will die. Please, if you find him, can you bring him to me? I would appreciate that. She asked as she looked down with tears in her eyes. Of course Yotsuba-chan, I'll do it for you, he said, making her blush at the chan part added to her name. Naruto turns to walk to his team when Yotsuba asks, wait, we want to know your name? Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Naruto, and he walks to his team. Alright brats, there are two different scrolls, a heaven scroll and a earth scroll. Once you have both at the same time, then you need to head to the tower in the middle of the forest. Explains Abuza. Naruto gets an uneasy feeling that someone with evil chakra is somewhere in the area. Using his telepathy, he found out that the grass kunoichi is really Orochimaru. He decided to play dumb and fight Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. Orochimaru's here, I need to keep an eye on him. Thought Naruto. Kit, that will be very difficult for regular shinobi and kunoichi, but you're not a normal shinobi, so locating him will be easy as pie. Said Kyuubi. Okay, I'll keep my distance for now. Thought Naruto. Smart choice, Kit. Said Kyuubi. Naruto gets to the gate that his team is at. Natsuki tells him that they have a heaven scroll. Naruto nods and gets ready. You brats ready? Asked Zabuza. The Genin nod. Go. He yells, and they charge into the Forest of Death. In a random spot in the Forest of Death, Orochimaru, still in his disguise, is facing one of his ninja, Kimimaro. Kimimaro, I have a mission for you, he said. What would that be, Orochimaru-sama? Asked Kimimaro. I want you to find Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I want you to capture him. It don't matter to me if he gets brought to me dead or alive. Alive and he'll be a possible host, dead and we'll extract DNA from his corpse. Ordered Orochimaru. As you wish, Orochimaru-sama, said Kimimaro, and he heads into the forest to confront Naruto. With Naruto and his team. Naruto is standing with his team. Alright, since we have the heaven scroll, we need to go after an earth scroll, he said to his team. Where do we need to look? Asked Natsuki, and Naruto says I'll take care of that. Naruto closes his eyes, and uses his telepathy to find out which team has a earth scroll. Naruto reopens his eyes and says I found 16 teams with a earth scroll, 7 teams 3 miles west, another 7 teams 2 miles east and 1 team half a mile north. Let's go for the closer team, said Satsuki. They head north, and find a team from Iwa, a team from the Stone Village. They're gonna be tricky, said Natsuki. We can take them, said Naruto with confidence, and they head into the opening. The Iwa team spots them and get into position. Konoha ninjas, have you come for our scroll? Asked one of the Iwa nin, causing the kunoichi to give an annoyed glare at him. That depends on which one you have, said Naruto. The Iwa shinobi holds out a scroll. Naruto smirks and holds out his team's scroll. You have the scroll we need, said Naruto. And you have the scroll that we need, said the girl. Before we fight, we would like to know the names of our opponents? Asked one of the male members of the Iwa team. I am Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Naruto, making the Iwa team widen their eyes. Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, said Natsuki, making them even more shocked. Satsuki Uchiha, said Satsuki. Yakumo Kurama, said Yakumo. Kurotsuchi, said the girl. Akatsuchi, said the big man. Benjiro, said the other guy. Winner takes the scroll, said Kurotsuchi. Fine by us, said Naruto. Akatsuchi, you take on the Yakumo girl. Benjiro, you take on the Satsuki girl. Ordered Kurotsuchi. I'll take on these two, she said with confidence. I admire your bravery in challenging me and Natsuki even though you're at a disadvantage, said Naruto with a smile, making Kurotsuchi blush a little. Kurotsuchi charges towards Naruto and Natsuki. She is giving the fight everything she had, even displaying the lava-style jutsu and boil-style jutsu. Naruto was amazed at her fighting style, and he along with Natsuki were deflecting all of Kurotsuchi's attacks. As a show of respect, we'll let you off with only minor injuries, said Naruto as he and Natsuki give her a chop to the back of the neck, knocking her out. Naruto looks at his other teammates and sees that they defeated Akatsuchi and Benjiro. These Iwa shinobi are honorable, so let's put them somewhere that they will recover without being disturbed, said Naruto, and they nod. Yes brother, it's the least we can do for honorable Iwa shinobi, said Natsuki. Team 11 find a tree and put the Iwa team under it, and Yakumo casts a genjutsu on them so they can rest safely. Naruto also left a bag of food for the Iwa team when they wake up. Naruto then senses another presence. We're not alone, he thought. He focuses his telepathy in the trees and finds an Anbu retreating from watching the battle. An Anbu, Minato must be having an Anbu scout the Forest of Death for other kunoichi with Kekkei Genkais. He no doubt saw Kurotsuchi use the lava style and boil style jutsu. He thought. Naruto focuses his telepathy on the Anbu a little longer and finds out that his suspicions are true. Is this how far you've fallen, Minato team? Naruto asked himself. Naruto-kun, we have the scroll, now let's head to the tower, said Satsuki, and Naruto says it's getting dark out, so let's head to the river to set up camp. They head to the river, and set up camp for the night, and Naruto is sensing another presence. You guys stay right here, I'll go see what the presence I felt is. If you guys are in trouble, just scream in your thoughts, I'll hear your thoughts, okay? Said Naruto, and the girls nod and Naruto heads into the forest. In another spot of the Forest of Death, Kimimaro is nearing Naruto's location. He is following Naruto into a clearing. Naruto feels his presence. Kimimaro Kaguya, have you come to try and kill or capture me under orders of Orochimaru? He asked, making Kimimaro's eyes widen a little in shock. So you know about Orochimaru-sama's presence in the Chunin exams, said Kimimaro. I've known ever since the beginning of the second part of the exams, said Naruto. I am tasked with capturing you, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I will bring you back to Orochimaru-sama, dead if you refuse, and alive if you come peacefully, said Kimimaro. Suddenly, Kimimaro starts to cough violently. Naruto's eyes widen at this. Your sickness, how bad is it? He asked. It's been getting worse and worse. I will die and the Kaguya clan will die out with me, but I will do Orochimaru-sama's mission, said Kimimaro as he charged at Naruto with the intent to kill. They clash. Naruto is getting very concerned of Kimimaro's health. Kimimaro is getting closer and closer to death with every breath. Kimimaro was gonna charge again. Until Kimimaro, yelled a voice. They turn and see a crying Yotsuba. Kimimaro's eyes widen in shock as he recognizes her. Yotsuba? Asked a now shocked Kimimaro. Kimimaro, please stop fighting. Your sickness is gonna kill you if you keeping fighting, Naruto-kun. I can't bear it to watch you die, Yotsuba cried as tears are flowing down her cheeks. But, how can this be? How are you alive? Asked Kimimaro, who is still in shock at seeing his sister alive. The god Mizukage Terumi found and protected me from the village civilians that feared our clan. Answered Yotsuba, still in tears. Kit, I don't think my chakra can save him. My chakra can destroy the curse mark on his chest but not his sickness. His sickness is far too fatal now. If he got medical attention sooner, then he would have been able to live longer. Said Kyubi. Wait, curse mark? Naruto asked Kyubi. The curse mark is a seal created by Orochimaru. It's like a disease, but it's actually him putting a piece of his soul inside of another, trying to tempt them into going to him for power. Explained Kyubi. Kimimaro, I can free you from the curse mark, said Naruto, causing Kimimaro and Yotsuba to look at him. Curse mark? Asked Yotsuba. How can you free me from the curse mark? Orochimaru-sama said that the curse mark is unremovable. Asked Kimimaro. I'm the Jinchuriki of the Kyubi and I'm a telepath. The Kyubi's chakra and my telepathy can destroy the curse mark, said Naruto. Kimimaro was gonna say something, but a look from his sister made him think about it, and he says, I guess I can go along with it. Orochimaru-sama said that I would be stronger with the curse mark, but what I'm feeling right now, it didn't happen. That's because the curse mark is the cause of your sickness all along. The true nature of getting stronger is from the will to protect what is most precious to you, said Naruto, and that caused Kimimaro to make up his mind. I choose you get rid of my curse mark. I want to protect my sister from harm, he said, and Naruto focuses his telepathy and Kyubi's chakra into Kimimaro and the curse mark disappears, but the sickness is still there. Guess you were right, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the curse mark is gone but the sickness is still there. Guess I will die a meaningless death, said Kimimaro, knowing that he is an inch from death. Brother, don't leave me, Yotsuba cried, and Naruto says there is a way for you to continue living. I have a weapon that can save your life. A weapon that can save my life? But how can this be? Asked Kimimaro, and Yotsuba is curious herself. The Tenseiga, the sword forged by the legendary blacksmith Totosai Uzumaki. The Tenseiga has the power to save 1,000 lives in one swing. It can heal the sick and banish the most corrupted souls, said Naruto as he gets Tenseiga out. Kimimaro is shocked. He now had a chance to rid himself of the sickness for eternity. Is it possible to use it on me after I die? He asked. Yes, even after your death, the sickness will be gone for good, but I warn you, the limit to the number of times that the same person was brought back by the Tenseiga is once, said Naruto as he said the last part sadly. Kimimaro says, use it after I die, I beg of you, I want to spend the rest of my days with family, and Naruto says, and you shall. Kimimaro draws his last breath, which Yotsuba begins to have tears forming in her eyes, and Naruto holds Tenseiga aiming the edge at Kimimaro's corpse. The blade glowed with every sound that was of a heartbeat. Naruto was interested at this, and Yotsuba was in awe at what power the blade was giving off. Interesting, I can see them, they're from the underworld, he said as he saw demon-like imps with scythes standing above the corpse. I'll see if the stories of the Tenseiga are true. Kimimaro Kaguya, your life will be given back to you, said Naruto. Naruto raises Tenseiga above his head and swipes down onto Kimimaro's corpse as the demon imp spirits dissolve to nothing. Yotsuba was watching like she had seen an angel. After a couple seconds, a heartbeat begins, and Kimimaro begins to awaken. He sits up and says it worked, I'm alive, and he notices that he's breathing easier. The sickness, it's gone for good, I can breathe, he gasped. Yotsuba cries tears of joy and hugs Kimimaro with him returning the hug. Naruto smiles at the beautiful scene, two family members brought back together. Yotsuba lets Kimimaro go and turns to Naruto. She then does something that shocks Naruto to the core. Yotsuba hugged him with all her might. Naruto smiles and returns the hug. Yotsuba is telling him thank you over and over again. Yotsuba lets go of Naruto, and Naruto says to Kimimaro, you may need to protect Yotsuba from my father the Yondaime Hokage. He's a power-hungry tyrant like the civilian council and elder council members. Only Danzo Shimura is on the Sandaime's side. And Kimimaro asks, is there a reason, Naruto-san? Minato Namikaze was originally planning on capturing 3 kunoichi with Kekkei Genkai to have a Uchiha named Sasuke repopulate his clan, that and or use as breeding stock, and Yotsuba is in danger because of that, and I sensed a Nanbu in the forest, and from his mind, he was tasked by Minato to find and get intel on every kunoichi in the Forest of Death that passed the first part of the exams. Any kunoichi with a Kekkei Genkai in the exams from another village are in great danger. We need to make sure that doesn't happen, said Naruto. The more Kimimaro learned of this, the more shocked he became. He then gets the urge to protect his sister from such a monstrous fate. If he touches her, he'll have the fight of his life, declared Kimimaro in the rare anger he felt. Naruto smiles and Yotsuba grins at this. Good, I hope you pass the exams, Yotsuba, said Naruto. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Kimimaro Niasen, what will you do now? Yotsuba said to Naruto and asked Kimimaro the last part. I will go back to Kiri with you after the exams. It's time I started being a shinobi for Kiri, said Kimimaro with a small smile. Naruto turns to go back to his team, but then Yotsuba gently grabs his hand. Naruto-kun, she said. Naruto turns to look at her, and to his surprise she gave him a kiss on the cheek. That's a thank you for giving me my brother back, she said as she blushed. She and Kimimaro go and head to Yotsuba's team location, and Yotsuba turns to Naruto and blows him a kiss. Naruto still in shock that Yotsuba did that, he was blushing up a storm from the kiss. He shakes off the blush and goes to his team's location, but then he hears a scream. He stops and heads towards the direction of the scream. Karen's location. Karen is cornered against a tree. Her teammates have been abusing her ever since she was put on their team. They were getting closer and closer to her so they can do what every kunoichi fears the most. And then they hear a growl behind the male teammates. They turn and see a bear, and it had a scar that looked like claw marks on his left eye. And the bear swipes at the team. It clawed them. Karen completely unharmed, scared shitless, pardon my language, she was in grave danger from the bear coming for her and the team. Those two got caught by a bear, I don't want to be here, she thought in tears of fear. Naruto watching in the trees used his telepathy to make the bear leave, and the bear left. After the bear left, Naruto uses his telepathy on the team to find out their weaknesses. He got info from the male grass ninja, but for some reason he couldn't get intel from Karen. That surprised him. Kit, remember your limit for telepathy, you can't read the minds of Bijou or other telepaths. QB told him, and he now knows that Karen has telepathy as well. So, Karen is a telepath as well, that's surprising, he thought. Naruto walks out of the trees and is walking towards Karen, which she becomes scared from. Don't be afraid, Karen, I want to talk to you, Naruto said to her sweetly. Karen begins to calm down a little, she then notices that she and him have some sort of connection. You're not gonna hurt me? Asked Karen, still scared. No, I will not harm you, I promise, said Naruto in a soothing voice, making her calm down a little more. Naruto walks to her down team, and checks their pulses. He found none. They're dead, both of them, he said. They must have died from losing too much blood from the swipe from that bear, said Karen. We have a special connection, Karen Uzumaki, said Naruto, making her jump up in fright. How did you know? Karen asked, now terrified that he knows that she came from the Uzumaki clan. Because, you and I are the same, said Naruto, which makes her eyes widen in shock. Wait, you mean? Karen asked, hoping what this young man will say next was true. Yes, I'm an Uzumaki, just like you, and I am also a telepath like you, said Naruto, and she is now happy that she is seeing another Uzumaki, shocked that he is a telepath. How did you know that I'm a telepath? Asked Karen in shock. I have a limit for my telepathy, I can't read the minds of Bijus and other telepaths. Explained Naruto. Karen is in awe at this, and she begins to cry tears of happiness when Naruto says you're safe now. Karen runs to him and jumps into his arms. She begins to cry her loneliness out and Naruto just comforts her. Karen calms down and lets go of Naruto. What's your name? Karen asked. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, said Naruto, and he then says since you're the only member on your team that's still alive, I guess you can come with me to my team. You would do that and protect me? Karen asked in hope. Of course, but I want to warn you, my father Minato Namikaze is a tyrant and is after Kunoichi with Kekkei Genkais, so he's using the Chunin exams to find them among the contestants. That means you're in danger from him too, said Naruto. Why would he be after me and other Kunoichi with Kekkei Genkais? Asked Karen. He wants to turn them into breeding stock for Sasuke Uchiha to repopulate his clan, said Naruto, causing her to look at Naruto in fear. Hiruzen Sarutobi, the Sun Daime Hokage, had tasked me with an SS rank mission to make sure that doesn't happen and to make sure Minato's plans are destroyed, said Naruto, making her sigh in relief. Come with me to my team, you'll be safe with us and I'll introduce you to my mother Kushina Uzumaki, said Naruto, making Karen's eyes widen at the mention of another Uzumaki, and grabs onto his arm, which makes him chuckle in amusement, and they head to Naruto's team. Team 11's location. Natsuki, Satsuki and Yakumo are at the camp that they set up waiting for Naruto to come back, and they see him walk back to camp, and they see someone with him. Naruto-kun, who's that with you? Asked Satsuki, and Naruto says this is Karen Uzumaki, and she is the only member of her team that's still alive. What intel did you get from their minds? Asked Natsuki. I read the minds of her teammates but I couldn't read Karen's mind, said Naruto. But how's that possible? Asked Yakumo in shock that Naruto couldn't read Karen's mind. Naruto-kun's limit for telepathy is that he can't read the minds of Bijou or other telepaths, and I myself am a telepath, said Karen, causing them to widen their eyes in shock. Why didn't you tell us of your limit, Naruto-kun? Asked Satsuki. You never asked. Answered Naruto. My mission turned from saving 3 Kunoichi with Kekkei Genkais from a fate worse than death turned into a mission to protecting every Kunoichi that passed the first part of the exams from Minato and the 2 councils, said Naruto, causing them to widen their eyes in alarm. How do you know? Asked Natsuki. I sensed an Anbu in the Forest of Death. He was sent by Minato to get intel on every Kunoichi that passed the first part of the exams. If the Kunoichi has a Kekkei Genkai, then they are in great danger after the exams are done. They will suffer a fate worse than death. Explained Naruto, making them look at him in horror. Trying to get Yotsuba, Azumi and Karen wasn't good enough, so he had to find other Kunoichi with Kekkei Genkais to have Sasuke repopulate the Uchiha clan with super soldiers. Growled Yakumo. And Yugito and Fu are in danger yet again, said Naruto. Yugito and Fu are here? Asked Natsuki, and Naruto says yes. Yugito and Fu? Asked Karen, confused. I saved them along with 2 others who were gonna be shipped to Gato for his sick pleasure, but I stopped them in time, after I used my telepathy on them. Explained Naruto. Did you use your telepathy on them again? Asked Satsuki. Yeah, said Naruto. You read their minds for the second time, how could you not recognize them? Asked Yakumo as she is sweat dropping with the others. Guess I forgot, said Naruto in an embarrassed voice. Everyone face faults, how on earth did you forget them? Asked an annoyed Satsuki. Hey, not my fault, I don't always remember stuff despite being a telepath, said Naruto, going on the defensive. Okay, let's calm down, let's just get some sleep and head for the tower first thing in the morning, said Natsuki, trying to keep the peace. They nod and go to sleep, and what I mean by that, all 5 of them snuggle up to Naruto. Next morning, Naruto and his team with Karen are heading up to the tower, then Naruto senses something. What is it, Naruto-kun? Asked Satsuki. I sense a dark presence a mile east from here, said Naruto. I sense it too, said Karen worriedly. So do I, said Natsuki. Do you know who is releasing it? Asked Satsuki. Sasuke. He must have ran into Orochimaru. I may need to get closer to read his mind to find out, said Naruto. I thought you can read minds? Asked a shocked Yakumo. I can, but my maximum range is half a mile, said Naruto. Then the ground begins to rumble. Great, his team must be in trouble. Come on, said Naruto in an annoyed tone, and they follow him. Team 7's location. Teams 7, 9 and 10 are in a battle that they are having problems with. A team from the Sound Village was tasked of locating and eliminating Sasuke Uchiha. The team of Dosu, Zaku, and Kin, they are getting the upper hand in the battle. Shikamaru had gotten Dosu trapped by his shadow, Ino got Kin with her Kekkei Genkai, and Choji wasn't very lucky when Zaku used his slicing airwaves jutsu. Now they were in trouble. How, we ask? The answer is that Sasuke had gotten a curse mark from Orochimaru. Naruto and his team get to the beginning of when Sasuke starting to fight. Naruto already used his telepathy on the 3 sound ninjas and learned that they serve Orochimaru, but they serve him out of fear. They watch Sasuke go and defeat Zaku by breaking both of his arms, and everyone can hear Zaku screaming out in pain. Teams 7 and 10 were horrified that Sasuke would do something that brutal. Sasuke now walks over to Dosu, who is now terrified of what happened to Zaku. Dosu is backing up and his back bumps into a tree. He was cornered with no escape from the monster in front of him. Sasuke then does some hand signs and holds out his hand. His hand then begins to crackle with lightning. Everyone knew that Kakashi had this jutsu. Chidori yelled an insane Sasuke and aims his attack for Dosu's heart. But then the jutsu stops, and they turn to see Naruto with his hand out and the lightning begins to move from Sasuke's hand to Naruto's hand. Dosu sighs in relief from him being spared. You copied that move from Kakashi on the mission to Wave. You had your Sharingan out and used it on him when he wasn't looking. You were so full of greed and hate that you couldn't control your desire for more power after that bastard snake Sannin branded you with the curse mark, said Naruto in a stern tone. Who cares, loser? He gave me this power, and now I can use it to take revenge on my brother Itachi for killing the Uchiha clan. Barked Sasuke, corrupted by the curse mark. Sasuke, you can't kill Itachi. I know the truth about what really happened that night, cried Satsuki. Lies, you know nothing about that night. Itachi is a traitor and will always be a traitor, shouted Sasuke, beginning to lose more of his sanity to the curse mark. Sasuke then gets a kunai out and without hesitation, he stabbed Dosu in the heart, killing him instantly. Everyone is shocked that Sasuke would kill in cold blood, and then he goes to Kin, who is shaking from the fear that she is in from watching Sasuke kill her teammate Dosu. Now for you, said Sasuke evilly, and while going towards Kin, he stabbed Zaku in the heart like he did with Dosu, killing him instantly. Sasuke then goes for Kin. Naruto knew what Sasuke was going to do. He was gonna try and rape Kin, but he teleported between them and used his telepathy to make Sasuke go unconscious, trying to put her through a fate worse than death. It is disgusting. You are an embarrassment to your clan, Naruto said in a very angry voice. Naruto turns to Kin, who is staring at him with a blush. He heard her thought and it was, he's my knight in shiny armor. Naruto holds out his hand for her so he could help her up and she accepts. Are you alright? Asked Naruto. Yes, thank you for saving me. But Dosu and Zaku, that Uchiha bastard, killed them in cold blood, said Kin with tears in her eyes. Naruto then gets Tenseiga out and sees the messager from the underworld, like what happened with Kimimaro. They were working for Orochimaru out of fear for their lives. This is something that I cannot accept. He thought, and he slashes them and the demons dissolve to nothing and they come back to life. Dosu and Zaku wake up and Dosu says, what happened? This is impossible, I should be dead. And Zaku says, how am I still alive? Hey, my arms, they're fixed. Dosu's stab wound healed and Zaku's arms were fixed as well. They look at Naruto in shock. You brought us back to life? Asked Dosu with Naruto nodding his head. But, how? Asked Zaku. Naruto holds up his sword Tenseiga. He begins to explain with everyone minus Sasuke and Kiba, who are unconscious, hearing him. You see, how I was able to bring you back from the dead is simple. I used my sword. But swords cut and kill. What's so different about this sword? Asked Kin, who is confused. You see, the name of this sword is Tenseiga, and it is one of the Uzumaki clan's legendary weapons, said Naruto. Those who know other than Team 11 are in awe at seeing the Tenseiga in action, with Tenten having stars in her eyes at the weapon. The Tenseiga is not a sword of killing. It is a sword of healing. Legend has it that the Tenseiga has the power to bring back the dead, heal the sick and banish the most corrupted tyrants to the underworld, said Naruto. What are you saying? Asked Dosu. The Tenseiga can save 1,000 lives in one swing, but it only works once, so be careful and don't die again, said Naruto. They nod and they leave, and Satsuki asks Naruto-kun, why would you give them a second chance in life? Because they are working for Orochimaru out of fear, and I simply can't accept that, explained Naruto. But why? Asked Natsuki. Well, if or when they decide to join Konoha, they can be under my protection as well as the protection of Sarutobi-sensei and Danzo-sama, said Naruto. Naruto-kun, you're such a softie, teased Jakumo, and Naruto flicks her on the nose. Ow! She yelped as she rubbed her nose. Don't tease me and you won't get flicked in the nose again, warned Naruto, and Yakumo pouts playfully. Meanie, she exclaimed. Alright, let's get to the tower, said Naruto, and they go towards the tower. On the way there, they come across Kabuto. Well, I didn't expect to run into you, he said, and Naruto says, Kabuto, I wanna tell you something in private, so when we get to the tower, I wanna tell you something that you need to know. Go ahead and talk. There is nobody around but your teammates, said Kabuto. Naruto, not expecting this size. Alright, The truth is that I'm a telepath and I looked into your memories. He explained. Kabuto's eyes widen at this. Well, that's new, never thought you had that kind of power, Naruto. But why did you look into my memories? He asked. So I can get a better understanding of you. You remember when Orochimaru told you that Danzo made no Yakashi not recognize you? Asked Naruto, making Kabuto stiffen at this. The girls noticed this and knew that this no Yakashi lady meant something to him. They wondered why he had the same last name as the lady that was mentioned. Orochimaru-sama told me that Danzo made my mother not recognize me back then. I will have my revenge for what he did. Growled Kabuto. The girls get horrified. They didn't know that Kabuto had it that bad. Having a mother not recognize you is truly heartbreaking. Well, when I listened to what Orochimaru said to you, I was actually finding out what he was doing, said Naruto. I don't get why you are bringing this up? Asked Kabuto, confused at this. Orochimaru said to you that Danzo made no Yakashi not recognize you, but it's a lie, said Naruto, making Kabuto horrified. It was a lie, how could I not see this? Kabuto asked himself. Orochimaru used your grief to his advantage. You see, Kabuto, Danzo never made no Yakashi not recognize you. Danzo values family more than anything. Explained Naruto, and Kabuto asks, if Danzo wasn't the one who made my mother not recognize me, then who was it? It was Orochimaru who did that. I don't know how he did it, but I know it was him, said Naruto. I can't believe I trusted that backstabbing snake. Growled Kabuto. Naruto and his teammates are watching Kabuto begin plotting his revenge against a certain snake. Kabuto-san, can you tell us how you met this no lady? Asked Natsuki. She found me and took care of me as her own son. She was the only thing I had to a mother. Explained Kabuto, uncomfortable talking about it. Well, my telepathy lets me view the family tree of the ones I read the minds of, and Kabuto, my friend, no Yakashi is your biological mother, said Naruto, shocking the girls and Kabuto. Kabuto is shocked the most. He didn't expect this. Kabuto begins to cry tears of happiness that the mother that took him in is really his mother. Can you tell us what happened to her? Asked Yakumo, getting a sad look from Kabuto. She ambushed him when he was infiltrating the Iwa fort. He fought back in self-defense, not knowing it was her. When he recognized her, he tried to save her life from the fatal wound he inflicted. Explained Naruto, making the girls cry. It wasn't Kabuto's fault that this happened to him. I couldn't save her, she died because of me, said Kabuto, feeling shame and regret. Kabuto, it's not your fault, you didn't know it was her, said Naruto. I just wish I could just tell her how sorry I am for what happened to her, said Kabuto, and Naruto says I may help you with that one. Kabuto. And how can you help me with that? Asked Kabuto. Do you know about the legendary Uzumaki weapons? Asked Naruto, getting a nod from Kabuto. The weapons are real, and I wield the one thing that can give you the chance to be with your mother again, said Naruto. Kabuto is now shocked at this. How? He asked in shock. Naruto then says, I wield Tenseiga, the sword of healing. I can use Tenseiga to resurrect no Yakashi from the dead, though she might not recognize you still, but with my telepathy, I should be able to fix that. Naruto Uzumaki, if you can do that for me, then I would be in your debt, said Kabuto, now eternally grateful for what Naruto is doing for him. When do you think will be a good time to resurrect her? Asked Naruto, and Kabuto says, how about after the exams, maybe after what we may need to do after the Forest of Death. I can agree to that, said Naruto, and they go to the tower. Once at the tower, Team 11 and Kabuto go their separate ways, and Naruto along with his team are in a room. What do we do now? Asked Yakumo. Open the scrolls, we're at the end, said Naruto. Okay, here we go, said Natsuki, and they open the scrolls. They begin to smoke. They go wide-eyed. This is a summoning jutsu. Quick, get rid of the scrolls, Naruto cried out, and the girls throw the scrolls, and out of the smoke Iruka appears along with Kushina. Congrats Team 11, you passed, said Iruka, and Kushina asked how was it? Well, Sasuke got the curse mark from Orochimaru, said Yakumo, making Kushina and Iruka wide-eyed. Anything else? Asked Iruka. I sensed an Anbu in the Forest of Death, said Naruto. Did you get anything from his mind? Asked Kushina. Yes, he was sent by Minato to look for any kunoichi in this part of the exams that have a Kekkei Genkai. There is a kunoichi from Iwa named Kurotsuchi. She wielded the lava-style and boil-style jutsu, said Naruto. You mean Anaki-sama's granddaughter? What is Minato thinking? Is he trying to start another war with Iwa? Said a angry Kushina. Iruka notices Karen and asks, who is this? This is Karen Uzumaki, the girl I told you guys about, said Naruto, and Karen becomes shy and hides behind Naruto. It's alright Karen, Ka-chan won't hurt you, she's an Uzumaki too, said Naruto in a soothing voice, making Karen relax. Hello Karen-chan, I am Kushina Uzumaki, said Kushina sweetly, and Karen jumps into her arms. I'll take Karen-chan to Hiruzen. Naru-chan, I want you to warn the other Kunoikis in the exams about Minato's plans for them when they get here, Kushina said, and Naruto says will do. After that, Naruto and his teammates relax while they wait for the next part of the exams to begin, which won't be until tomorrow. Naruto found Kurotsuchi and her team. They thank him for what the battle and for what they did for them. Naruto said it was nothing, and he told Kurotsuchi Minato's plans for Kunoikis with Kekkei Genkais. Kurotsuchi gets disgusted and thanked Naruto for the warning. Naruto also met other Kunoikis that passed and warned them of Minato's plans as well. Naruto was in for a wild one tomorrow. He went to bed and went to sleep, getting rest for tomorrow. That's the end, guys. If you enjoyed, then make sure to leave a comment. This is Chaos Shinobi signing off.